WGxNoRules and KTM Rage. So we have 4 teams that are coming back from the previous PMCO South Asia, and these teams did put up an amazing performance there as well. Some of them got eliminated, but one team that I remember and that sort of instilled their image of their play in my mind is Elementrix.
Yeah, obviously, because there are some teams that are coming back. We'll be seeing some good faces that we remember by their competition, by their domination as well, and the audience for sure will be cheering for those teams, for those players as well, as they'll be having their favorite players, their favorite teams, from all the regions of South Asia. So I would want to see if they still stick up to their name, or will the new teams that are actually coming will be coming to dominate the competition, because every team that is out here has made their name in their local area, but now it's time that you open up to the world stage, and this is the first time, this is the first match that's going to happen, and to be honest, you guys are in for an action-packed gameplay.
Yeah, you guys are in for a treat, because as Ocean said, teams have made their name in the local region, but what happened has happened in the past. Now it's time to move on for the future, and PMCO is going to be the first step on the ladder to make your name on the international stage and get big in PUBG Mobile. But let's have a look at the schedule for the day. Today we will have Group A and B clashing together, and the maps that they're going to play are going to be as follows. First we have Erangel, followed by Sanhok, then we move on to Miramar, and we end the day with Vikendi.
I mean, seriously, Erangel is that home ground, a home playground for everyone. They know their way through Erangel, but then Sanhok comes with that fast-paced action right in front of you. After that comes Miramar. And when someone talks about Miramar, everyone goes for sniping, the ridge areas, those high altitude shots, those long range sprays that everyone knows that these teams can dominate. So it's going to be something. But then we move on to Vikendi, and obviously Vikendi carries a reputation of zone not favoring many players. So I would want to see how these teams, handle the first day, because when you handle the first day, let alone the first match, you kind of have that impression on your opponents, and that impression gives you the edge, obviously, for the PMCO the journey.
Yeah, and this day is going to set your momentum up for the remainder of the days, because you get a momentum, you start building up momentum from day one. By the time you reach the later stages of the tournament, you will have a lot of points, and winning the first game of the first day is going to be really important for some teams if you tilt really fast, because that is the thing. When you are playing on a stretch, when you're playing a tournament on a stretch, players can sometimes start doubting themselves if they're not performing well in the initial stages. But later on, if you actually keep calm and stay focused in the game, keep grinding it out, you will actually make it in the top.
Yeah, that focus actually matters, because each and every map, any map that you have right in front of you, it all comes on to those 3-4 things, as it's written out here as well. You land, you loot, and you survive, because that's all that matters at the end. You land at your specific drop location, the location that you actually know where your comfort zone is. After that, you loot. Loot comes in when you have your favorite gun in your hand, the gun that you can use the most, and you survive. In that survival comes fights as well, but you survive till the end to show why you are the best, and you survive till that first position, getting that chicken dinner, eliminating all your enemies. Even if it's 10 eliminations or it's 1 elimination, it shows that you actually have that power in you to survive till the end, and at the end it gives you a point advantage as well.
Yeah, point advantage is gonna matter, because as we said, you do get a lot of points for position, but kills are gonna matter as well. And as Ocean said, you land to your favorite location, you then go for the loots till you feel like you have sufficient stuff to go in for the fights and charge and onto the other team's landing spots. And then you just have to survive and hold on for dear life. Or unless you are one of those aggressive teams, you just go in for the kills.
You just go in, you go all in, it does not matter, because some teams, I have seen aggression in these teams as well, because I personally know some of the players from these teams. I've played with them. So for example, as you said, Elementrix is there, Nepali Ho Ni, Trust the Process, Team Hype was their last event as well. So I would want to see what these teams have, because obviously they have one edge over other teams, that is that they know the LAN experience, they know the personal experience, they know how to, handle those tough situations. But right now, all other teams, the new teams, the young blood that is out there, the underdog teams that will try and make their name, they are going to be there to actually demolish the competition, because they are the teams no one knows the strategy.
And as it is sort of an observation, as players get more experience, their level of aggression sort of goes down a little bit, because they start thinking about every single decision they make. But young bloods, the new players coming in, they don't care. They just want to make a name for themselves, and we will have a lot of surprises in this tournament because we have new teams coming in, and you do not know what they do.
Yeah, I would want to see the best of the best teams out here rising up to the people and, you know, making their name. There is a new team today. They performed exceptionally well. Till yesterday, no one knew their name, and right now, everyone will be chanting their name in the you know the
PUBG Mobile Nepal ma cha. PUBG Mobile Nepal. PUBG Mobile eSports ma live bhayiraheko cha.
That 1v4.
Yo ta Watchparty usma ta gare tinihharuko screen share hanu.
What utilities he used? What was that mindset? And that is the best thing to see because each and every player, even we learn from all these kind of matches. This is the beauty of this game.
Yeah, you learn from professional players, and if you guys are watching this live, make sure to comment in the chat which team are you guys rooting for, which team are you supporting, and who are you cheering for? Who do you think is going to win this thing today between Group A and B? But it is going to get intense.
Total teams.
The intensity is just going to go up. That's
total
what
teams
I want to
20.
say, guys. Later on, we will have other teams participating. We'll have switched around with each other. But right now, this game, first game on Erangel is live, and we have the trajectory in front of us, starting from military base.
English wala garo na yahi English wala nahi.
Yeah, so military base. School Rozok ya Snapul.
English version
you can actually go to land. But then if you want to go to Georgopol, you'll kind of have to, you know, move a bit forward. You can take a vehicle from Rozok. You can go from Pochinki area, take a vehicle out there. So I want to see which teams actually go there. And I can see there are some teams trying to land at military base area. Early landing, it's kind of a good thing. Maybe it's their, you know, comfort zone, it's their spot. But then if there's another team that is coming to contest them, I would want to see how an early fight happens. Because no doubt, even if you wipe a squad, but if your players are dead, if you lose your 3 players and you're just left with yourself 1 player, so you'll have to, you know, play passively the whole game. You'll have to go for third parties, try to pick up opponents at their weakest. So that is one thing I would want to see. But then so many players have landed out in the military base island area. Like 2 teams are out there, but then 1 team is Team PYRO is going to Milta area and farm it. They're doing for a farm split. Hype is going out there near Pochinki area, downside to the Pochinki. I want to see how these teams perform as the match progresses.
And what I see, something interesting happening. Elementrix is going for a split. They have 2 players on the military island and 2 players moving on towards the ferry pier. But this trajectory was really, really good. You have a lot of hot drops available to you. The military base is there. Pochinki is there. You have Rozok available. Oh, we have the first circle in the south eastern side of the map, and that is just going to leave teams in the military base with a lot of time on their hands to loot and survive. On the other hand, teams on the north, they will have to rotate through a really tough area. A lot of gatekeeping can happen over there, but right now on our screen we have
it is. And as the bad boys, you can see trying to loot that military base island area. The infamous C building areas, he's trying to go for it, and he's trying to go for the loot. He's finding mini right now, and yes, he has a mini in his hands, and mutant as well. Both guns, like one is a tab gun, but I think he'll be going for that M16. No. Yeah, he goes for M16 and takes down that mini down, and he'll try to go for marking an enemies ahead thing for
I supply
but then if you look at the drop location of team number 15, it was really good. Like they kind of did a split drop, but the 1971 Gladiators
by those guys,
right in
यो सबै टिमहरु जुन अहिले खेलिरहेको छ नि
हिजो
हामीसँग उसमा थियो प्र्याक्टिस स्क्रिम्स गराएको थियो नि त्यसमा खेलिरहेको थियो
I think so, because there is a really big cluster of teams in here. We have 2 squads that are split up. Squad number 2, they are
practice almost
squad number 10, that is 1971 Gladiators. They are split up in a groups of 2, so that is going to give them the advantage if a fight is supposed to happen, because you can group up and go for a 2v1 fight. They have to be really careful.
Bangladeshi को चाहिँ कसरी गरेको थियो त्यो पनि हेर्नु मन लाग्यो
fire shot.
उनीहरुले भोइस ओभर गरे हो कि यस्तो इन्डियनको जसरी
this misfire can give their location, and if it happens, I think 1971 will have a really good chance, but then Surya will have to see
खेलिरहेको थियो त्यही देखाएको SB नेरो M14 सुमित वाइटी र
सूर्य. That was a good call from himself and maybe from his teammates that you just go to another house. Meanwhile, SOLTISQUAD, as you can see, they are out there at Yasnaya area. It's their actual location. They drop there, but right in front of them is also one team. So it's that thing. You are dropping at really good areas, but then there are teams that are coming at your area to contest, to fight, and maybe to secure some kills. So I want to see if team number 14 or which team actually goes alive out of there, or if both of the teams actually go.
Yeah, that is going to be up, but right now we have a lot of clusters forming in, as you said, in Pochinki, in Yasnana, in military base, and these teams, Picking up a
Wifey,
really slow
why
place
so
right now,
toxic?
because I think by now you have the utility, you have the weapons to go in for an early engagement and try to wipe out an entire squad before they even start making a name for themselves in game. But everyone is taking this one really slow. You have to be careful. There is a lot on the line over here, because having a good standing, as we said, is going to allow you to move forward into the
The first match
PMPL.
को लक
This
जस्तो
is
लागिरहेको
Group
छ
A versus B
Guys.
on Erangel, day one, match one. Vibes, Zerad, they have total control of this entire area.
Vibes
Just
को कडा
squad
छ
number 3
केटाहरु यार
behind them.
Yeah, they have a total control, but then the zone movement is going to be crucial because they have to move into the zone 1600 meters. If you saw the zone when the zone was getting
Yeah.
formed, it's kind of on the southern to mid to southern side. So
JAZEERA lane
the
राम्रो
teams that
खेलेको
have
थियो
actually it
Yeah,
was kind
राम्रो
of favoring the plain part, but the teams who have gone till Georgia, I don't think so. I did not see any team going till that area. But then the teams like these, if there's some team that has landed Severny or shooting range, they kind of have a really good amount of area to travel, and that's going to be something because the teams that are already in the zone, they'll be camping on a house or a building or something, and if these teams just smash it at their place, it's going to be a hell of a party for some team if they secure good amount of
नेपालको
points.
21 वटा टिम
Because gatekeeping does become a high priority thing when you have
21 वटा
in
टिम
the
र अनि
first and the second
A र B मा
circle,
चाहिँ
you
अलमोस्ट
can
सबै
pick off
नेपालीहरु
teams
मात्रै
coming
छन्
in
भन्दा
from
नि हुन्छ
outside the zone. The vibes, they just
A मा
put
चाहिँ कम्प्लिट
themselves
नेपाली छ
in a
तीनटा है
disadvantage,
कतिवटा
but
मात्र विदेशी हो
it is sort of a risky situation based on where the next circle is going to be, because sometimes being outside the zone does work out for you. You can be a little bit safe, avoid all sort of conflict, avoid every single combat situation, and survive to the later stages of the game if you are playing for that placement points. But on the other side, if a team below you actually managed to get a lot more kill, they are just going to climb ahead. And we have one of the old names, SOLTISQUAD, on our screens right now. Squad number 14 in their sights. Are they going to go in for the fights? I don't think so. Lacking some utilities right now, because in the early stages, it's going to be really hard to find those grenades, those smokes that are going to allow you to engage or get out.
Yeah, teams might be lacking utilities, but there's one thing that no team is lacking, that is their confidence, their gunfight, their strategies, because every team out here is actually a pro team, as you can say, because they have grinded their way to each and every through each and every place. You can see man on your screen. Obviously, quite a few people have him as his favorite, and also this team Elementrix as it's your personal favorite as well, out of South Asia team. So obviously this team is also out here to set up a mark, and they have done really good stuff in previous games, previous PMCO as well. So they are out here. They are no new to this competition. They know what this competition means and what actually, winning here will mean for the team. Meanwhile, you can see SOLTISQUAD. They are trying to get into a safer area, to the zone or something like that. They are actually trying to move to some better place, trying to cover that US for now, so that his teammates can come to him, because he knows that there was a team behind him. That was team number 13, Sinister team. So all he is trying to do is get that US to his teammates, so that all four of them can actually get to a safer and a much better place in the zone.
Yeah, getting inside the zone, as you said, staying in the center sometimes works out. If you are gatekeeping, you will be able to get a lot of kills. But right now, SOLTISQUAD just grouping up, trying to find that healing utility for themselves. On the other side, we have Hype, Gurkha. He is trying to ride along with his teammates. This is just an entire squad. This is like Fast and Furious over here.
This guy is actually, he is my friend kind of, because we have played a lot of
अरे फाइट कहाँ सुरु हुन्छ त नि यो
he is an amazing
उसो यार
because
कस्टम रुम त हैन त्यो
these guys,
टाइम लागिहाल्छ
they were out there in previous PMC.
त्यही माथि भर्खर 7 मिनेट भइरहेछ
This time,
रोटेट भइरहेछ
there are so many teams
अरे
who tried to
कसको भयो त्यो हट
but
बजेको
they did not. But from that time till this time, all they have done is grind, learn from their mistakes, and trying to make that position out there. And as we can see, team number 15, they like US is actually going inside the military. I've never seen people do these kind of, but then whatever gives you a good call, you'll try to go for it. And this is one good thing. I think they're trying to contest an area of military base, thinking that what if a zone actually shifts into this area. And I saw a crossbow out there, one of my favorite weapons, to be honest, in the game.
I think by now everyone has
PMC
seen
सुरु
your
हुन आँटेको
highlight
होइन र यो
clips that you put
PMC
up
नै हो
online with the crossbow killing a lot of people. But we have squad number 8, another drive-by coming in from an entire team.
PMC को use हो के
are trying to relocate to a better
Watchparty.
position. On the other side, Salty already taking damage
युनियर
from
मुभ
the
गर्न लाग्यो
zone.
तर यो
I believe this
कस्तो
is a
क्वालिटी
little
बिग्रियो
bit
के
too late to rotate, but they are still going to be pretty safe, because this is just the first blue zone that's there. This is not going to do that much damage. Even though it's not doing any
क्वालिफाइड
significant
खेल्नु पर्छ
damage,
नोप खेल्नु
you
पर्दैन
are
तर यो
still
त
using that
क्वालिफाइड
utility
भइसकेकोहरु हो नि
that
त
you
नि
could have used to
Group
get
stage
out
हो
of
के
a
यो
fight, to survive a fight. to move on to a later
This
stage
is
of the
group
game.
stage, not
So you should have rotated a little bit earlier,
qualifiers.
but they are going to be able to stay safe in the game and make their way into the next circle. But right now we do see all the teams moving in towards this second circle that's going to be split between Shelter and the military island. This is getting interesting because now the teams from the military island, they are going to have to take that one isolated bridge or either sweat.
As you can see in the circle, BB, the ByeBye squad, is not saying bye-bye to the blue zone. That's one thing that I'm actually,
Worried about.
I'm kind of worried about that thing because they need to come into the zone. No doubt, as you said, this is the first circle. As Salty actually, they did a late rotation, but then our team BB and KTM, they are actually much late.
Guys, Nepali
PMCO first airdrop means no team actually found a flare gun yet. No team has used a flare gun yet, so that means the first airdrop is a normal airdrop that has AUG inside of it. So I would want to see which team actually either they contest it or they bait it, because each and every way it might be a win-win situation for the teams. And I think we are going to see a first fight happening out here. So school apartments area is going to be the one that might show us the first blood.
Yeah, JSX so close to KSR. KSX, can this fight start any sooner? Oh, Meraz, he spotted one, but he is still waiting for his teammates to come in for the support. He is going to be able to hear those sounds. Neo getting in a position to engage the fight. Oh, he spots one through the balcony. He's going to fire those shots, but he misses most of them. Oh, the spray fails to connect. A lot of damage being done to Meraz while he was trying to get out of the building, but he is still going to survive. And now, squad number 11, they are going to wait for the teammate to heal up and are going to try and re-engage on squad JAZEERA. But
Bengali ko rahe PUBG officially हालेको छ रे. Yep.
Can he do any damage?
Bengali ko उस
हो
यसरी मैले नि गर्ने भनेको हैन, तर स्पेकमा बस्नै पाउँदैन के गर्नु.
And Meraz actually
दुईटा मात्र बस्न पाउँछ स्पेकमा.
Seriously, two directions was he was getting shot at from two directions.
दुईतिर होस् अनि एउटातिर चाहिँ
right now because this
आकाशको उस गराउने मैले नि
सोच्छु. They're not going to do any damage, but they're going to show the capabilities of team number 12, that is JAZEERA. They're going to show what team can do with the.
तर म चाहिँ अब KRJB भन्ने गरे नि त्यसरी गर्छु होला सायद. तर मैले फेरि पाँचवटा उस डिभाइस हेर्नुपर्छ, त्यो गिद्दिज हुन्छ के.
One apartment.
यिनीहरुको पो अरूले छुट्याइदिन्छ यार.
Is in 2 and 3 apartments. So if anything, our team number 11 kind of knows if there is a rush coming on 2-3, they can give good cover fire if anything. So I would want to see if that happens in this fight.
On the other side, KTM Saroch
Maldives,
Maldives. That is just weird at this level. But on the other side, focusing on this fight, they are being really patient
the only one team
how
from
to engage.
Maldives.
Just because
JAZEERA के पो त्यो हिजो थियो. ओहो गुर्खा वाइटीलाई डाउन, नेरोले डाउन हान्दियो. ओके सुमितलाई लियोनलाई पनि डाउन. भाइब्स को अनि फेरि चिप लिएर छ नि त. कोचिङ के पुगेर छ नि त भाइब्स.
Team number 6 versus team number 2. They are at a disadvantage. 2 players being knocked down. Hype. They have to figure out a way of this out. Prototype, he is coming in for the rescue of his teammate, but Gurkha.
Okay, SBA चाहिँ अगाडि बढिरहेछ. ओके नेरोले नेट हान्ने प्रयास गरिरहेछ. ओके सबैतिरबाट नेट. 3 जनाले 4 जनाले नेट.
Gun or is the net going to be the end of his demise?
SBA को सबैले नेट स्प्याम हानिरहेछ.
Gurkha to go to any direction, and Sumit is trying to take the TPP and get the grenade.
ल M14 को नेटमा गयो.
But then Sumit is going to go for a location that can be good enough for him, because no doubt has had a revive right now. But then look at Surya's location. If some person
SBA को स्पीड दरो राम्रो
the
भएछ.
plan will actually be cancelled by him, and right now the zone's gonna do the damage that is needed for the players, because that is what is happening. So grenades are once again coming in handy, and if anything, I think if a grenade even hits a player of Hype, that is gonna be the end game. Prototype is actually out there, out of the zone, kind of bleeding out with the zone. So if anything, SBA, I think, look at the grenade actually hits the Leons and takes his HP down to 20 HP.
Yeah, Leon in a really tough situation, and Prototype sitting in the balcony. Can he get this kill? He has spotted one. He is trying to spot out the other teammates, but Prototype, he is waiting it out. He is being really patient, and you have to be really patient. He is trying to fight outside the zone. That is going to do some extra damage to him. 3 versus 3 situation. Can Hype make out of this one alive? They have the double pressure, because they have one player who's stuck outside the zone. But Surya, he is going to be able to spot out Prototype if he goes for any. Now, Leon tries to go in for the engagement. Can he actually get one knock? On the other side, Hype Venom, he is in a really safe spot. They are still looking to find the flank, but SBA is managing to keep them at bay. Now both the teams are going to take damage from the blue
Why
zone.
Nepali versus
Who
Nepali?
is gonna go
Killer
in
bhai,
for this
Nepali
fight
आदि
first?
त अब नेपाली नै
4
छ
versus
अनि त्यही
3.
भएर
We have Surya
नेपाली
at a
नेपाली
wide
लड्दिनु
angle.
भन्दा
The
लड्नै
other
पर्छ
three
क्या
players from SBA, they are grouped in that blue house. They have Leon and
Oh,
Venom
Vibes को
in
अनिकलाई
front of
चाहिँ
them.
डाउन
On
गरिदियो
the other
जस्ट
side,
1971 को ले
Prototype did
नक एन्ड
fall
फिनिश
back a little bit, and
Chintaro
Anik
द्वारा
is gonna get knocked out by 1971 Gladiators. And SBA, they are moving in inch by inch, trying to close in the gap between them and Hype.
Leon
But one
still
single mistake is gonna make sure that they lose a lot of players. Leon and Venom, they are ready for this fight.
Slow and steady wins the race, and this is what SBA is showing out here. Meanwhile, on the other hand, High Prototype has a good angle, but it's actually, you know, far behind from his players. So if Venom or the Leon actually gets potentially at that critical health point, I don't think so. A revive will be coming in handy right now. But then SBA is trying to look forward, trying to go for that desperation. Those 4 kills that they want to bag in, they have already bagged in 1 kill. And
Vibes का नाइट चाहिँ मिस्टर युजुलाई डाउन
has been taken down by 1971 Gladiators once again. So that is going to be a
Gladiator ले हैन तेरा बाजे
for Elementrix
Vibes को
players. But
नाइट ले
then,
डाउन
as you
गर्यो
can see, SBA players are once again trying to move forward as soon as they can, and Hype Squad is in a bit of trouble right now. Squad takes him down. Nero goes in an amazing, incredible way. They have actually already taken down 2 players.
Uzi plus अब
of
उसको
Hype.
त झन्टैमा थियो
Prototype
लियोन त
using
बाहिर छ
bandits
यार
right now because that
ओहो
is the
सागरलाई
lead
पनि
that
डाउन
he can do. And Shagar has
Vibes
also
ले
been taken down of Elementrix on the other hand. So if anything, fights are going on 2 different directions, and this will be a matter of time, I guess, out there. Hype Venom will be taken down. It's down to Prototype right now. One player remaining for his team, for the survival of his team, for those points of his team. And SBS Sumit Whitey is also getting down, and out there Playzone takes down SB Nero. Exagar has been also been taken down by Playzone, and Prototype has been eliminated. With that, Hype Squad, it was a good game.
M14 पनि प्ले जोनले जान्छ जस्तो छ है
Yeah,
सूर्य पनि
this
प्ले
is the
जोनले जान
beauty of
सक्ने
Erangel.
सम्भावना
It starts out slow, but it gets intense. On the other side,
16
Orange
मिनेट
getting one
एन्ड
knockdown.
एसबीए नेरो र
SBA,
दुईटै डाउन
M41
सूर्य
is gonna
पनि
get
डाउन
knocked down as well. These guys took so much
गाइजहरुले
damage from
उस
the
गरे
zone,
नि
and now Surya is gonna be
Sumit
knocked
White
down
मात्र
as
छ
well,
अब
and their teammate is just gonna leave them and go for the survival points. They delayed this
यो
fight
नर्मल
for
रुम
so
हैन नि
long
त यो त
that they
एडभान्स हुन्छ
ended up
पुरानी
losing 3 players. That
जोनले
was such
दरो
a
खान्छ
bad
यसमा
decision, but in the end, you do get 4 kills. So
यसका
that's
साथै
gonna be
नेपाली
4
होनी
points
पनि त्यता
collected.
डाउन भएको
And
रहेछ
now
एनआरसी सँग फाइट
the
लिँदै
zone in the middle of the triangle
मेबी
formed
ओहो
by
सुमितले नि भ्याएन
and
र यसका साथै एसबीए र हाइप दुईटै वाइप
right now we have squad number 9 who are trying to go
C2W ले चाहिँ एनआरसी लाई वाइप हान्ने कि के हो एनआरसी चाहिँ वाइप
great,
भयो
just lying there, the entire squad being eliminated from
ए
the
जोन बाहिर
game.
धेरै फाइट
A lot
गरेको
of
उनीहरुको
eliminations coming in so fast.
के भन्नु
Yes, and that was something like
ओके त्यो किल पोइन्ट नि चाहियो नि त अनि ओके पाइरो मिथले पनि डाउन गरेको है
pace, and Pyro might he actually takes on one player and yes, obviously finishes him. This is the 4th zone right now. It has a part of Potato Hill. That is a crucial part. If the zone shifts to that point,
पाइरोले एउटा किल चाहिँ सेक्युर गरि भ्याएर चाहिँ यामा र स्मोकिङ
and Pyro,
ठिक
as you can see, he is trying to take that TPP on Saluiti if he takes this, because Saluiti is in a house and he is kind of safe apart from other competition. Ryan can actually take down a person. He actually has thrown a grenade, but I don't think so that grenade is going to hit anyone. It does, no, it does not, and he's going to take TPP once again. Nightwing has been taken down by Pyro's player, and I think Ryan is one of the 2 survivors, because Saluiti and Ryan, those are the 2 players. Salty has also been taken down. So if anything, this is the fight of Pyro, I think.
Okay, Pyro Emily is गरिसकेको छ nice.
Take down Salo. Ryan, the only man surviving, and Myth ES is gonna go in.
Ryan, यसको साथ 1971
can he make something happen? He's gonna knock down Myth, but
one
he's gonna get
down
knocked
गर्दै
down
थियो nice.
himself, and that is gonna be 1971 Gladiators being
Sound
taken out of the game. We have 12 squads remaining, 45 players alive in the game. And
okay, KTM ले पनि फाइट लिनला है KTM पनि नेपाली है taking fight with KS.
They are gonna have a little bit of a hard time. This is literally an uphill battle for them.
Yeah, I mean,
good
utility, and one major disadvantage that KS has is that they are kind of not into the zone. So if they have to be into the zone, they'll have to, you know, climb that uphill area. And if they climb that uphill area in a wrong manner, I think KTM is gonna get potential good kills out of those players. So if anything, I think yes, they have climbed that uphill. So for now, they are safe. But I would want to see as soon as the zone touches, what's going to happen, because Sanhok, as you can see, he was getting shot at from behind. He has just a level 1 helmet, and that is going to create a difference, because if he gets shot from that area on ahead, he's going to lose really, I think, everything. And if the zone actually, no, now the zone's going to shift, and that shift is going to create a lot of difference for team number 16,
zone damage
team number 11, team number 13, and the teams that are at the edge of the zone.
Looks like Elementrix ko 2 jana baki chhan.
Might have to lose their edge, and that is what has happened. Oh my god, team number 14 LS, they are lucky right now, and so is JM.
Yeah, that was such a weird shift.
Yep.
JM in really good position, but JZR Initi is gonna get knocked down. He's gonna take a nade to the face. Senti goes down as well. That is a lot of knockdowns coming in. Jam is gonna get knocked down, and that is gonna be an entire team wipe coming in on the other side. KSX, they have their crosshairs literally on squad number 5. Avoiding the fight that was immediately next to them again. Squad 13 and KTM is gonna answer that.
Okay, KTM le pani down गरेछ KS को लागि.
KSX Miraz going in for the revive.
Okay, PN र Vibes को परेछ.
He has a lot of teammates down. He has to be really careful. Sanhok, he's gonna peek a little bit, but he's gonna get punished so hard. Harid, he got revived in time. They are gonna get one knock themselves. Harid, he's behind the tree. Can he make this happen? He gets another one. Suraj being traded out. Harid, the only man left alive, is gonna be taken out, and KTM comes out on top. Losing only one player.
Lost one player, but they got 3 kills.
Nepali Ho Ni, C2W PN र उसकोले चाहिँ फाइट दिइरहेको छ. फेरि अर्को नेपाली हो.
Lucky OP is trying to go for a revive to his player, but then all that matters, Vcash, as you can see, and Viper OP, they have an airdrop also around them, but
PN go whole squad
is going to give them any chance. But then Team number 3 is taking fight from 2 directions. One is with Nepali Ho Ni, and the other one was from team behind them. So I would want to see how that
Nepali Ho Ni takes
down Elementrix, man, obviously, and I think Anish has been spotted, is out there with just 10 HP. But if this car is not blasted yet, no, it is blasted, so that is a good thing for him. It's a potential cover. Mr. Yuzu takes down one player from Nepali Ho Ni. I think Nepali Ho Ni is taking fight, and Elementrix Orange has been eliminated, has been taken down right now. The zone is giving him insane amount of damage. Mr. Yuzu has been spotted. Thanks for coming. Bye bye.
Oh, PYRO le KTM la wipe and
yeah, Nepali Ho Ni coming out on top in that one, and
down.
now they are just gonna take their cars and run away.
Okay, Reaper is
gonna be left to die literally, and the remaining players will just stay on and survive, make their way to the later stages of the game. On the other side,
Solti ko whole squad baki nahi.
waiting for the
JyanMaara ko bang whole squad nahi chhan.
Going for the third party. Oh, a good nade coming in is going to get a knock on the other side. Sadhu is
PN la halka damage dite Solti.
Was spotted earlier. PN
Abhishek like almost knocked.
A good spray connecting.
That was a really good spray, but then I guess yes, it damages one player as well. Now it's down to just one player for PN and SOLTISQUAD players. As you can see, they are.
यसका साथै BB को नेटमा चाहिँ PYRO परेको रहेछ. Solti को पनि दुई जना डाउन.
Adusin is trying to move. He has his proper full attention on just one house, and
JyanMaara ले चाहिँ उताबाट थर्ड पार्टी दिन सक्ने सम्भावना छ.
Obviously, but then he's trying to loot for now. Obviously, reviving his players as well, and that grenade from Sinister, that might do some potential damage, because Sinister, the grenade has right now takes down one player. Another one, and I think SOLTISQUAD was punished in an incredible way, and now LS players is moving forward and obviously gathering that loot that they got. But right now, the major factor is zone. Lakhe OP is the only person in the zone right now.
Yeah, but his team is going to be there shortly. This is just going to get intense for these guys, because on the other side, squad number 3, they are in
we got PYRO, we got
and they are losing some players.
JyanMaara, Vibes or Nepali Ho Ni is still there.
Lakhe is the only man safe. He has Vibes coming in for him from the behind. He has to be really, really careful. Vcash is there as well. Oh, squad number 5, squad number 7, PYRO, they have to be careful. BB ByeBye is right next to them. Oh,
PYRO ko yaha malai
he's gonna
down.
get knocked down. Can they take him out before his teammates alive?
Okay, BB ko like down. Dui jana down. BB ko dui jana down garna
Yamin
safal.
is already down. Sleepy gets one more.
Last carry remaining from PYRO as well. Dui jana baki रहेछ. JyanMaara पनि rotate गरिसक्यो. Okay, यो चाहिँ
But on the other side, we do see
नेपाली हो नि पनि दुई जना बाकी रहेछ.
Distance Kick-Ass, he just picks up the
PYRO पनि फेरि उता जाँदै.
He drops PYRO Myth in the back to get some attention away. This is going to be a really good fight. On the other side, Kapchi, he has his crosshair on Nepali Ho Ni. Can he make something happen? Can he get more kills for his team? Right now, they have 4. They are down one man themselves.
AKM 4 times, that is gonna do some damage.
Okay, Vibes ka Zera lai
down
garna
in an
sakyo.
incredible way. I mean, Kapshi, when he's
Vibes ko Jenny dwara JyanMaara ko ek jana
right now, and I want to see more of him, but then we'll come back to that later. You can see Vibes Genie, but then you cannot see him anymore because it's Kapshi with his 4 times AKM, obviously doing that critical damage. I think he wants to spot another one, and if it does spot another one, it's gonna be another kill. Obviously, adding it to the bank of his 4 kills. His team is good with 7 kills right now. I want to see how much of that they can actually takes on Gunnar as well. Gunnar is not gunning right now. Obviously, it might be a time, and Vcash takes on BB ByeBye, and Lakhe OP finishes him. Obviously, Nepali Ho Ni still into this competition, still trying to take that fight, but team number 14 is in a really good spot. They have this broken Yamin has been taken down, and Yamin will be finished by Wang. So I would want to see what all happens, because Kapshi, as you can see, he's going for from the left-hand direction. That is a really, really good area
JyanMaara ko 2 jana matra baki.
into and to obviously
JyanMaara ko 2 jana, Nepali Ho Ni ko 2 jana.
All your players, because you can see this is one of the final zones out here. It will be an open area, if not anything.
Zone le sath nahi didene yaar. Are yama mula tara dami hane recha.
For a fight, and I think one more team has been eliminated. Yes, another team goes down, so it's down to 3 teams if I'm not wrong. And these three teams are out here to make their name. No one has
oh bhai,
so I think look at the domination is going to be an important thing.
Yeah, this fight is going to happen out in the open, and this could be the last battle. This is going to be the last battle. In fact, we have Nepali Ho Ni, JMX, and team number 14, that is Alice. Kapshi, he is trying to find a way. The smokes have been laid out for the cover to help them with the rotation on the other side. He is trying to find a way inside the zone. Oh, aja hera na dhunga pani cha yaar yinihharuसँग. But Nepali Ho Ni, they have the high ground. Oh, T'Challa, he is trying to find an angle. He is trying to find an open side for engagement. Stranger, he could have just put himself in the grave right now. Wang
zone damage
they are trying to get the 3 PP advantage, and Stranger is gonna get shot from both the directions. Nepali Ho Ni, now they know where he is. His teammates are behind him. It is a 3 versus 2 versus 2, and Vikesh is going to get taken out by Kapshi. That just puts Nepali Ho Ni at a disadvantage. Lakhe is the only man up for his team, and Vikesh is going to get taken out as well. Lakhe, the man survived Nepali Ho Ni.
Okay,
Lakhe actually gets 1 from Alice. Sinister has been taken out. He has been knocked down. Stranger and Kapshi, the two standing members, Kapshi is going to go for the teammates who is inside the smoke. But T'Challa and Wang, this could be their opening. And Lakhe, he is trying to shoot at Kapshi, but he does manage to get behind the cover of the tree. Now Lakhe still proning. He has to worry about 4 different angles. He has to worry about Stranger, he has to worry about Kapshi, and he has to worry about the other squad that's there right next to him, right parallel to him. Kapshi, he is going to go in for the revive, and Sinister is going to be back. He is trying to sneak. He's trying to crawl his way in. The last 6 players in the game, the last 3 oh, he's going to get taken out. We are down to the final 2 teams. 3 versus 2 situation. Can Alice come back out in this on top?
Okay, we got JyanMaara
there as well.
Kapshi is not the MVP in the game because he has 6 kills for his bank right now. Wong and T'Challa are 2 players from JM right now, and it's a 2v3 situation. Each and everyone is proned up out here, but then the zone is gonna take out players. He is taking out Kapshi right now, has eyes of Kapshi, and grenades are coming in handy right now. Obviously, by Sinister, it's gonna try to find out the players where the potential players might be, and T'Challa has that MK with 10 bullets right now. It should not be on single. I would want it to be on auto, because an auto MK14 is a deadly weapon. Sinister is trying to go for some preoccupied shot, and T'Challa has
nice
for it. Wakanda forever takes out
okay, kill secure, nice.
Takes it out to a
2v2
while it was a 2v3, so I would want to see, but then Sinister knows the location.
Sinister net
it's gonna be a bad game, but then T'Challa is safe behind that airdrop. Might be a game-changing airdrop, even from the location of a cover as well, and from that MK14. Stranger knows where T'Challa is. Stranger knows where Wong is. They are
Wang line feri tada clear shot vertere okay then
every player of team number
T'Challa zone le lagcha.
And I think Alice, apart from all the things, they win this game in an incredible fashion. It was intense. It was incredible. It was what a game needs for a start.
Yeah, 10 kills to the name, 20 points for finishing first. That is a 30-point play. It is going to give them the boost that they need from the get-go, from the first game itself. And on the second position, we have JMX with 4 kills. And then we have Nepali Ho Ni with 7 kills as well. That is just incredible. But when we move on down, we have Solti at 8, we have Elementrix at the 9th position, we have KTM at 10th, we have KSX at 11th, we have JAZEERA at 12th, we have we have SBA at 15th, and Hype finishing last at 16th with no kills.
Yes, but then if we talk about the game, it started off, really slow with the plane path going to the from military to Yasnaya, Poliana. So those areas were potentially good areas to loot. But then if we talk about some teams like BB, they were out in the Giorgio area. They rotated really late, yet they managed to come in that top.
मेरो यहाँ पुस्टिया के साइड को हल्ला गरेको के त्यही भएर
points and all, but then they managed to
यहाँ हल्ला भयो नि लास्ट त्यही हल्ला हुन्छ त्यही
भएर early rotations in the first match, I don't think so they mattered a lot in the first circles and second circles, but then what mattered is if you're not giving respect to the zones after the 4th circle, as you saw not SOLTISQUAD, Hype Squad was eliminated in Pochinki, but then SPA, they did a late rotation from Pochinki and 3 players died of the play zone only. They were taken down from the play zone. So that actually shows if you did not do good.
Sumit White चाहिँ move गरिसकेको थियो अनि उलाई पनि प्ले जोनले लग्यो.
Think of that situation that you should not be taking.
Like 3 जना चाहिँ ठाउँको ठाउँ नक भएको थियो.
Out of the zone.
Yeah, you have to go back to the drawing board in those situations. As Ocean said, this could be a good example. Late rotations could be bad for you. You have to see where you are. You have to be careful as to how many hotspots are going to be there. Relocate yourself inside the zone, because teams are going to be there. And while rotating, you could be caught off guard, as it happened with Hype as well. They were caught off guard. They got wiped out at an early stage with no kills to their name, and there was no way of them to fight it out of that situation. But moving on to the later stages, we had an interesting situation, the last fight as well, out in the open. And I called it a while ago. You can use that drop box cover.
मैले त्यहाँ आफूले स्पेक गर्न नि पर्दैन यो सिनहरु के रे चेन्ज गर्न नि पर्दैन
in that situation. You can be a lot passive, but after you are in a 2v2, you just have to go for it.
कमेन्टहरु नि पढ्न पर्दैन.
I can never forget, since I was doing grenade,
कसैले के कमेन्ट गरेको भनेर ध्यान दिन नि परेन है.
4 times AKM. I mean, he was using that. I mean, to be honest, there are some players who can't even control AKM with 3x, and that guy is actually using his AKM with 4 times scope. Okay, yeah, he can't. Okay, but then using it with a 4 times scope, that was a thing of beauty. You saw a player, you know your scope is out on him. You just need to actually see where it hurts the most, and that is. See, it hurts when you.
Hello bro, अर्को च्यानलमा फेरि ग्रुप A and B भन्दै अरु टिम्सको गेम चलेछ हिन्दी इन्डिया मोबाइल PUBG मा के हो र रे. Eric bro, त्यो maybe इन्डियाको उस होला है.
Just took out an MK. You have 10 bullets in that MK. You need to spot a player and you just.
Like यो चाहिँ साउथ एसियाको हैन, अनि इन्डियाको नि अर्को छुट्टै ग्रुप स्टेज छ नि त, अनि त्यो इन्डियाको ग्रुप स्टेज चलिरहेको होला त्यो इन्डियाको भनेर.
3 for the knock and 3 for finish. So that was an incredible thing by T'Challa.
Yeah, T'Challa did that. Disadvantage, and in that situation, you have to be really proactive. You have to make sure either you are opening. Either you are that was a little bit Kapshi's fault as well, just because he was quite far away, split from his team. His other 2 teammates, they had good cover. The smokes were there to cover them as well. Kapshi was behind a tree out in the open, and that was one of the reasons. But on the other side, T'Challa got spotted because of that as well. This nade came immediately as soon as Kapshi was killed off. And if you have the mana, you can go for those sort of plays. Alright guys, I'll die.
पछाडी चाहिँ नि एउटा टिभी वा स्क्रिन चाहिँ मैले यस्तो यो
share chicken dinner with me if you are capable of that thing. But then one player that I would request respect a lot in this game.
के कस्तो हुँदैछ भनेर अनि त्यो एनालाइज गर्नको लागि के छुट्टै एउटा सिन पनि बनाउने सोच थियो.
तर too much was with him for most of the time, but then his team was falling apart. But then he was the player who managed to get to the 3rd position for his team. You know, there was a time when the zone was not favoring them. He was lying down, he was trying to find the potential cover that could be the closest cover to him, and he was just trying to go to that cover, trying to take out people as easily as he can. So that was a kind of a thing. So I would want to see that more of it actually happens in the next games as well.
Yeah, but the next game is gonna come in soon. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned and keep watching.
गाइज जे भने यस्तो हो नि त एसबिए कोहरुको लागि पनि यो उस हो नि त लाइक खासै उनीहरु पनि त्यो इभन कम्पिटिटिभहरुमा खासै उस दिउँदैनन् के एक्टिभ भएको देख्दिन एसबिए लाई चाहिँ हैन त्यो भएर कम्पिटिटिभ उस नहुनेले अब डाइरेक्ट झन् उनीहरु त लाइक राम्रो खेल्ले पनि अब कम्पिटिटिभको नो हाउ भएन भने लास्ट गाह्रो पर्छ के इभन कम्पिटिटिभको नो हाउ उनीहरुलाई र कस्तो गाह्रो पर्छ प्लस अझ यो पाली झन् जोनको ड्यामेज बढी भएको छ अरे पहिलाको खेलेकोहरुले भनेको लाइक उनीहरुलाई त्यस्तो फिल भयो भन्दै के कस्तो त त्यो त हामी देखिया छैन तर उनीहरुले वाइप चाहिँ राम्रो हानेको है स्याड बट तर व्हाट कस्ट के रे अब फाइट लिनु पर्ने भने तर केही छैन दिस इज द फर्स्ट म्याच हैन अझै अन्य म्याचहरु पाइने छ ए भाइ साहब 10 मिनेट अब यो सिनमा यो सिन हेरेर बस्ने हो ब्रो वाइल्ड कार्डबाट सुनेको थिएँ हावा न्यूज दिन्छ मोडहरु के भन्छ कसले भन्यो फेरि वाइल्ड कार्ड रतौली लगाउनु अरे नसकेर तर कडा कडा उसहरु छ तर यिनीहरुले चाहिँ यहाँ के गरेको एड्सहरु पनि खासै उस गरेन त र पहिला त नाना थरी भिडियोहरु त देखाउँथ्यो त यसपालि स्पोन्सर छैन जस्तो छ भन्न खोजेको किन भने यार PUBG कोमा स्पोन्सर नहोला भने हाम्रो बाबा खैनीको एड देखाइदिनु पर्यो अरे सोल्टीले मेरो जग्गा बस्नुको होइन
8 मिनेटको लागि गाना बजाइदेऊ न
होइन गाइज फर्स्ट म्याच हो
inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in the cradles, profanities. I see the world through
लगाइ जर खानेकुरा लिएर आऊ है खानेकुरा पिउनेकुरा ल्याएर हेर्दै बस म
cross out the ones who heard my cries and watched me weep. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. Take my eyes open to force reality. Why can't you just let me eat my weight in glee? I live inside my own world of make-believe. Kids screaming in their cradles, profanities. Some days I feel skinnier than all the other days. Sometimes I can't tell if my body belongs to me. I love everything. Fire spreading all around my room. My world's so bright, it's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush. And hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I wanna taste consumption. Breathe faster to waste oxygen. Hear the children sing aloud. It's music till the wick burns out.
एकैछिन ल तिम्रो अर्डर गरी लास्ट ल लास्ट सानो हजुर के भयो
बल पुरा आएर अनि माइक चाहिँ टाढा राखेर बोलिरहेको छु त्यही भएर
मैले चाहिँ तिम्रो ठुला सानो गराएको थियो कि
अलि ठिकै होला है
ठिक छ म चाहिँ यहाँ एउटा कुरा हेर्दै थिएँ कि भर्खरै कि हिजो मैले के नेपाली भनेर त्यो पिएमसीओको प्र्याक्टिस स्क्रिम्सको उस गरेको थिएँ नि त स्ट्रिम त्यो भिडियो त्यो भिडियोमा चाहिँ भर्खरै एउटा बङ्गलादेशकोले चाहिँ बङ्गलादेशीमा चाहिँ लेखेर रहेछ मैले गुगल ट्रान्सलेट गरेको त अनि के भन्छ अरे त विच ल्याङ्ग्वेज इज दिस ब्रदर पो भनेर सोधिरहेको रहेछ त्यसलाई रिप्लाई दिनु कि नदिनु कि मैले त्यहीँ लेखिरहेको थिएँ त्यही माथि नेपाली भनेर हो See the difference between India को group stage र global को group stage हेर्ने यहाँ हेर न India को group stage र global group stage watching ओ भाई Yup, day 1 आज म चाहिँ एकचोटि बङ्गलादेशको हेर्न लागेको थिएँ कस्तो थियो भनेर त्यसमा नि मैले फेरि इन्डियाकै देखाएर हेरेको त वाट डु हे अहिले त यहाँ उसको देखाएको थियो त होइन र ग्रुप स्टेजको के अरे साउथ एसियाको यहाँ तलपट्टि रहेछ साउथ एसिया तर वाचिङ चाहिँ यिनीहरूले भोइस ओभर गरेको रहेछ यार अरे किल्लु थ्याङ्क यू फर द सुपर च्याट काममा होइन तिमी नी क्लासमा अरे मुला ए नयाँ कामको लागि हो कि ड्राइभिङ लाइसेन्स लाग्यो
Hi, wir sind Freddy und Jakob. जेर बांग्लादेशी को म के सुन्न पर्यो नयाँ कामको लागि अब
নিজের মাতৃভাষায় করতে পারছি তো দেখা যাক আগে কি হয়
আর ওটা তো দেখা যাবে কিন্তু আজকে আমাদের এই সাউথ এশিয়া রিজনে যে টিমগুলো খেলবে সেটা কিন্তু খুবই মজাদার হবে কারণ সাউথ এশিয়ার লাস্ট টাইম কি ছিল লাস্ট ফল স্পিরিটে যে ছিল সাউথ এশিয়ার মধ্যে শুধু সাউথ এশিয়া ছিল ইন্ডিয়া সবকিছু টিমের मध्य एड করে
भाइ सुन्दा चाहिँ भोइस ओभर गरेको रहेछ बङ्गालीहरु बङ्गलादेशमा चाहिँ लाइक उनीहरुलाई म्युट गरेर न त्यहाँ आफू बोलेको रहेछ ल अब 3.5 मिनट केटाहरु 3 पानी खाएर खेल्ने भन्ने कुरा थियो
3 पानी 3 पानी हैन रक्सी हैन
कोरोना भाइरस अरे कोरोना भाइरस कोरोना भाइरस भन्दा खत्तम कमेन्ट छ त हौ के गरे यस्तो प्यारा बोले त M16 पनि पुरा अटोमा चलाउँछ भन्ने सुनिरहेको थिएँ मैले मैले साँच्चै त्यो मिम्सहरु यसमा सेट गरेको छैन अरुमा मात्र हो त्यसको लागि चाहिँ अर्को उसमै जानुपर्छ कम गाह्रो छ हो यताउता मिलाउन त्यो छिटो सुरु गर न गेम रे स्टार्ट भइसक्यो स्ट्रिममा चाहिँ डिले छ कि मेरो स्ट्रिममा हल्का डिले हालेको थिएँ मैले हैन त्यही भएर र अब एकछिन कानलाई शान्ति पनि गरौँ हैन 30 सेकेन्ड्स बाँकी छ त्यसपछि विल मुभ फेरि त्यो दुईजना सोल्टीहरू बोल्ने होला गरे हैन
कति बेर बोल्छ
हामी नि भोइस ओभर गर्दिने हो कि ट्रबल त्यतिकै हावा तालको उनीहरू बोले जसरी बोल्दिने कि Oh, 5 seconds back. On. No.
आज रोज डे कस्तो जाने मलाई थाहा पाए यार
Hello and welcome back to the PMCO 2020
सबैजनालाई फेरि स्वागत छ
South
PMCO
Asia.
2020
My name is Varun Super Johnny John and I am being joined by Ocean Sharma. We just had a really intense game on Erangel and moving forward things are just gonna heat up more.
I mean, intense is not even a word to define the kind of game that we had. I mean, circle is in the open. You see players all around. You can use cars. You can just use an airdrop as your cover. And if you find someone, you're just gonna go for that. And I would want to see which team is first, which team is second after all the kills. So why don't we just have a look at that thing as well as we are talking, because you know the first standing is gonna set a lot of benchmarks for other teams. As from the bottom table, we have Hype on 16th, No Rules on 15th, 1971 Gladiator on 14th, JAZEERA on 13th, PNGaming on 12th, Elementrix on 11th, KTM Rage on 10th, and Team SBA on 9th with 5 points in total. As you can see, 9, 10, 11, and 12 have 5 points, and after it's 2, 2, and 1, 1. So if
PN को placement point
without
zero,
gonna compare
without
8
kills
to first, as that is.
Yeah, KS Axe is gonna be the 8th, 5th. Placement point 5, they got 2 kills, so that's 7 points. Salty has 7 points as well and are sitting on 7th position. Vibes, they have a total of 10 points. They are 6th. PYRO made it to 5th position with 13 points. BB ByeBye in the top 4 with 15 points. Nepali Ho Ni, we remember Lakhe's play. They are 3rd with 17 points. JyanMaara are 2nd with 18 points.
Oh, they got 7
A1
kills.
eSports, first position with 30 points. That is a big
difference
vacuum that they have. They have a really big advantage with them. 30-18.
A1 has showed its A1 game right now,
yes.
and those 12 points difference. A1 will be looking for in the next map, the Sanhok's map, is they would like to widen that gap. a lot more.
Yeah.
But then JyanMaara would like to contract that gap as much as they can. But then in teams that are in the bottom half, like there are teams that have 5 points.
We want to see
They would
Nepal
see
eSports
it
killing
has
ass of
25 points
Bangladeshi
gap,
players.
30 and 5. So it's a 25
Bangladeshi
point
मात्र हैन,
gap. So
अरू
if
teams
anything, I think
they
I would not want
धेरै
that to
chances
happen,
चाहिँ
but I would want to see if A1 esports gets targeted in their drop location. If there's some team that is trying to contest, even if it's JyanMaara, if there's a battle of first and second position, I would want to see which team goes to boot camp, Paradise, all those big areas, because they pack a lot of action in them.
Yeah, Paradise, boot camp, Camp Alpha Island. That is something. That is an interesting island.
Sanhok मा हुन लाग्यो अब चाहिँ
alone has no residents.
ए साँच्चै यार
But
के
sometimes
कतिखेर
people
हुन्छ
do
भने
use it
मैले त
for-
पोस्ट
to
गरेको
come in
पनि
with
बिर्सिएँ म
rotations.
आफैले नै
And that can be advantageous to you. While you're crossing that entire area, you basically connect with no one. And
forgot myself.
that does give you a lot of time to stay in game while all the other teams kill each other. On the other side, as you said, the strategy for the teams in the lower, I would say 15 to 11 to 16, for them it's just gonna be to keep a slow pace in the game, survive for as long as you can, and then
SK49, why not playing? No idea, brother.
You can finish in the first or the second position.
Yeah, that is true, and we are about to get into the game. As our flight path is from Camp Charlie to Camp Alpha.
Yep.
It's from A to C, the whole area, and I want to see Painan, Boot Camp, Ruins, Cave, if a team wants to go to that area, Dogs, Campang. I mean, it's a beauty of Sanhok that you can go to each and every drop location.
Third match
you
चाहिँ
want
Miramar
to
and
choose.
त्यसपछि
I
last
want to
match
see
चाहिँ
which
Vikendi
team
रहेछ.
goes where, because teams are trying to go for their rotations. As you can see, Elementrix is going for Tambang maybe, or Ruins, as whatever they like, whatever their preferences. Hype is going to the Cave area, Vibes is going to Lakavi, if I'm not wrong, and NHN obviously going to Query or near to that
Lol,
area.
Sahin
And
Rai.
one team, SOLTISQUAD is going
Salty.
to camp, if I'm not wrong, and followed by team number 15 that is trying to move
No, Salty
some
will
area, but
go
then Salty
towards
is,
Paradise.
some players of SOLTISQUAD are also trying to go to Paradise, so I want to see how these fights happen.
Yeah, that is a huge cluster of players heading to.
ओहो भाइब्स को लागि कति रमाइलो यार उनीहरु एकले केपमा पनि हाइपलाई एकदम राम्रो छ.
The players. So Ocean, what we were talking about earlier, Camp Alpha, this time there are a lot of players there, and this time
ओहो योसँग त मेरो अस्ति कडा रहेछ यार.
is going to be A1 eSports. We have Sinister on our screens right now. They are trying to go.
हुन त उनीहरुलाई त सबलाई उस दिएको पो त यार.
Sanhok is a really small map. It is 4x4. So the fights are gonna start from the get-go. You can hear those sound cues and charge in. But this time around, we have two teams right next to each other. That is A1 eSports and SBA.
जेम गएन जेमहरु खेलिरहेछ त फर्स्ट न सेकेन्ड हो गयो.
That they had in the first game, obviously they would want to show their domination as much as they can, but as you can see, SBA does not want to back up.
ओहो SBA र A1 को सुरुमै फर्स्टमै
that actually had the first blood advantage in the previous game of Erangel. They actually wiped out a whole squad.
Let's see, Abba.
But then I don't know if things are going to change in this match or it will remain the same. Will SBA be the team?
साँच्चै यार SBA ले यहाँ ठ्याक्को ठाउँ A1 लाई वाइप हान्दियो भने चाहिँ एकदम राम्रो हुन्छ के.
They'll continue their run of domination as they did in the previous
किनकि A1 को त लाइक पोइन्ट डिफरेन्स चाहिँ अहिले कस्तो दामी छ नि त हैन. यिनीहरुले अहिले नै हेड डाउन गरिदियो भने चाहिँ अरूले धेरै चान्स.
As you can see, one player from SBA was actually moving backward,
BB
but then
NRC
is going to take some fight with the players of NRC. Hackshot can actually spot Sadat, and he can try to go for some shots in boot camp.
Yeah, boot camp once again being filled by NRC and BB ByeBye. We have Tamim. He is trying to come in from the close, from the left side. Now we have Sadat in a very difficult situation. He has Hackshot, he has Amare right in front of him in the compound. Jamin, he is trying to wrap around.
BB को लागि गरे पुरा घुमेको छ एउटा एउटा गरेर.
For a while. He just has an AK. He can make something happen. Oh, Hackshot. He's trying to go for the peak. Sadat, if he used his TPP correctly, would have spotted that player out. He would have seen the head and now knows where Hackshot is. You have to be really patient in this situation. You can't.
भोलिकोमा चाहिँ हामीले प्याराडाइसमा आर्यन लाई देख्छौं हैन. के प्याराडाइस भन्दा आएछ मुला बुट क्याम्पमा.
You have to sit there and wait for your teammates to come in for your rescue. We have Shino, we have Tamim trying to come.
टिटुकेहरु चाहिँ हल्का उता बुट क्याम्पको पछाडीको साइडतिर
NRC trying to put it together.
नेपाली कमेन्ट्री गर्नु न. राममगर पदर कमेन्ट्री यस्तो हुन्छ के. आफूले नहेरेको बेलामा चाहिँ उनीहरु बोलिरहेको हुन्छ अनि कता कता के गर्ने हुन्छ.
But Sadat has a really good blockade in front of him on the other side.
त्यही भएर भ्युअर्स पार्टी बेला बिचमा चाहिँ म थोरै चाहिँ दिन्छु. ओ
just
JZR हरु चाहिँ उनीहरु चाहिँ एउटा मात्र टिम्स फ्रम बंगलादेश है. ए बंगलादेश भन्दा चाहिँ सरी मालदिव्स.
PYRO, as you can see, is
उनीहरु पनि आएको थियो हिजो
3-1,
खेल्न
situation
स्ट्रिम्स मा
that we can do. But
KTM ले चाहिँ ज्यानमारालाई
Chala is the first person to actually go out in this fight. JyanMaara, the team that came second in the previous
रामनगरबाट
game.
फेरि म्युट गर्यो भने चाहिँ अनि गन साउन्डहरु नि आउँदैन के अनि तिनीहरु रमाइलो हुँदैन त्यही भएर त वाच पार्टी भन्या नि त नत्र त अब
was from their side.
कमेन्ट्री नै उस हुन्थ्यो के
eSports is
वाच पार्टी हो नि त ब्रदर
Stranger
एक्लै हेर्न झ्याउ लाग्छ भनेर हैन मिलेर
at one location, and I think it's a high time and they don't want to give SBA any chance, if anything. And if it happens, you see Sinister has a Beryl right now, and Sumit has a Vector. So Vector versus Beryl, if this happens, obviously Beryl will be having a higher chance, but then all of it also depends in when do you spot your opponents.
Yeah, when do you spot, how much better are you than your opponent at controlling your gun? And at this close of a range, hip fire is what's going to work out for these players. On the other side, SBA are just trying to run away. I think they're trying to run away. They are increasing the distance between them and
the PUBG Mobile eSports मा भइरहेको छ
way A1 eSports played in the first game. I think that is a really wise decision.
Yeah, that is a really good decision. I think they are currently in the zone, and zone is going to shrink in less than a minute right now. 53 seconds.
A1 को चाहिँ तीनजना यतातिर आइरहेको छ
as we are, and we have just seen one player going down. That was T'Challa from team JyanMaara, and KTM players actually got a good hold of his skill. Obviously, they have 1 point right now of kill in this particular game. So I want to see if anything, do they rotate, or the players of JyanMaara will be there for a revenge on them. That is one thing that we'll have to see. The first airdrop coming near PN squad, and this has a Groza, and we have
PN ले चाहिँ Groza लान सक्छ है
opponents.
KTM ले फेरि Salty लाई पनि डाउन
Not stopping Salty player.
हैन ज्यानमारा KTM हरु कता झरेको र
I think this is going to
Salty त नि प्याराडाइस मुभ गरि भ्या र 5 मिनेटमा त मुभ गर्न नमिल्दैन निमालाई पनि डाउन
Other kill confirmation. Nima goes down. I think KTM has 2 kills from
नक गरेको कि डाउनै गर्यो
Yeah, I think so, but
र यताबाट प्रहार गरिरहेको छ फेरि
first and then he was killed off.
ए नक एन्ड फिनिश हान्दै रहेछ KTM ले
The downside of this fight is they are trying to fight uphill.
So उनीहरु पनि उता पुगिसकेको रहेछ नि त नि रोटेट
on the other side, Zaya is trying to find
KTM हरु उता पुगेको अनि KTM ले चाहिँ अर्को ज्यानमारालाई पनि डाउन गरेको हैन ज्यानमाराहरु पनि त्यता पुगेको थियो
He is trying to keep Salty's attention, but now they are slowing down a bit and going away from the side of Salty.
नेरो नि खेलिरहेको हैन याप नेरो पनि खेलिरहेको छ ओहो एलिमेन्ट्रिक्स र पिएन way too near
not make a bad decision that can happen. And Orange, will he get a Groza? I think the drop is stuck. Yeah, the drop is
हैन ओरेन्जले हैन ग्रोजा सागरले लान्छ ग्रोजा
No Groza for you.
Yeah, no Groza for you. You can go home. And you saw that, PN squad was coming for the drop, but then they spotted the players and they were like, no, they are in a really good position.
ए त्यही माथि अनि ड्रप पनि माथिपट्टि रहेछ नि त त्यो ओरेन्ज छैनमा
At what cost? They can't even get a Groza right now because all they'll be needing is some grenades or something. If they have them, I think Groza and level 3 helmet vest might be
compound भित्र
Throwing a grenade to get this drop is just going to draw a lot of
Imagine if BTR was there अरे C को त अर्कै हो नि त
They are going in towards the high ground. They are going to try and bait this fight out. As soon as Elementrix step out of their compounds, they are going to be engaged upon. On the other side, Saya, he pushed up quite far ahead. He has squad number 8 right in front of him. He has to be really careful. JMX in front of him in the compounds. Can they take him on? It is a 1 versus 3 right now, but the remaining members of KTM, they are here as well. He is running down the hill, and Gunner, can he spot these guys out? They are
look at that.
From inside KTM the house. Can they... I haven't seen teams be this patient on Sanhok usually. This is interesting.
It does not happen, but then now teams know that a lot of it is at stake, and that stake is that you
तर केटीहरुले त्यसरी एकैचोटी अगाडि जाँदा त अनि एउटै स्ट्रिममा नक हुन सक्ने सम्भावना हुन्छ
one thing, and that is first position in this match. A chicken dinner, obviously, with good amount of kills, and no doubt with the fact that they have lost one player.
केटीएम राम्रो खेल्छ सानोमा उनीहरु राम्रो खेल्छ जुनमा पनि भिकेन्डी पनि कडा हुन्छ केटाहरु
but quite a bit of aggressive. They would want to go for those mind games as soon as they can. So that is one thing that is needed from the team. And KTM obviously is in a really good spot right now. They have 2 kills already. Obviously 2 men have been downed. One from Salty as well. One from JM. All those kills actually went to KTM for now. So I want to see what
T2K हरुको भोलि हुन्छ पाइरेट भाइ आज ग्रुप ए र बी को मात्र
on our screens right now have lost one player already. Nima was killed off earlier by none other than KTM. So that was one of the kills that they have. Now Solti with the 3-man squad are gonna try and survive in this game for the later stages and collect the huge chunk of points for the placement. On the other side, they
Solti
have
aja
a
किन
really
नखेलेको
good
होला?
position
No
in the
idea.
game right now.
Personal उसकै
Ooh,
होला.
JMX, they have the high ground, and KTM just
चारवटा
came back
match.
from the entire fight. And now
Like मसँग
it's
त्यो
gonna
list
try
भएको
and
चाहिँ चारवटा
wait
छ.
and see what JMX do and how they move in this game. Wang was one of the players who survived in the later stages of the game. They are down one player. If this fight starts, it is going to be a 3v4.
You see,
छ छ hyper
is
हुन्छ.
about to end right now. And
Yeah.
GM is in a good spot because the bridge that they have out
KTM को
here
meaning
is the one that
काठमाडौँ हो
actually connects
कि
Camp
भाइ?
Alpha and obviously
अर्को
the
पनि
rest of
ग्रोजा
the
आयो ल.
island. So they have
ओहो
to-
KS कोले साधुलाई
Sadu
डाउन.
has been down by
Extreme
MS.
पनि हल्का
So
लो.
that is kind of a disappointment once again. And another Groza coming in hot right now. If Elementrix Orange, you did not get that Groza, this one's a gift for you once again. You just need to find it and get it with a suppressor AR. Obviously, that was a really, really good thing. As I was talking about, you can see JM players' location.
Yeah.
That's near that bridge area. And 1971 players, as you can see, they are trying to go for SBA. And if they
SBA
find
सँग.
SBA, I think that's going to be a good fight. And A1 Esports is near.
ल SB हरु त वहाँ
near
पुग्यो
about
अनि
the
A1 हरु
other
खै?
areas. I don't find them. Where are they? Yes, there they are.
A1
right
हरु त
now,
बिचमा
near
पुगी
about
भएछ
the
हौ.
other end of the bridge.
Yeah.
So that is a good thing. And the zone is in a northern shift. So JAZEERA and Vibes, they are the teams that actually have to go a long range right
With this circle, I don't think much has changed. Meraz, he has Solti in his sights. He's going to knock down Extreme. Rusin taking a lot of damage as well. On the other side, KSX, they have
Extreme लाई
members
knock
wrapping
and
around.
finish हान्ने प्रयास.
Rusin, he is on the low ground. On the other side, Extreme, he is trying to go in and get himself revived. Solti, they could be in a really, really bad spot. Sadhu, he is trying to run away. Are they leaving their players? Rusin, he is going in for the revive. But KSX,
Yep, KTM
here
नेपालकै
comes
team हो.
Sanhok, Meraz, Harid, they are all closing in little by little. On the other side, Elementrix
ओहो,
have
hype
the
हरु
high
नजिक रहेछ
ground
फेरि यता.
against hype. Could this be the second game that hype
Ah,
gets
Solti
knocked
को
down?
फेरि
Sadhu is
साधु
gonna
down.
get knocked down as well. And Meraz, he is throwing away that nade. Extreme is really, really low. Rusin is the only man capable
हो
of
एक्सट्रिम
doing
पनि लो
something
एचमा
and
ओके हिल
pulling
गर्न
his
चाहिँ भ्याछ. साधुलाई
teammates
चाहिँ यहाँ फिनिस
out
हान्न
of
सक्ने
this
सम्भावना
grave.
है.
But for that, he will have to fight in a 1 versus 2. On the other side, we have Extreme.
Assis
who
bro,
has teamed
Solti
as
not
well,
up to
and
the
now
mark,
this
matlab.
is going to be a 2 versus 4 for the side of Solti. Synox, he has taken a lot of damage, dropped down to 50% health. Extreme, he is in his heart.
Okay, Rusin ले चाहिँ
Can he
net हान्ने
spot out
प्रयास
these
है
players
त्यो.
and can he take this fight? They are trying to wrap around. I don't think they know where Extreme
ओहो
is.
दुवैतिरबाट
This
नेट.
could be it. This could be the thing. If they do not know Extreme's location, then he could probably clutch this out with his teammate Rusen. But Rusen on the other side, he has been cornered out. He gave a lot of
ड्यामेज दिन चाहिँ सफल भएर चाहिँ ओके A1 ले
Close to 20%.
ज्यानमारालाई हान्यो
Now,
यार.
he's going to be in the disadvantage. They charge in towards the house, takes some damage, but the fight has been disengaged. Now, coming around the wall.
ओहो भित्र घुसेर हान्दियो नि
is gonna
त.
get
लास्ट
one.
गाई रिमेनिङ.
15 is
एकजनालाई
gonna
मिठो
take
डाउन
out
गर्न सक्छ
Rusen.
एक्सट्रिमले.
Now, Extreme
ओहो
is the man left alive. He's gonna get a knock.
ओ मिठो
Can
नक.
he come out of this and take this one? What is oh,
Oh,
takes some
big
damage,
clutch.
gets another one. This is impressive. One after the other. And he gets a sword wipe.
Solti Extreme
One
move,
man
nice.
can make things happen. Extreme, the
Oh,
only
bhai
man left from
sahab.
Solti squad. He's
कडा हान्यो
gonna
यार.
kill an entire team by himself.
ब्याड लक फर देम हैन तर एक्सट्रिम विथ ओपी 1v4 हान्दियो यार केएसले.
for the team and he did it in an
Nice.
incredible intense way.
क्या
No
मिठो
one
स्विच गरेर
expected
हान्यो
that
यार
to
उसले.
happen, but Extreme went off Extreme right now as
Damn.
his name is. And look at those 4 crates lying in front of him. That is what he won
OP
at
brother,
the
OP.
cost of his 3 players going down. But then these 4 kills by Solti Extreme is the first 1v4 of this PMCO
Yeah.
2020. And
Sad that he's
was
alone हैन अब.
incredible to
तर
be honest.
that was
4 kills for the
OP
team.
clutch,
4
OP
kills
clutch.
on this man. That is the kind of players you want.
क्या
But
मिठो
now,
हान्यो के उसले
like
एउटालाई
I
डाउन
said,
गर्यो हैन.
from now on, Extreme,
ट्याक गर्ने
he
पछाडिकोलाई
has to
स्पोर्ट
be
गरेर
really,
पछाडिकोलाई
really
डाउन
careful
अनि
as
फेरि
to
अगाडि
which
आयो.
fights he takes.
विदाउट
This
रिलोडिङ
time,
के
I
अझै
think
सुरुमा.
it worked out because Rusen actually dropped a number of players really, really low.
Yeah, but then I mean, no one. He
Pada
took out
haन्यो.
that clutch when no one was expecting. When they were least expecting, Solti was like, "We are 3 men down." Can
तर
this
मलाई त्यो
one
केएसकोले नि
I was
हेपेरै
like, "Wait, I have
उस गर्न
done
खोजेको
this
के त्यहाँ भित्र छिर्न खोजेको थियो. गयो.
Even I thought he was going to die over there. But now we have BB ByeBye going up against PYRO. They are right next to each other in Yamin. Sadat coming in from the back, trying to close while proning.
ओहो पाइरो र बीबी को पर्छ जस्तो छ अब चाहिँ.
Because the way PYRO, they are positioning themselves, I think they know where Yamin is.
Yeah, they know the location, so all that matters is how they can take.
आमामा के हो ग्रोजै ग्रोजा छ त गाइज.
Sometimes a charm. I want to see how this happens, because so many grozas. Just imagine if you have a hold of all these grozas with you. I mean, that incredible firepower, considering this gun obviously is gonna do critical damage. And I think Sadat actually spotted some players out there, but then right now he has just given enemies ahead, and now they are focusing on their fight against PYRO, and the zone is gonna shrink once again, because after this it's gonna be a critical zone damage. Look at Extreme's position and Vibe squad. They are out of the zone for now, and Extreme is
Vibes like गाह्रो छ यार जोन भित्र छिदा फेरि हेर त एउटा दुईटा तीनटा चारटा पाँचवटा टिम्सको भेट छ यार उनीहरुले जुनको नाडा गयो भने
they have been there since the starting of the game. Have they moved? I think if they win, we should see how much distance they have traveled. On the other side, BB, they are going in for the distance, but they are going to be spotted out. Takes a lot of damage, so that takes damage as well. Myth spots out too. Now, Tamim is going to get knocked out from that distance. Myth actually manages to connect with that spray. So beautiful. And that is going to be the opening for PYRO to charge in towards the side of BB. So did the other squad that Extreme wiped out.
हाम्रो केपी वाले भने
I think PYRO is ready for a fight, and Shino will be
चान्स पाए नेपालीले गर्छ
but Yamin is really close. Yamin wants to see that opening, that spot of player where he can actually
चान्स पाए गर्छन् के
down.
गाइजहरुले
Level 3 helmet, level 3 West obviously can be really crucial for this fight.
Oh, PYRO
yes, he
Myth.
does. Myth is a myth right now, because he
तर उ चाहिँ
is
easy
down,
revive
and
हुन
I
सक्छ
think Yamin wants to finish him as soon as he can. Yama is
स्मोकले
trying to spot
स्मोकिङले
Yamin
चाहिँ उताबाट
as easily
रिभाइभ दिन
as he can, and I think Myth will get a revive, and Yamin is moving forward from one
The
round
BB
to
कुन
another,
BB
and
पनि
he
उस
has been spotted by Yama. Yama versus Yamin. What's gonna happen? I want to see. Yama is moving once again in the open.
BB
Yamin
पनि
is trying to
बङ्गलादेशको
move forward as easily as he can, and right now Myth is gonna wanna pop that
भोलिबाट
first shade for him.
डिस्क्रिप्सनमा
Will
ग्रुप
it be handy
वाइज
or will
टिम
it
अनि
not be?
ब्र्याकेटमा
Grenade
कन्टे
is in the
हाल्दिनु
wrong
हेरे
direction, obviously
Oh,
inside the
yaar.
house. There's no one out here, nobody home. This grenade does not make a difference right now, but Yamin's firepower
Herum.
can, and Sadat has been taken down and eliminated. BB
ल
Yamin
यहाँ
is taking
ओके एनआरसी ले आएर थर्ड पार्टी दिएछ नि
but
त
his
बीबी को अब
team
लास्ट
is
गाडी
falling
रिमेनिङ
apart on the other.
Yeah, and once again, this man is the only man left alive for his team. All three remaining players were taken out, and
अरे नुबी भाइ
Yamin
यार
now
यार
is
यार
in a 1 versus
ओहो
4.
सनिम सर
Zone is coming
हेलो
in. Can he make this happen? Smokes.
Hello,
he is going to
Sunny.
go in away from the house, but his teammates are going to be watching his
ओके
back.
बीबी लाई चाहिँ हान्छ है
As
अब
Yamin
बीबी को
comes
चाहिँ यही
out,
आरआईपी
they
हुने
are
वाला
going to
छ
shoot him and take him out. And Myth is going
एनआरसी
to go for this
डिस्ट्रिब्युसन
one. He is still waiting behind that rock, slowly climbing the mountain. Yamin is still
अफिसियल
waiting
च्यानलमा
for
अहिले
him to
हालेको छ
get
र
away from the
अघि नै
situation.
त हालेको थिएन के
I think he should be a little more patient. He should use his healing utilities.
ओहो
wait this out
JZR ले चाहिँ हान्दै
On the other side, Yama actually
Sagar
spots
like
one
knock
more
and
player
finish.
right next to him, in fact.
ओके यामाले
And
गुरोता
they
पनि
are
टिपेको
avoiding
रहेछ है
this, in fact, hiding in the
कुन ग्रुप
gap
हो यो ब्रो यो
of
ग्रुप ए एन्ड बी
So far, just one team has been
बीबी को यामिन
eliminated.
उता
If
पुग्यो
Yamin goes down, it will be a second team elimination. Hype squad, the squad that got
ए
eliminated first.
एलिमेन्ट्रिक्स पनि यतै थियो है
Is still surviving right now. Good for them, but then JAZEERA, the JAZEERA squad with 2 players in this area and 2 players close.
ओके ओके
very
ग्रुप
close
वाइज
to
टिम
them,
लिस्ट छ
but
त्यो
not enough
होइन
to
हिजो
back
थिएन
to
के
it.
अघि थिएन अनि
I'd want to see how that
केही
happens, but
छैन
then Hype squad is once again not in the zone, and this is the third zone, so it's gonna do good amount of damage, if not
ओके
critical
भाइब्स को पनि
damage.
आइसक्यो
I wanna
भाइब्स
see
को
how that happens, but then
त्यो
as you can
त्यो
see,
उनीहरु
Vibes
पारिपट्टि हो
is
क्या
being welcomed into the zone as we are speaking, so Vibes is gonna have
ओके
some
यही
fight
अगाडि
with
रहेछ त
JAZEERA Sham,
ओहो
who has a
JZR को
KK
अगाडि
aim right now, gets to a
पाइरो र
silver
नेपाली
spot,
हुनेको नि
that
फाइट
is
गरेको
gonna
नाइटले चाहिँ त्यहाँ
help him a
प्रहार
lot. I would want to see, will this one player change the game, because the grenades are coming in handy. He's trying to go for early grenades as soon as he can throw,
पियन
as
गोलले
much as he
माथिबाट
can
थर्ड पार्टी
throw.
दिन सक्ने
Has
सम्भावना
an M4 and AKM. Obviously, the grenade does not do much damage, but then JAZEERA Sham should give a call to his players that here are your opponents, because
Oh,
all
hello,
4
Vishal
players
brother, hello.
will be ready for fight.
ओहो केटीएम को लागि चाहिँ
JAZEERA was the
1971 ले
only
जेराड चाहिँ
standing
हल्का
between Hype
ओपनमा है
and the zone. Now Sham,
स्पोर्ट
he
गरिसक्यो
is in
जस्तो
a
छ
1v4.
जेराडलाई चाहिँ
He has his teammates behind him, and if they come here, Vibe could be taken out. But Vibe, they have the cover. The only thing JAZEERA will have is going to be the rage.
ओहो
On the
हाइप
other side, he got punished for that, and his entire team was
होइन यार
taken
कहाँ
out.
गाह्रो हुन्छ कि
Side,
यस्तो
Vibe
कम्पे
just
उस गर्ने
really
बेलामा
patient.
चाहिँ
They know
लास्ट
when
गाह्रो
to
हुन्छ
make
कि
the actually try and take
यहाँ
out
हाइप
JAZEERA.
ओके हाइप र
Oh,
उसको
another
ओरेन्ज
fight
लाइन
starting
नक
out.
प्रोटोटाइप
Hype Elementrix is their first target. Orangey being taken out. Mr. Yozo
Orangey.
is in the apartment. Is in the
Orangey
shed
has
right
been
across
taken
from-
out.
Oh,
Okay,
it's
Mr.
gonna
Yozo
fall
line
down.
eSports
Shoulder
को prototype ले.
responded. And
Venom
Venom
way
has
too
been
low.
dropped quite low. Prototype, can he make this happen? Mr. Yozo just
Vibes ले
running
चाहिँ उता
away. Orangey is
JRZ
gonna
को
be
लागि
left
चाहिँ डाउन
as a
गर्दै
wait,
छ
and
JZR को लागि
that is just gonna
JZ
be it. Elementrix
नेपाली हुनेको
spoils the
गोलेलाई
fight
मित
entirely.
पाइरो को लेने डाउन
Nepali Ho Ni is also in a bad spot right now because
Oh,
as
Lucky
soon as
OP लाई पनि
Gole
down.
was taken down and Lucky OP has been taken down right now. Gole has
Oh,
been
looks
finished by
like-
PYRO with. So I think
ओके ज्यानमाराको पनि फाइट परेको छ ज्यानमारालाई फेरि यहाँ एनआरसी ले डाउन गरेको छ वाइब्स जिनीद्वारा JRZ को
the team that was really
JZR
strong right now is kind of falling apart as Vibes, you know, is taking fight from two different teams and I don't
हावा
know,
भनेको
really
मलाई
good
कहाँ
energy.
team of
Reaper
the-
OP has been taken down once again and
हैन के त्यही पनि
which has been
हुन्छ नि
taken
हैन
down.
नेपाली
13
नेपाली
to
उता
6 players alive
ओहो
right
वाइब्स
now.
र
I
पिएन को
want to see
परेको
how
छ
this fight
पिएन ले
happens.
दुईटालाई
Vibes and again
माफिया
44
निन्जालाई
player will
ओ
take
माय
it
गॉड
down.
मिठो
This was
डाउन
a
गर्न
really
सफल
good
थियो यार
play from him and I think Vibes and
अनिकले
Again
चाहिँ
go
मिठो डाउन
once
गरेको
again
वाइब्स को
for
नाइटलाई
the
फिनिश
shot.
गर्दा अनिसलाई पनि
Takes
डाउन
another one.
ब्लाइन्ड
Two
बाकी
players down for him. Will it be third or won't it be?
र यसको साथै
No, it was
ब्लाइन्ड
not.
को
It
हो
was just a
1v1
1v1
को
fight left,
स्थिति
but
थियो
then for
Nice.
now, PN
Look
takes
at
this
that.
fight in their hands
One
and
HP.
they are moving forward with a chance.
आहा थर्ड पार्टी भयो जस्तो छ
Contenders,
पियानलाई
but then they were finished. I think so. I think
पियानलाई
that
थर्ड पार्टी भयो यार
Yeah, that did
Nah,
happen because
JZR
Leg
ले
was the
third party
only man
दिदियो।
standing for his team, and he was taken out by
GG.
JZR Neo.
कडा फाइट
And
भयो
PN
ओहो ला
tried to third
पुपु
party,
विथ
but
द
Pupu man on the other side
नाइस
is gonna land long range spray on the players of JZR. He's gonna get 2, and that is gonna be it for
Lo,
that
Orange
team.
र
Mr.
Sagar
Yuzu,
finish.
Pupu man, the 2 men remaining for the side of Elementrix. Can they make this happen? They have 2 kills. SBA, they could actually backstab. Oh, look at Mr. Yuzu. He's all alone in the center of the map. He has A1 eSports, right? On the
here
right
the
side.
A1 gold.
He has SBA
Look
on
at
the
Yuzu
left,
and
and he has
Pupu man.
Hype on the south. 1971
Okay,
Gladiators on the
A1 ले
north,
चाहिँ
on
फेरि
the other
नेपाली
side,
हुनेलाई डाउन
PYRO
गर्यो
kick as it outside the zone entirely.
विकास नक 10
Yeah,
फिनिश
this is going to be hard for him. Oh, once again,
1971. What?
they don't have to move.
How are you predicting? I would want to see if they win and their stats show that they just traveled like 100 meters and they just got the chicken. I would want to see that happen, but then PlayZone takes out KTM. KTM's player. I would want
Near
to
walk
see
in-
Kick-Ass is actually
1971
alive
again
right
at
now
the same
because
place,
he is
yeah.
the lone survivor. Out of the zone, this is the 5th zone. He would have to do an incredible heal battle if he has that much heals. And 97 once one player is down
SBA
right now,
सक्यो,
he will
no
get it
idea,
back,
man.
no doubt. But then A1
हेर्नुपर्छ
eSports
एकचोटि
might
फेरि
want to make a move on the players. Hype Venom has been taken out. Look how he takes down one player from
ओके
SBA.
एसबीए को यहाँ
And
एसबीए
Neo
को
takes
सँग
down
फाइट
Hype
हुँदै
Venom. He actually finishes him. Hype Prototype is trying to move as soon as he can. Two players down right now.
Solti
Gurkha
पनि
is
गएको
also
छैन
on
होला
critical
सायद।
health. He's out of zone, I guess.
एक्सट्रिम
He's
बाँकी
trying
नै
to
थियो
go for a,
एक्सट्रिमले अघि
he
1v
has,
हानेको थियो
popped a first aid. He's trying to go for an overcommitment out of the zone for now.
हाइपको
And
अगाडि
SBA
बढ्दै
players
ओहो
are
फेरि
getting
जोनको
killed, are
प्रब्लम
getting
हुने होला
killed
एसबीए
as
र
soon as they can.
हाइप
Pops out an Uzi. Obviously, this thing is
ल
going to
सूर्य
go
डाउन
for an incredible
प्लेजोनले
damage. And SBA
आइ
has been
ना
taken
ना
down
ना
once
ना
again.
ना
He's
ना
going to
ना
pop
ना
a
ना
first aid. Obviously, will he be able to do it? I
नेरो
think
पनि
yes, he
अगाडि
will be. Yes
कुद्नुपर्ने
is the
नेरोले
answer.
पनि हिल
And
गर्नुपर्नेछ
this is a really good thing.
किल लिनको लागि
He's going to go for the
गोर्खा
kills. If he spots him, he did not spot him. Not
स्पर
yet.
गरेन नेरो चाहिँ त्यहाँ डाउन हुन सक्ने सम्भावना नेरो
So that
नक
means
आउट
that was no kill point for them, and the player who has died of the zone has actually not given any
Guys.
point to Hype Squad. So that is one thing that I would want to see. And NRC players, all 4 players
सातवटा
are
teams
intact,
बिचजनालाई
and the fight they have right in front of
1971
them
को
is
उतापट्टि
1971.
एनआरसी को
That
त
was
होल
a
स्क्वाड
kill
नै रहेछ अझै
wasted from the side of Hype. You should have not done that, but now they have Nero who was knocked down a couple of, I think, 50-60 meters further up ahead. So they
Nero
can probably
finished.
go in and finish him off. But on the
हाइप
other
को
side,
प्रोटोटाइप
Hype
जोन
Prototype
भित्र
moving in.
ओहो
They
गुड्का
have
वाइट पनि
SB
हल्का
to deal
टाढै
with. They have
जोनको
Elementrix to deal with.
ओके एसपीए चाहिँ जोन भित्र छिर्न सफल है
He is still in the zone. On the other side, A1 eSports are trying to engage in on a fight.
हाइपको
Can they make this
प्रोटोटाइपलाई
happen?
चाहिँ यहाँ
Ryan is
स्प्रे
gonna go
दिइरहेको
for the
जस्तो
drop.
लाग्यो मलाई और या
Ooh, drops
प्रोटोटाइप
down
चाहिँ
in
प्लेजोनले
low,
डाउन
and he's gonna have to swim.
नेपाली भनेको लाखे
Being
पनि
in the
डाउन
water
प्रोटोटाइप
is
फिनिश्ड
one of the most vulnerable
Gurkha White
situations
पनि
you can put
finished.
yourself in the game. And Gurkha is gonna go down to the zone. Sign has taken so much damage. He is so close to getting knocked out. We have 5 squads.
हैन एसपी हरु अहिले जोन भित्र
16
छिर्न
players
पायो
alive, and still A1
Not the whole
eSports,
squad,
they
तर-
have the advantage this time around as well. 1971, they had the advantage from the get-go in this game. The zone has always been favoring them. But now, Hackshot, he has A1 in his side. He's so
Please,
close to
Chetri लाई
dying.
shot out
He
दिनु
was so
पर्यो,
close to
bro.
getting knocked out. But he prones at the right time. He somehow survives. He has all
Wait,
his
wait, wait, wait.
squad mates behind him.
त्यसको नेटमा पर्न सक्ने सम्भावना यार
That is one thing that
Wait,
we can
पर्यो
be
क्या?
happy about. On the other side,
ड्यामेज चाहिँ लाग्यो त्यसको
1971 Gladiators are in a tough situation. Hackshot is gonna get knocked out
Shout
by
out to
Couch.
Chris Chetri, guys.
Not shoot at A1 eSports at
एनआरसी चाहिँ प्लेजोनले जान सक्ने सम्भावना छ है
Amare, he has
Bad boy play zone le
gladiators in his
gaya.
side,
Play zone le gaya.
drops Ryan really low. Salu is taking some damage as well. Ryan, he's gonna have to
1971
heal
को
up.
त्यहाँ
Oh,
रियोन
Hackshot is
को
gonna
क्या
die
प्ले
to the
हिल गया
play
मुझसे
zone.
बैचा
Another
एक्सर
kill
पनि प्ले जोन ले
wasted.
गयो
Mare is gonna heal up.
मारे पनि
Oh,
प्ले जोन ले
Pablo,
जान
he's
सक्ने
hiding in the
सम्भावना
smokes. This is gonna be a 2 versus 4 situation for the team.
कुद्दैछ
Can they make this happen?
पुपु म्यानको
Salu
मिठो
finding
नेट
the
डाउन
shots
त्यसलाई
in the smoke, trying to catch someone off guard. Amare is gonna get knocked out. Pablo charges in 1 versus 3. Can he make this happen? Salu is gonna take a lot of that. Is gonna take some damage, but he's gonna kill off Pablo, and NRC is gonna be out of the game.
त्यहाँ नै A1 को
Comes down
पुपुले
to
चाहिँ
these four
बन्तेलाई चाहिँ
teams.
नक गरेको थिए
Elementrix,
चारवटा टिम्स
SBA,
रिमेनिङ
A1 eSports,
युजर र पुपु
and
बाँकी
the
एसबिए को दुईजना बाँकी
1971
दुईटा नेपाली दुईटा बङ्गलादेशी टिमै गाइज
Zone is out there with 38 seconds to actually get into the next zone, and A1 Esports would like to see because they
नेपालीको
have
दुवो
had
दुवो
that
बाँकी
chance,
है
and right now they are in that top 4 situation. Once again,
बङ्गलादेशीको
with
यहाँ
6
हाउस स्क्वाडै
kills
रहेछ
in their hands, obviously a good kill amount, and Kapshi once
A1
again
को त यार
trying to
डन्टेलाई
go
नि
for that
बचाउनु भयो
MVP
यार
slot. If he manages to get it, it won't be a shocker. Once again, I would want to say that thing because obviously his player spotting technique, I don't know how he does it, but he does it in an incredible way. On the other hand, Pupu Man obviously trying to spot players as easily as he can. He is trying to go for a TPP. If he takes a good TPP, I think he can spot A1 Esports players. But then the zone is gonna commence in less than 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and the race for the zone begins as soon as you can get to the zone.
एसबिए को दुईजना बाँकी नै सुमित्र र M14 बाँकी है
will also have to go into the zone. M14 has been spotted now. This takes down SBA Smith Party in an incredible way, and obviously Pupu Man, as you can see, is proning right now. He has spotted one player. I think he has spotted one player, but then the zone is incredible damage. And
A1 ले क्या हाने यार
one squad is down to 3.
1971 लाई वाइप हान्यो
And SBA Smith Party is actually bleeding out as easily as you can see. And Pupu Man has spotted
Pupu
one
Man
player.
मिठो
Kapshi has
नक
been taken down. He had a vector in his hand.
Stranger ले चाहिँ स्पट गरे जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई
We'll have to see how easily can he fight because he has spotted Pupu Man.
ओहो
Pupu
पुपु
Man has
सँग
a
रिज
advantage
रहेछ
right hand. So does Stranger as he throws out for the fight. I would want to see SBS to win if SBS squad does something or not. But then Elementrix has been eliminated. It is down to A1 Esports once again because M14 is the lone survivor. Sinister knows his location. Nanda knows his location. So I think in this fight, if anything happens, SBA M14 might go down and dinner for A1 Esports. And yes, it was A1 Esports. I mean, seriously, what are you playing? Is this like a god level gameplay that no one knew this?
सिनिस्टरले के हानेको
I mean,
सिनिस्टरले
See,
Yeah,
in the
God,
beginning of
that
the
could
day,
have
I
happened.
told you we are gonna have surprises, and we do have surprises. A1
Cost-
Esports just
Koda nera
smashing
there.
everyone with the 10 kills that they have right now. That is a
Oh,
30-point play.
bhai.
On the other side, second position we have SBA with 2 kills to their name. Third is Elementrix, fourth 1971
dang, duita chicken
Gladiators
khai diya.
with NRC. Hype this time made it to the 6th position. We have Nepali Ho Ni on the 7th, and PYRO is on the 8th with 2 kills to their name. Moving down, we have KTM on the 9th position. We have SOLTISQUAD on the 10th position. JAZEERA takes the 11th position. On the 12th, we have PN
सबले ह्याक गरिदिरहेछ खै हैन ल गाइस पडा देखेन ओहो एसले नाम बोकिनी वेलकम
15th taken by BB
हैन हैन उनीहरुले कडा खेल्यो कहाँ उनीहरुको एन्टी चिटु सुज हुन्छ यार
I mean,
एन्टी चिटुसहरु छन्
10th position to Solti squad right now for this game, but then that 1v4
Oh man, yes.
by Extreme spots out one player, takes that TPP,
अरे
takes
भाई
out
साहब
one,
यस्तो
spots
त
out the
नलेखन
other player,
हो
takes that TPP, takes out second, spots down the third and fourth, big ones break both third and fourth. I mean, Extreme played in an incredibly extreme way, but then the final circle, if you have to talk about it, 1971 players, if we talk about them,
अरे दिपेश अरे
they were in the zone each and every time. It was like they were reading the zone, or the zone was like, yeah, let's just.
I know उनीहरुले कडा हाने
I'll just be on 1971 and that's all.
Yeah, they had the advantage in the game from the get-go just because they would not, they did not have to rotate that much. But on the other side, the last play coming from the side of A1 Esports, SBA, there was no way they could have made it. I mean, either situation, we all knew A1 Esports, they were planning to collapse upon the player remaining from the side of SBA, but I guess the nade does the trick.
I don't know, like, how do some teams, read the zone? How do some teams see? Reading the zone is easy. I mean, you can read the zone, but the major factor is how do you, get into the zone when all the teams are looking at you, when all other team players are proning, all other opponents are proning, and they have their eyes set on that one person who will be running for his way for the zone. How do you get into the zone at that situation? I mean, these teams, it's a hats off to these teams like A1 Esports. There was a time when they were not in the zone.
Yeah.
There was a time when Vibes was not in the zone. Elementrix, there was a time when they were not into the zone. So how do you make that space? I don't know. Like, these teams made their space in an incredible way. And if anything, it's a hats off to the competition that we saw in Sanhok.
Yes, Sanhok was incredible, and Sanhok always is intense. It is really small.
PMCO मा नेपालीले डमट हान्छ भन्दै थियो, नेपाली स्ट्रिमरले सबैले भने सोचा हो, खै के भएछ हो?
To actually have the confidence to take the fight in those situations. I mean, Elementrix also played this one really well. Down to last 2 players actually managed to finish second.
पुपु युज भएको ठाउँ कसरी आएछ यार?
Wiped out NRC, I think.
ए अघि पर थियो है.
He used that M4 4 times spray as well in.
अरे प्यानम बोय के छ हो?
And 1971 players, you see,
Discord मा आउने हो?
in a really good position, but then the moment that they lost the match was when they just fell down from that hill ridge area into the water.
Yeah.
They were in water. They could not use their guns in water. And
अरे सात अंदर डेविल त्यो उस पो भन्या त जिस्केको पो हो त के हो पारा तिमी पनि यार.
To fall out.
Yeah.
But then that happened. You can say they slipped, and that kind of
Au.
for that team as well. But what actually mattered is Elementrix squad. They actually lost the first blood.
GGN clan छ कि नै रे GGN clan डाइरेक्ट फाइनल मा जान्छ सोलो स्क्वाड हान्नलाई.
They managed to go out in the game as much as they can, and they landed out in the top 3 position. So that was a good thing. But then I would want to see in the next match.
कोही त छैन हामी उसमा छ के हिडन च्यानलमा छ के.
रुको म ड्र्याग गर्छु.
Go for that hat trick.
Oh yes.
Oy.
If they actually do.
All my boss on pen boy.
Parties on him.
Remember the vacuum I was talking about? It's just gonna get bigger and bigger and bigger, because they will have all the points, and that is gonna increase the volatility in the standings for the teams in the lower half of the tournament. It is gonna be intense, because every single kill is gonna start mattering after that point, and it is all gonna be because of A1 Esports, because they will pretty much actually be with a really good start.
ओ भाई एनएसएल को त रजिस्ट्रेसन खुलेर नि क्लोज भइसकेछ त गाइस.
Day 1, I think this is already theirs.
Day 1 is already theirs. They'll just wait for other 19 days. Watch other teams, Group B versus Group C or Group C versus the fights that will happen within other groups. And after that, I think they're going to go for the demolishing of the competition. And that's what's going to happen in Miramar. So I'll be waiting for that.
Yeah, even I will be waiting for Miramar, and I think you guys will too. But we'll be back after the short break.
Boy.
Keep watching.
हेलो दुईटा म्याच भयो यार. दुईटै A1 स्पोर्ट्सले बङ्गलादेशले कस्तो कडा हानेको क्या त्यसले.
दाइ लास्टै ओपी हानिरहेछ त्यो टेलरले यार.
एकदम कडा हान्यो के. लाइक हुन्छ नि उनीहरूलाई फेरि पोजिसन पनि ट्याग थाहा हुने के यस्तो.
दाइ यस्तो ESP जस्तो देखिरहेछ नि दाइ यसो हेर्दा.
तर उनीहरू चाहिँ उस पनि थियो नि त, होल स्क्वाडै मात्न नि सफल छ क्या. अनि उनीहरूको स्ट्र्याटेजी कभर फायर यताउता सब कडा थियो. यो भन्दा इराङ्गल भयो.
इराङ्गल थियो सानुक. अब मिरामार हो.
अब मिरामार र भिकेन्डी.
अब मिरामार हुन्छ. ल म माइक फोन गर्छु. दुईटा मासिनल छ.
तिमी कहाँ हो र?
काम गर्दै रे.
रुमजन लागेको छैन.
कतिवटा गेम सक्यो? दुईटा गेम सक्यो गाइस.
म एसएमएल
ल गाइस जो आउने आउँदा हुन्छ.
किशोर दाइ
न भाइ
टकको वाच पार्टी सँगै हान्नुपर्छ ल.
के रे?
वाच पार्टी सँगै हान्नुपर्छ ल भन्छु. अन्दै खाना सानो भयो नि हजुरको.
म त अहिले खाँदै हेरेको थिएँ.
म खाना खान जानु पर्ने.
दाइ यस्तो रहेछ त दाइ यो पटक त साउथ एसिया इन्डिया अलग साउथ एसिया अलग रहेछ नि हैन.
इन्डियाको अलगै छ.
पोर इन्डियातिर पोरको साल अघिल्लो पछिल्लो सिजनमा टक्क इन्डियासँग खेल्दा एउटा दुईटा धोतीहरुलाई हान्दा
भन
त्यो बन्द गर त.
के
एउटा स्ट्रिम बन्द गरेर
इन्डियन
तिम्रो
धोतीहरुलाई
स्ट्रिममा
हान्न
दुईटै
मजा
आवाज
आउँछ
आउँछ।
के
कस्तो दुईटै आवाज
कोही मान्छे म बोलेको पनि स्ट्रिममा दुईचोटि जान्छ
हो र
एकै टाइम दुईचोटि जान्छ के
हो र
तिमीले दुईटाको भोल्युम बढाइरह होला त अर्को स्ट्रिम हेरेर होला नि तिमीले
छैन बे
आइरहेको छ क्या उसलाई
मलाई तिम्रो रिपिट भएको होला
नत्र मेरो होला सरी एकचोटि ट्राई हेर त
मेरो त छैन
ए साथी म त डिस्कर्डमै छु भाइ मेरो डिस्कर्डबाट चाहिँ आवाज आएको त डिस्कर्डमा पनि स्ट्रिमको दुईटै आवाज आएर मतलब मेरो भनिरहेको
सुतिए
डिस्कर्डको पनि स्ट्रिमको पनि
हजुर त्यही त मलाई थाहा भएन म त उसमा छु नि त डिस्कर्डमा अब त डिस्कर्डको आवाज आइरहेको छ स्ट्रिम हेर्छ स्ट्रिममा पछि आउँछ
अरे
ठिकको आवाज किन आएको छ स्ट्रिममा भन्छ
यो प्यान भयो तिमी
Saturn the Devil
अस्ति के
ल अब कहिले गएको ल मेरो फ्यान्सहरू है म अहिले गएको पछि आउँछ है
ल ल ल
दाइ कसले जित्ला जस्तो लागिरहेछ हजुरलाई
खै कसले भन्ने हो गाइज ओरिजिनल लिंक चाहियो रे ओरिजिनल लिंक PMCO उस हो के
अफिसियल PMCO को अफिसियल उसमा आछ
PMCO PUBG Mobile eSports
PUBG Mobile eSports अफिसियल दाइ त म अब यसो गेम स्टार्ट हुने बेलामा आउँछ है
ल प्यानमै भाइसक्यो यार जोन विक खाना खाना जान्छ नि
प्यान भयो यही त माइक म्युट गरेर बस्छु लिंक दिइसके त माथि
लिंक मैले हालिदिएँ पनि म आम कमेन्ट्री गर्न कि आऊ आऊ ल वाइफीको कमेन्ट्री सुन्ने रे गाइज ल थ्याङ्क यू हाइपर सन्तोष ब्रदर फर सब्सक्राइबिङ है जोनले प्रेसर दिएको थिएन भन्दा पनि होइन A1 को चाहिँ के उनीहरूको प्लेसमेन्ट देखेन उनीहरू सानोकमा होइन हल्का जोन बाहिर थियो त्यसपछि उनीहरू चाहिँ जोनभित्र पहिला पिएनले खेल्थ्यो नि त्यस्तै टाइपको भएको थियो पिएनको नि पहिला जोन चाहिँ होइन डाइरेक्ट उनीहरू बिचमा गएर होल्ड गर्थ्यो नि त्यस्तै टाइपको भएको थियो कि यिनीहरूको नि लाइक उनीहरू एकचोटि बिचमा गएपछि चाहिँ उनीहरूलाई लाइक केही गर्नै पऱ्यो नि खासै जोनमाथि जोन पऱ्यो अनि लास्टमा चाहिँ अनि त्यसरी नमिठो छुट्नु
को हमलाको
वाइफी गेम सुरु हुन दिम आउँछ अरे के छ त आज स्क्रिन छ कि छैन मनिस छैन होला नर्मल एनजिसीको नर्मल स्क्रिन चाहिँ हुन सक्छ होइन PMCO वाला चाहिँ छैन विल ट्राई माई बेस्ट टु गिभ योर गाइड्स वर्ड्स रे टिडिपीले पनि भोलि कडा हान्ने छ भोलि त यार टिडिपी छ T2K छ भोलि पनि कडाहरू छन् है 7C को नुबडाहरू पनि छन् फेरि रिसाउला नि यार मैले चाहिँ 7C को केटाहरू सबलाई चिन्छ है त्यही भएर मैले जिस्केर भने है ओहो सुस्मिता वेलकम टु द स्ट्रिम
कुन सुस्मिता लुडो खेले सुस्मिता
A1 is all about numbers game and strategies for
लुडो खेले हैन
A1 को चाहिँ कडा थियो के लाइक उनीहरूको मैले भने नि है सुरुकोमा पनि त्यस्तै भएको थियो सेकेन्डकोमा झन् है उनीहरू वहाँबाट गएर जोन भित्र गएको त्यसपछि त कडा भइहाल्यो नि Thank you Vishal YT for subscribing as well. Thank you brother. गोपे नै सुन्दिम न त हैन त के छ त
म खाना लिएर आउँछु ल
ओके म त अहिले खाँदै हेरिरहेको छु
प्राय सबै कुरा गोप्य म नामी हुन खोज्थे र स्वतन्त्र नि रोज्थे म नचाहिँदो बोल्थे मलाई खाइरहेछ सोचले म सोच्छु पहिला कोथे आजकल निकै छु म गोप्य म नामी हुन खोज्थे र स्वतन्त्र नि रोज्थे म नचाहिँदो बोल्थे मलाई खाइरहेछ सोचले म सोच्छु पहिला कोथे बेरोजगारी थिएन जिम्मेवारी थिएन मेरो गाडी थिएन यो त नामको भारी थियो केवल खोल्टी खाली थियो तुच्छ बोली चाली थियो प्रेम मेरो जाली थियो खराब बानी थियो खराब बानी कसैलाई थाहा थिएन के म आफ्नो बारे त्यतिकै लेखेर म फाल्दिन थिएँ म आजसम्म आफ्नो कथा सङ्गीतमा लेखिरहेको थिएँ त्यही पनि धेरैले सोध्छ यो त छ गोप्य मेरो त परिवारको कुरा छोड्दै गोप्य भएको होइन म शोकले आजकल बेग्लै सिद्धान्त म बदलिँदैछु बदलिँदै थिएँ चाहन्छु मस्तिष्क शान्त म खटिँदैछु भड्किँदै गर्दथे मनमा जे लाग्थ्यो त्यही अरूले के भन्ला सोच्थिन केही आजको सोचाइ बाजा बेग्लै मान्छेको हुलमा नि लाग्छ एक्लै सङ्गीत लेख्ने हो मेरो काम सङ्गीत बिना कसो गरी अघि आम सङ्गीत बिना म हो झुल्किएको घाम तर सङ्गीतसँग योद्धा मेरो नाम मेरो आश के हो खास तेरो नाश सर्वनाश गीतै भरि लेख्छु मैले पश्चाताप पश्चाताप आजकल पश्चाताप नै चल्छ पोखरामा घर छ मलाई के को डर छ सबै कुरा गोप्य
एक्स्ट्रिमको क्लासमा म त कुर्सीबाट एकचोटि उफ्रेको मिठा हानेको त उसले
लोटा त लोटेन लोटा त लोटेन
लोटेन हौ कुर्सी बलियो थियो तर उसले चाहिँ त्यो लास्ट गाइला हान्नुभन्दा अगाडि म एक्साइटेड भएको थिएँ क्लच हान्यो भनेर म चिच्चाएको थिएँ नि तर कतिको लाउड भयो त्यो त थाहा भएन तर चिच्चाएको थियो होइन म रिपिट हेर्दैछु अरे हेर हेर त एक्सट्रिमको ओपी क्लच थियो प्यान भाइ त्यो हेर त भोलिको पनि राम्रोहरू छ यार भोलि पनि हेर्नु Shout out to GG Nepal. Welcome. भोलि कुन भोलि चाहिँ ग्रुप सी र डी को हैन म भन्दिन्छु एकचोटि सर र ग्रुप सी मा चाहिँ ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस राइभल्स टीएम यो टीएम भन्ने चाहिँ टिम मर्सेनरीज रे हैन उनीहरु त खास बंगलादेशी हैन र त्यो मैले चाहिँ अनि उसहरुमा चाहिँ टीएम नेपालीको नाम देखेको जस्तो लागिरहेको छ हैन तर टीएम अनि पछि रेड लाइट उनीहरु पनि उसै हो बंगलादेशको अनि टिम एक्सट्रिम नेपालको डेड आइज नेपालको म्याड जी नेपालको टिम टी2के नेपालको हैन अनि ग्रुप डी मा चाहिँ ड्याम क्लासी चाहिँ उता बंगलादेशको क्या के कताको वोल्फ्स भयो डीएफ रियो समथिङ रे अनि पछि त्यसपछि राइजिङ नेपाल एक्स उनीहरु नेपाली नै भइहाल्यो आईएनईएस हरु भयो अनि टिम 7C नेपाली नै भयो ए भाइ एड प्ले भइज त्यहाँ अनि एकैछिन है अनि त्यसपछि रेड डेभिल्स उनीहरु पनि नेपाली नै हो अनि पछि अल्टिमेट ब्याङ्क नेपाली हो उनीहरु पनि लाइक भोलि चाहिँ हैन एउटा दुईटा 3 4 5 6 6 बाइकहरु सबै नेपाली हो यता पनि त्यहीको थियो क्या ए ग्रुप यतामा नेपाली नै हो भन्दा नि हुन्थ्यो के बीबी बाई बाई मात्र रहेछ त्यही हो अनि के कुरो हुँदैछ यहाँ एकैछिन ल
मेरो खराब पानी छ मेरो खराब पानी छ मेरो खराब मलाई दिए पुग्छ सराब परि
अरे सुस्मिता Thank you so much for the support. Hey, that's like Sushmita, don't you guys?
गाजालाई चुरोटमा भर्न जाने थिए स्कुल जाने फुच्चे हल्का सानै थिए यो फुच्चे मान्छे बन्दैन स्योर बिग्रन्छ बारी त्यति थाहा थिएन चाहथियो तर आँट थिएन अहिले ठुला ठुला ऱ्यापरहरूले पनि सम्मान दिने कलाकार हेर कता हेर्दैछस् प्रगति ममा देख्नेछस् जो पहिला आयो त्यही ठुलो होइन यो खेलमा हुन्छ सबै एकै नाश हेतेरी सम्झाउन म ऱ्याप फेरि मिस कोलीवुड हुन योगी छ कि छैन थाहा हुन च्याट
सुसु अरे वाट हेक # सुसु त अर्कैको नाम हो त्यो सुसु नगर न बिचरा स्ट्रिममा हेरेको नि छैन होला
मलाई गोल हेर्न पर्छ किताब किन्न सबै किताब पढेर सकिन्न जता भाबीलाई त्यो पिरती मेरो आर्थिक स्थिति प्रगति हुन समय लाग्ने भो किनकि मेरो खराब पानी छ मेरो खराब पानी छ मेरो खराब मलाई दिए पुग्छ सराब परिवर्तन हुन्छ स्वभाव मेरा गहकिला जवाब
अरे पर्दैन हौ
मेरो खराब पानी छ मेरो खराब पानी छ मेरो पैसाको नि पर्छ अभाव एक दिन हुन्छु होला बर्बाद तर सुना छैन चकाप मेरो खराब पानी छ
Thank you Sushmita for the support. Guys, once again hashtag
खबरदार हुन खोज्दैछु म समझदार मेरो प्रगतिमा आँखा लाउने मान्छेहरूलाई टाढैबाट नमस्कार थिएन के हुन्छ शरीरमा जाँड पिएर टक्सी गाजा भाङ लिएर सकिन्न कहिले लागु पदार्थको नाम लिएर ठिकै छ छाड्नको लागि उपाय निकै छ खानु हुन्न भन्ने थाहा हुँदा पनि लागु पदार्थ पाए दिँदैछ
anyways र सुरु भएको छ
Now we have had 2 games and A1 eSports
र A1 eSportsले चिकन डिनर खाएको थियो हैन के लाग्छ तिमीलाई
For now, but will someone go to contest them? Really slow.
Yeah.
But when it picks up the pace in the form of crates. So I would want to see which team will be the one that can actually.
अरे सुदन त्यो हावा उस नगर नि त नि
A1 eSports and even
मैले जान इग्नोर हान्दै त्यो कमेन्ट
that comes out on top. Then I would love to see that team, to be honest. But right now I would want to see what the standings are from Sanhok and what teams have done till Sanhok. So these are the standings of match 2, that is Sanhok, and from the bottom half of the table we have BB on 16th, JyanMaara on 15th, KSX on 14th.
यार यो A1 को point त म त यार ओ भाइ कति पुग्यो होला यार गाइस
Hype on 9th.
Yeah, that is interesting once again. Because if you see
second match को मात्र point निकाले छ नि त
with 7 points,
Total points निकाल्छ कि 9th
Team
नि
PYRO
हेरौँ
on the 7th with 7 points as well. Nepali Ho Ni on the
Scribble
6th
हान्न
with
मरे
8 points to their name.
अहिले 30 अघि पनि 30 थियो हैन
WGxNoRules on the 5th with 10 points. Elementrix on the 4th with 13 points.
अहिले कति थियो रे अघि पनि 30 हो कि 31 हो रे
Gladiators are third with 13 points as well. Team SBA, they are second with 16 points. And we have A1 eSports on the first with 30 points to their name. 10 kills, 20 for finishing first. That is just incredible from this team.
I mean,
त्यस्तै अघि पनि 30 31 कति थियो हैन कि 32 हो
I think they have the lineup
30 नै हो ओके 60 बनाएर आमामामा
Erangel is kind of if you consider Erangel as a normal game, Sanhok is the one that has
Bro
fast-paced
Sansai,
action.
yes brother.
If you consider Sanhok as a fast-paced action game, obviously Miramar is the one that has slow-paced action. If this team can survive in a fast-paced action,
I know,
this
I know.
team can do wonders when it comes to slow start and an incredible, fast ending. But one thing that's gonna matter is the ridges and all in Sanhok, in Miramar, sorry, because what's gonna change the pace of the game is you can take that top TPP.
That's A1 only. हामीसँग उस गरेन है
using snipers and bolt action. So I would want to see DMRs and bolt actions because 8 times scope will be the one that will be one of the most used scopes. If not, then 6 times will be out there in Miramar. And if you can pop out some heads, then
A1हरु हामीसँग खेलेन है उस स्क्रिम्स खेलेन है
Yeah, you need a hardcore bolt action sniper with yourself with the 8x, and if you have the DMR with the 6x, you have everything that you could want because you can switch the 6x to the 3x on the DMR.
उनीहरु A1
and go for
eSports
close range
हरु
combats as well.
eSports
On Miramar, you do not want to do that though. And what you were saying, Ocean, A1 eSports, yeah, they will have the snipers. The fights are going to be slow paced, but
डिले नराखी स्ट्रिम च्याट पढ्नुको मजा नै छुट्टै एकदम नि मैले पहिला स्ट्रिम गरे खासै कमेन्ट पढ्नलाई बिस्तारै उसको भयो त बिस्तारै बिस्तारै मैले चाहिँ स्ट्रिम्सहरु गर्ने बेलामा चाहिँ आई विल फोकस मोर अन यस्तै यस्तै लेआउटहरु यस्तो उता गर्ने हैन हिजो अस्तिको स्ट्रिम हेर्नेहरुले थाहा पायो होला नि त हैन मैले कतिको उस गरेको भनेर
starting at Valley del Mare.
Nepali team disappointing performance. Disappointing भन्दा नि मिल्दैन हो to be honest.
Picado is open. San Martin, you can go there. Graveyard is going to be an isolated area. Not many players.
दुई म्याच भयो हैन दुई म्याचमा अब आकै थियो टप 10 हरसम्म त सब उसै हो
On the
नि
other
त
side, other hot drops are going to be quite
नेपालीको उस
far away.
धेरै
Miramar is a really
भयो
big
still
map now.
Miramar is really big, and El Pozo can be an area. I mean, if you want to go to the farther areas, then one thing that's gonna matter
Mr. Yojo, बाजेको उस swag नै छुट्यो
when it comes to that zone domination. If you can take it out in your hands, so I want to see that. And a lot of squads have started gliding out. As I can see, A1 eSports players are going for El Pozo glide, if I'm not wrong, because they try to go for a car. If they find a
पिपा ब्रेक चाहिदैन तपाईलाई पिपा ब्रेक भनेको के हो त्यो
El Pozo area. Elementrix, Mr. Hughes, Elementrix players are going for power grid. If not anything, they'll try to go to Hacienda, if I'm not wrong. So that is a good thing. And NRC squad, I think they are going for Picado or might try to glide to some other place. Hype squad is going on the southern side, obviously. PYRO, as you can see, is landing on that drop area near about JAZEERA area alongside one team as well. But Los Leones and the area down to that, it's going to be a hub for fight.
Yeah, Los Leones does have a cluster of teams in there. But that's the thing. Los Leones is really, really big. On the other side, we have Solti. He's going to take a lot of damage from Sham, and he's going to get knocked out instantly. Rusin is there. He needs to come right now, or else they are going to lose that one player to punches of all things. And Sadhu is going to be kicked out from the game as soon as it starts. Solti Nima, he has Sham in his crosshairs with the VSS. Can he make something happen? He does do some damage. Rusin, if he finds a gun, he can come in from the wraparound. Sham has taken a lot more damage. Nima manages to knock him down. Ethi is here for the support. Can he spot down Nima? Nima is going to kill Sham off. And that is going to be a player traded on the other side. Extreme. Oh, A1 eSports. They are down one player. And it was Extreme from Solti, the man who won before an entire squad who did that. Okay.
No, Maldives go.
Miramar was going to be slow, man.
Maldives.
This is not something we expected.
Wrong. I think we were wrong, and we were wrong.
Gunner chaos ko down gore.
As you can see, JyanMaara is also going for a fight. Gunner was going for a fight. So I think when we said Miramar was wrong, that was not in this timeline, because out in this universe, Miramar is much, at a pace as
Bangla Maldives
how these fights end up, because this is on a different level. These players out there are on an exceptional play level, and to be honest, right now I respect these players.
अनि श्रीलङ्काको टिम अघि कुन चाहिँ श्रीलङ्काको भनेको हैन त्यो श्रीलङ्काको त नो मर्सी के भन्ने मात्र टिम छ श्रीलङ्काको अरु टिम छैन
They're not backing up from a fight. They want those skills, they want those things, and at the end they want to make a name. And right now A1 eSports is at an incredible level, but I think it all changes starting from
SBA छ हो भर्खर म्याच स्टार्ट भएको सबै टिम्सहरु छ.
And now we have
NRC श्रीलङ्का हो र
up against 1971 Gladiators.
NRC भनेको त्यो नो समथिङ भन्ने होला
because Sign is quite far away. These are just the two players that are there against the two players from KTM. On the other side, talking about the aggression on Miramar, 4 players are already out of the game. Extreme, he has Kapshi in front of him, but Extreme is looking in the other direction. So Kapshi, he should be glad about that.
No rules.
No rules.
Otherwise, they could potentially lose one more player, and that is just going to be really, really bad for the team. But it is A1 Esports after all. They already have a lot of points to their name. JMX,
JAZEERA हो कि JAZEERA भन्ने छ नि त्यो चाहिँ उसो
JAZEERA
चाहिँ उसको हो के
they find it will be a really
guys just in case हैन guys यता सुन है उनीहरुले चाहिँ यो म्याच खेलेर म्याच सकेपछि स्ट्रिम पनि हेरिरहेको हुन्छ हैन त्यही भएर त्यो नेगेटिभ कुराहरु चाहिँ नगर्दै that would really put them down हैन उसले अन टपले भने चाहिँ एकदम ठीक कुरा हो के they are trying हैन त्यहीमाथि अब कति जना त अब उनीहरुको चाहिँ सबको धेरै जस्तोको त फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियन्स छ नि त
अनि it's an isolated area, but then still there are 2 teams out there, so fights are everywhere. Beat a small area, beat a bigger area, beat Los Angeles, fights are welcomed.
Yeah, and once again, Nima, he's trying to spot out Athi. He has the VSS. VSS has a good range, but you need to be able to control it as well. Oh, Nima switches over to the AK with a 3x, and he actually dishes out a significant amount of damage onto Inthi, dropping him down to 50% health. JZR Senti is there as well, and Nima is going to switch over to the VSS again.
VSS, obviously, you know, it's like a silent death if you look at VSS, because it does not. Yeah, I saw that the health amount that actually just went down, like that escalated quickly, and obviously that was one thing that happened. And JZR Neo, you can see he's trying to use that SK as we were talking, the DMRs that are gonna pose a big problem to other people, and that is what is happening from VSS to SKS. You name the DMR and it's gonna show up in kill feed as we are talking. Neo is trying to move into the forest, trying to have that angle, a spot as soon as he can find, because that's gonna be a difficult one. And SBA Nero needs to find that opening that his team can actually use against PN squad, because he wants those skills, he wants that fight to happen, and he wants the movement into the zone. If not, if they are not into the zone, if they are hold off for a little longer, but as they are holding, other teams are getting good kill points.
कता छ र हाम्रो गेमिङ कम्युनिटी भनेको यही त हो त अहिले यो मिलेर हेरिरहेको यहाँ खेल्नेहरु यिनीहरुले त हो त बनाउने भनेको कम्युनिटीहरु तिम्रो अहिले अब त esports भन्ने कुरा त पछिको कुरा हो के
not many hotspots were open to the teams. You just had limited number of locations.
स्टार्ट हुने भनेको हामीबाट त हो त हामी नै अनि बाल नदिकन हामी नै अनि एकअर्कालाई खुट्टा तानेर बसेछन् कहाँबाट बन्छ.
So teams sort of clustered at that those.
त्यहीमाथि अब यो अरुले अझ मोबाइल गेमिङ हुन्छ यहाँ म जर्मनीमा छैन जर्मनीमा मैले मोबाइल गेमिङ हो भनेर भन्यो भने चाहिँ खिल्ली उडाउँछ के तर जे भयो नि मोबाइल गेमिङ नेपालमा मोबाइलबाटै भयो भने त्यो गेमिङको कम्युनिटी बन्दै छ
nothing connects with this with that spray, and with that Vibes are now aware of his location. On the other side, the good thing is Myth is there as well. They do not know where he is.
Myth did an enemy's hit right now, because you see his crosses just went up, so that was an enemy's hit thing that he just did. I think
Sujan bro second match ma चाहिँ SB हरु चाहिँ second भएको थियो.
That is going to be a game changer for this game, and I would want to see how
PUBG Mobile Nepal official channel खोल्नु पर्छ.
To be there. And
by the way guys हरु हैन मैले हिजो अस्ति युज गरेको के कस्तो थियो हिजो अस्ति गराएको त्यो स्ट्रिम्सहरुको चाहिँ हैन हल्का फिडब्याक पाऊँ न.
Vibes just has 2 players out here. The rest of 2 players are coming through a vehicle. I think that will be something, but till then Vibes will have to hold the fight. Knight might have to hold the fight. Zerad might have to hold the fight, but for how long? That's a question.
Yeah, and not having enough guns, M16 with 2x actually managed to attack PYRO a little bit, but he has to be really, really careful, because Zerad and Knight, they are in a cornered situation. The only way they have to go is back.
Gracias,
no.
gracias.
Trades a lot of damage. Knight has dropped down to around 20% health. He is going to use those bandages to heal up. He only
Oh,
has
with your no
one
area,
first aid kit to
really
his
help us,
name.
man. I got
On the
only
other
time
side,
to read all
the
this
heals
rotation.
are
Thanks,
running
no
with
problem,
with
Anto.
that boost that he took earlier, and now he is going to heal up in the middle. In the meanwhile, he's going to try out and spot the other two players from the side of Vibes. On the other side, Anik and Genie have come in and joined this fight. They could potentially come in for the backstab for the side
एकदम
of
अख्खा
players
थियो
of
तपाईँको
PYRO
थ्याङ्क यू सो मच
and,
पोइन्ट
go for
टेबलहरू
the
हामीले त्यो गराएन नि त
PYRO.
त्यसको चाहिँ
They were really smart as well. They have
यसको
one
पोइन्ट
player
टेबलहरू चाहिँ
who
अघि त्यही
is
उस भइसक्यो
pushed up
पाइरो र
quite far ahead.
भाइब्सको पर्ला जस्तो छ अब
Yep, they are using a 3-1 strategy while Vibes is going for a 2-2 strategy, and this might change the game for one team from here on, because I would want to see that team counter from 16 coming to 15 outer, because both the teams are looking really good and really strong. Meanwhile, I think Vibe Squad would want to find that one opening. If they take down these 3 players out here, Pyro smoking and Pyro Yama, I think that will be game end for Pyro, because right now there was a time when Pyro had these 2 players in their side, but right now Vibes have all 4 players in their side. Bangladesh tried to post some shots, but
Bangladesh
right now Kike's location has been revealed. So
yep, A1 is really playing good.
First airdrop coming in hot right now with
अब ग्रोजा लाउन लायो यार
as
उसले
you can see, it's
A1
here, A1 ES
खाप्सीको टाउको माथि
how that happens, but the zone is really centralized with Picardo kind of at its center and NRC
खुर्सानी चाहिँ थाहा राखेको थियो
the
क्या
whole of NRC team is at that area. I think there's going to be a fight when teams want to go for that zone domination.
Yeah, that is going to be interesting. But once again, Ocean, we have a Groza
90
in the
बट
game.
प्लेयरहरूले एक अर्कामा
This
रेस्पेक्ट नै
is
छैन
on
एउटाले
Miramar. On every single
अर्कोलाई
map, we
हेर
have
गर्छ
seen a lot of
प्लेयर्सहरू रेस्पेक्ट
Grozas
दिन्छ
being dropped, and the players
त्यो
were
हो के
using
हैन
them a lot
त्यही माथि अब
on the game of
गेमिङमा भयो
Erangel.
पनि अब
Not that
गेम
much of
भित्रको
Sanhok
रिभेरी
on
र उस हुन्छ नि के भन्छ
I don't
त्यसलाई
think anyone's going to try and
त्यो
pick that
हुनमा
up
केही
unless
गलत भएन
the
क्या तर
circle
त्यसलाई अब डाइरेक्ट
keeps
केटाहरू त अब
forming in
पर्सनलमा
those cities
पर्सनल उस
where
भइदिन्छ
they
हैन
Something
इभन हैन अब पर्सनल के भन्छ रिभेरी भयो भने गेम भित्र चाहिँ त्यो एउटा स्पोर्ट्सम्यानशिप भन्ने पनि छैन हैन अनि गेम भित्रको उसहरु फेरि उनीहरुले चाहिँ उसमा जान्छ के पर्सनलमा जान्छ त्यही नराम्रो छ तर भर्खरै त स्टार्ट हुँदैछ नि त
and the enemy makes that correct mistake that you always
love from
Bangladesh.
love
Right
from
now,
Nepal as well, Mr.
I
Hassan.
think Los Leones, yeah,
Thank you for
because the
being
zone
here.
is gonna go from this area. The biggest city in entire PUBG Mobile is Los Leones, and teams like PN and obviously another squad that is team number 10, they are gonna wanna move from here
Ella mulla
as soon
boka
as
re
they
yaar.
can, because if they get time, they would want to reach that safe zone early, as early as they can.
Yeah, that is going to be important, but now we are seeing the pace of the game slow down a lot. And from now on, the rotations are going to matter. You need to avoid conflicts in the game so that you can survive the later stages and actually fights over there. You need to be
नेपाली
alive
कुन कुन टिम
with
छ
your
ब्रो
teammates.
नेपालीहरु
Right
टन्नै
now,
छन् है
we
ब्रो
have
मैले
rotating
ग्रुप
and
ए र
trying to find
बी
their
को
way
ग्रुप
inside
ए
the
बी सी
circle,
डी को सबैको
managing to avoid
पोस्ट गरेको थियो
contact with
एकचोटि चाहिँ
BB
हेर्दिनु न है
entirely.
They made a
त्यसमा चाहिँ अनि त्यो ग्रुप ए र बी चाहिँ जुन जुन नेपालीहरु छ उनीहरु खेलिरहेको छ
and it would have been bye for PN squad right at that position at that point, but if anything each and every team is
एउटा च्यानलमा बस न
edge of the zone. This is a good strategy. This is actually a Miramar strategy. You try to contest the edge of the zone for third till fourth circle, and after that you try to play a bit aggressive and obviously try to go from edge to mid edge of the zone, because that is kind of needed and important. But you can see BB Yamin and Tamim are moving forward. They can find
Evan Khapsile love सिखाएर सबैलाई
I think PN squad might be in kind of a danger. High Prototype was shooting on someone on the map as we saw some gunshots happening, but then KS squad is moving to some area.
ओहो KTM PN र BB हरु नजिक यार हाइपको पनि हल्का नजिकै रहेछ ओके BB ले PN को लाई डाउन
He takes down one, because I said Mafia Ninja was in a bad spot, and yes he was. Now he knows it, and I think this might be game ending for him. But those 3 players of PN, they'll have to come up with a new strategy to take down BB squad.
You know, as we said that PN
Thank you
made a
computer
good
knowledge for
decision of
subscribing
avoiding
as well.
contact with BB. Mafia Ninja just charges in head first.
Group C र D को चाहिँ भोलि हुन्छ भोलि खेल्छन् भोलि
No rescue coming for him, but second airdrop with the M249, the tag stock level 3 armor, backpack and helmet.
नआउने यार आयो
this
भने मेरो
actually
मुखबाट
changes things a
टक्सिक
little bit.
वर्ड्सहरु
Because
निस्किन्छ
in
रे
close quarter
ए ढुक्क
combat, having 100 bullets in your gun, it's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you have 100
Kaya
bullets.
sila, ayun na.
Yeah,
Just pray, man. Just pray.
just pray.
यो
and
गेम सकेपछि
pray,
PMCO
pray,
अफिसमा
pray
स्प्याम
and
हान्नु
pray
पर्छ
that those
नेपाल
100
रेडर
bullets are hitting
है
your enemies, obviously, because if they are hitting even your teammates' vehicles,
ब्रो मेरो एकचोटी गोर्खासँग
That-
झगडा भएको थियो
like,
रेस्ट्रिक्टिङ बट दिस
you know,
शुड अल्सो
sometimes things happen. You're
रेस्ट्रिक्ट
going for a spray. You're wanting to have that cover in your hands, but then sometimes things go wrong. But
चारवटा
then
गेम हो यो
more
चाहिँ
than
थर्ड
just
म्याच हो
those
है
100 bullets, it's gonna be something. Meanwhile, you can see SBA squad. They spotted 1971. 1971 wanted a fight, but the zone. I just looked at, had a sneak peek of the zone, and the zone has
लिटरली
had a good
239 वाचिङ अरे
shift.
कडा गाइस
That
डोन्ट
changes the
फर्गेट टु
game.
लाइक
This is
हैन
going to be bad because
यसो
of a bug,
सब्स्क्राइब
you
पनि
know,
हानिदिनु
goes,
होला
collides in Miramar. Buggy does
नेपालको
most of
टप
the
प्लेयर्सहरुको
damage in
स्ट्रिम्स र
Miramar. So,
लिगहरु
that is one
पनि
bad
हामीले
thing, and
बिच्चा
SBA
बिच्चामा
squad is
टुच्चा
trying to
दिइराखेको छु र
hold
त्यसमा
the
चाहिँ
zone.
मेरो
Two
टुच्चा
not
कमेन्ट्रीहरु
two.
पनि
Yeah,
सुन्न
3 vehicles.
सक्नुहुन्छ हैन
Single strategy is kind of a good strategy for
पुरानो
Miramar.
पुरानो
Because
स्ट्रिम्सहरु त
obviously
युट्युबमै
you
अपलोड
can make
गरिसके रे
potential covers in Miramar, and that is
चाहनुहुन्छ
what
त्यो पनि
they are
हेरिदिनु
trying
होला
to do. They have a ridge area. They'll try to get into the zone as soon as they can, and after that, they'll try to gatekeep that zone so that other people don't get a chance.
ग्रुप स्टेजको कतिवटा हो साच्चै 8वटा 18 हो कि
really good for you just because, as you said, Ocean, the ridges are there, the mountains are there, you can climb on top of one and you can
के
still
गर्नु
really
यसले
fly a
नबोकिने
squad to
कमेन्ट्री
all
मात्रै
the
त हो
directions with the snipers and with the DMRs that you have. SB and Hero right now still trying to rotate and find a good spot for themselves inside the zone. On the other side, Elementrix in power grid, they are in the zone, but they are on the edge. This could be a really good spot to gatekeep, as we were talking about, because you don't have to rotate. You can
Okay,
cast
Elementrix
players
हरुको
coming
चाहिँ
inside the
जोन
zone
पनि रहेछ
off
उनीहरुसँग
guard,
है
and you have all the cover of all this construction that's there. This could be really good, but
12
Elementrix,
म्याच
they
हो
have to make
ओके
this one work. 'Cause
हैन
last time
मलाई
as
पनि
well,
शेयर छैन है
they had an
यस्तै
advantage. in the
12
fight. They could have
16 है
survived,
यस्तै के
but they
यस्तो
ended
थियो
up losing 2 players, and then it was left to Mr. Yuzo and Pupu Man to survive to the
Hello,
later stages of the game.
Bukini.
But Rusen right now blowing up a vehicle is going to have the advantage. Oh, Salty Extreme, he is heading towards that
सुनाई नै दिएर
location where Extreme is waiting for them. And A1 Esports, they have lost 1 player, but Stranger is here all alone and isolated, and Salty is in front of him. If Salty takes this fight, Elementrix is going to come charging in from the back. They have to be really careful. Stranger,
बोगिनले
he
त्यही माथि
is
भर्खरै
popping
जोइन
up
गरेको
those
छ
smokes
डिस्कर्ड
to
पनि
try and get away. His car was blown up, but the
होइन,
bridges
पहिल्यै
are
थियो.
still there
थियो,
for him to
already
help.
थियो.
Like A1 Esports is out here. You can see there are a lot of teams, and oh my god, the zone is giving bad.
उसले लाउँछ जस्तो
shifts
लाग्छ
right
तिमीलाई
now,
यो
if anything.
थर्ड
But if
म्याच
you look into the left hand area, right in this area, Elementrix, Salty, A1 Esports.
के
I'm
भन्छ
telling
यो
you
ब्याक
guys,
छ
grab your
ओ
popcorn
जे
right now
डार चाहिँ
because
उसबाट
an
गयो
incredible fight is coming your way because Elementrix versus Salty, that's gonna be something. And
मुला त्यो
Esports is
स्ट्रम चाहिँ
out there,
सबभन्दा
but
नु
meanwhile
भयो
players are
मुला
going out of from the play zones, so I want to see not that happening because you can see play zone is damaging so many players. See, if you are not good enough in the
BB को पनि प्ले जोनले गयो
rotation,
पाइरो को पनि
this
प्ले
is
जोनले
what's gonna happen, and
केटीएम को पनि प्ले जोनले
guns are not doing damage. What is happening? Play zone is taking out people.
सब प्ले जोनले गइरहेछ
It was
BB को
59 a
complete
second
wipe.
ago. Then it dropped to 40, 54, 48, 47. Everyone is just dying all around.
JZR को पनि प्ले जोनले केटीएम को अर्को प्ले जोनले
Last 10 seconds.
Oh man, oh
ल
man,
केटीएम को
oh man.
प्ले जोनले
This
जान्छ
thing
जस्तो लाग्यो मलाई
has gotten fire, and the play zone is the thing
Oh,
that's doing all the
bhai.
damage. The
ल
play
हेर
zone
त्यहाँ
should be the MVP for this game.
1971 को पनि
Play zone is
डाउन
MVP of this game. 11 people died of
Play
play
zone is the
zone
MVP
out in this
दिदी
area. As you can see, another team is gonna be victim of
मेरो
this.
मलाई
You know,
disturb
16
लाग्यो
KTM, as
नि।
you can see, they are coming
अच्छा
in handy right now. But then once again, another player goes out of the play zone.
It is from
I
KTM.
mean,
It is from KTM. It is from KTM. Oh man.
अ साच्चै है वान टप
God.
ए वान टप अन टप
Miramar.
सेरेनाले गर्दा मैले पनि वान टप भनिदिएँ
got one kill and Pyrocast has been taken.
Reina, stop on bigat sana.
Oh god.
आयो
Warhead going down.
मलाई
to the
पनि
plane,
travel
and
travel
he's
भन्थ्यो
submit
पहिला।
right. He's gonna drop the
आयो
plane.
सेरेनाले भन्दै के
Weak issues here. He can. Oh, he throws a grenade, and that is gonna be it for Summit. On the other side,
That's a
Hype is
केटा
there.
हो
He's joining the fight. Third party.
ड्यामेज चाहिँ
Captain
बढी छ रे पहिलाको
He is
भन्दा
gonna be an
बी
inherited
केयरफुल है
disadvantage. He was in the buggy, and now Nero is trying to connect those shots, but misses most of them, just giving 17 damage. Prototype charges in. He's gonna drop down Nero. Hunk is there, but
SPA go Nero down.
2v1 situation.
Oh, Hunk matra baki re.
The smoke is there. He's gonna try and go in for the
low HP ma M7 to ulle BSS beti rahecha. BSS vaneko ta M4 rai beti rahecha
was the man who finished him off in fact, but now Nepali Ho Ni know where hype is.
Gurkha did an incredible play out here because no one was ready for him. Everyone saw the other hype players, but no one was ready for Gurkha, and Gurkha did it incredibly. I would want to see how the fights actually end up because NHN Lakhe OP is actually also trying to spot players, and Vcash has been taken down by PNSX, and obviously they'll be spotted. Takes out one with that M16 taps.
Yeah, PN on the top of the mountain did not expect this. Lakhe actually spots one out.
PN le ajai uta third party khai rahecha kya?
It is Lakhe, the man with the M16A4. Can he actually take out this squad on the other side? Vcash was knocked down, so it is going to be a 3v3 situation for them. And Nepali Ho Ni Reaper actually gets blend once again. Oh no, PN, they are stuck in a really sticky situation. On the other side, Amare, he was taken down as well, and Circle in Hacienda. This is going to be like Pochinki with sand. Fight in Pochinki with sand.
Oh, KS lai pani down.
Or fight in boot camp if there was boot camp or something, I don't know.
PN pani wipe yaar.
With sand.
Nepali Ho Ni le chai PN lai khai diyo.
But then I think at this position, okay, the circle is
look at the circle.
Good shifts. See,
JyanMaara la halka fayda chai
are in the zone, but then it's a bad news for the teams that are not in the zone. As you can see, NRC has to get into the zone, Elementrix has to get into the zone, A1 eSports has to get in the zone, and Playzone once again comes into play, takes down one more player. Playzone is kind of doing really, I mean, I don't know.
I think the Playzone just went like, alright, this game is a little bit too slow. You guys are having too much fun. I'm gonna kill all of you.
Server down हैन उनीहरु Playzone ले गएको कारण चाहिँ उनीहरु रोटेसन एकदम ढिलो सुरु गरेर के Playzone को ड्यामेज एकदम कडा छ.
They can actually gatekeep really well for the side of Elementrix because when Elementrix tries
र JyanMaara ले चाहिँ NRC ले डाउन गरे. ओके NRC हरु चाहिँ उनीहरु
Nepali
चाहिँ
Ho Ni, who are squad number 9, they are inside the Playzone. They have the cover of the buildings. Elementrix, they have to be really careful while moving in inch by inch. Right now on our screens we have Mr. Yozo. He switched on to the AK, and goalie from Nepali Ho Ni. He has to be really careful because now the cluster of teams is gonna be in Hacienda.
There's one downside as well of zone becoming in Hacienda because what will happen is close quarters and people can go for heal battles. That means kills are
रोशन श्रेष्ठले चाहिँ कसलाई भन्यो?
so maybe this game circle, the heal battle circle, and I would want to see if that
अरे सुस्मिता
and move first because you know each and every small
thank you once again for the support. Hashtag Sushmita guys.
He is on the top of the tallest building in Hacienda. SolTisquad takes on NRC finishes him in just one spray. Elementrix Orange comes out and takes on PYRO mid, and so if anything, I think SolTisquad is going for an incredible
मलाई actually answer भन्दैछ अब.
Elementrix. So each and every area fights are happening. Meanwhile, JyanMaara
अरे सुस्मिता का आज पेचेक हो थियो क्या?
has been occupied by
चेक डेकी के भन्छ रे
where they
त्यसलाई?
want to show the domination and superiority, and after this
Thank you so much for the support guys. Hashtag Sushmita
what happens
भन्दिनु
if the
ल.
circle will shift to the mountain side or will it come back to this area. Pupu Man is in the building where Pyromith ES and Smoking ES is present.
On the other
Said
side,
the game freeze
Wang
where a
actually
plays on
gets
one knock
bad
by
boy. This could be
rip.
important for their team. Pupu Man is stuck
हुन नि हो यार
in
यो
a
फ्रिज
really
पनि लास्टै
sticky
हुन्छ यार.
situation. He has PYRO in the same building as him. He has to find a way to get to his teammates. PYRO with 2 remaining players. I don't think they want to take this fight in a 2 versus 4 situation. This could be really bad for them. On the other side, Nepali Ho Ni is there as well, but they are split up. We have A1 eSports followed by SolTisQuad behind them, and NRC is there as well. We can see JM in the further off distance split up. Wang
guys
and
keep
Sony
loving it guys
on
keep
top of the
loving
mountain, but on the other side, Gunnar is down on the low ground in the factory. Interesting. Going for a split this late in the game, but once again, the circle right on top of the buildings, and the gatekeeper
guys
can
keep
begin.
loving
And
it
as you
guys keep
said,
loving
Ocean heal battles.
यो वान के हेर न त्यहाँ.
Close range combat.
PYRO को ले Elementrix लाई down.
G does get knocked down. We are going to see players
OP net.
switch to those ARs instead of those DMRs in close quarters.
DMRs might come in handy. And that grenade was amazing by Smoke in ES.
Guys, keep
Takes on
loving,
2 man.
GG
He's
Nepal
ready
पनि
for the
top
second
को
grenade.
एक
Will
subscribe
that end
हार्नु है
the
guys.
story? Not yet.
Keep loving,
He finds
guys,
an
keep
adequate
loving.
cover, but at the cost of him getting knocked. I think a revival might not be coming in handy right now. And if this grenade actually takes him down, I won't be surprised. This grenade actually damages him. And Mr. Hughes will have to get into the zone to his player as soon as he can. But then Hughes was left out, and JAZEERA is also near him. PYRO with ES would like to go into the zone now because the zone is not favoring him. No doubt, it's just 14 seconds. But then
try gare ki
that was a good thing. And Pablo has been taken down, and Hackshot has been eliminated. So it's down to 9 teams, 25 people remaining. SOLTISQUAD is trying to move slowly and steadily as they can, as you can see. And Ensign Reaper takes on Mr. Hughes as well. Elementrix is kind of in a bad spot right now. A1 eSports is safely in the zone, but SOLTISQUAD has to make that move
a second last. Yes,
because that is the thing that is in the zone. And
last zone 13 alive. Mula yama usna garan na be.
Each and every area. Hype is surviving. JAZEERA's one player is surviving, but then Elementrix players needs to get that revive as soon as they can so that they can move in the zone.
Yeah, Inti, he did drop low. He is gonna heal up on the other side. Elementrix, they have one player really low. They have to heal up and start rotating inside the zone. Nepali Ho Ni, they are split up quite far apart. Gole is the man who is left alone along with PYRO, but SOLTISQUAD, their rotation I think is going to be the hardest based on the first 2 games because they have to go through A1 eSports. Sitting comfortable in that they have a lot of area within which they can rotate and watch every single angle takes every single fight.
Yeah, and look at that airdrop.
Zone error costa chana sir.
It's between JM, the team that was second in the first game, and A1 eSports, the team that dominated the first game. And I saw T'Challa in the kill feed for a while. He took down Hype SK. So I want to see if JM is ready for a fight right now. Will Miramar be their map? Will it be the map for them to come back? Because JM needs that win as soon as they can. A1 eSports players are trying to score because they know the smoke that was not done by them. It was done by SOLTISQUAD. So they know there is a team. And look at that zone. It has shrunk once again. Hype squad is not in the zone. Rest up assured, each and every team is in the zone, and KS Reed can actually take down Hype squad one by one if Hype squad makes a mistake. Meanwhile, JM has to make their way to the zone as well because they are a bit out of the zone and Elementrix. But then this airdrop has an Arctic Warfare Magnum.
Finally, an AWM coming in, and as we're talking about the circles, Nepali Ho Ni seem to be the only team that have the advantage this time around because all the other teams, they will have to make
Nepali Ho Ni को squad hype को तो trio थियो क्या ना के whole squad है hype को पनि whole squad JyanMaara को पनि त्यही छ.
It is going to be a small rotation, but even that small openness is going to be deadly on the other side. Gurkha actually going down to his career. He was knocked out, but they were not able to finish him off. And that is going to be 8 teams remaining in the game, 24 players alive. And in this side of Hacienda, we have a cluster of 8 teams. Salty going in on A1 eSports. Stranger actually left. That gave Salty the chance to go into that same building. And here comes Rusen. It is going to be
orange light down. Nepali Ho Ni Elementrix wipe anya.
On the other side, Pro actually coming out quite in the open. The smokes are there. There are a lot of smokes right now. He is going to get one down on mid. And now
A1 को नहीं एक जना down देख यार मतलब लो HP होते
हैं. Something happen, actually get him.
काप्सी चाहिँ त्यहाँ down छ A1 को hype को गुर्खा down रहेछ prototype ले त्यता उसो हान्दिरहेछ.
In an open area, he'll be spotted, but then his health has been taken down to a crucial level. And Zengoli, as you can see, is on a really good spot. He can spot players, and if he spots players, he's obviously trying to go for those kills as he can.
काप्सी चाहिँ finish. अर्को down. Salty extreme ला down गर्दैछ.
Extreme in an incredible way with that hat.
A1 को I think last guy मात्र बाँकी छ.
What Salty people do right now because Extreme was the one who was doing really good things.
Extreme finish.
Will end, but
PYRO ले kill चोरी रहा है.
PYRO spoken ES. I mean, what is happening? His health is at a critical level.
Salty Nima low HP ma.
Down of that building, but then Salty Nima was on 1 HP. He is healing himself.
I could do jana A1 को चाहिँ एक जना मात्र stranger मात्र बाँकी छ.
Right in front of PYRO.
गर्नद्वारा Nima down.
Is moving out in the zone. Stranger takes down Salty Nima right.
Stranger ले Nima लाई हर्ना है.
Like OP shades of the first game out there. Gole takes on Hype.
मलाई त कहाँ कता JyanMaara को हुन्छ जस्तो लागिरहेछ है guys.
Takes on NHN Gole
and
JyanMaara को whole squad छ उनीहरु चाहिँ अहिले उस गरिरहेछ हैन. They have lots of chance.
Fight is remaining. 13
NHN पनि whole squad छ तर एकजना
this is a
गोले
good thing
नक
for
भएको
JM
अवस्था
squad because no one knows JM squad is still alive. They're on the other side of the road. But then all the other
हजुर
squads,
सुन्दैछु
Hype is out there,
हजुर भन्नुस्
NHN
न
is out there, PYRO's out there, A1 eSports, and obviously JyanMaara is also out there. JyanMaara players are going for those grenades. If a grenade hits,
नेपालले
I
त
think it's
जित्ने
going
नै
to
भयो
do
ओ
some
नेपाली
damage.
हुनेको लाखेलाई लाग्यो त्यो नेट
NHN lucky OP. Will it? No, it
ए
does
ऊ
not.
अर्को कोठामा
But
रहेछ
then they can see Reaper.
अर्को
They
कोठामा
know
अर्को
that
कोठामा
he is taking TTP. They know that he is out there. Gunnar would like to go for another nade, but this time
लो
it might be a chance.
फेरि
Reaper
त मा कसम
moves
मेरो
out
पार्टी
from
मेरो
that
तर्फबाट है
location.
गाइस
NHN lucky
किप
OP
लभिङ है
can also see players.
कसले हो बोला अब खरे मलाई नि
is
बोला है
ready for a fight with all those four players.
कसम
He sends
आहा,
shots
मिठो
from
damage.
HP, but then he has to see if players are trying to contest him. But then GM gonna once again GM is going for that airdrop cover. I think they are taking that level 3 helmet and West. We'll have to see how it changes the pace of the game.
भाइको ब्यामान परिहाल्यो
रमाइलो के यतिकै पनि अरे
किन मलाई यो म्याच यसले
ओ पिचलाले डाउन
Lakhe is really, hype. They can go in for the
अरूको
fight
घरमा
with
टिभी हेर्न आएको
JMX.
जस्तो
They are outside.
रमाइलो भनेको
They
यही हो
are
नि
waiting for the moments to step
पहिला
by.
त्यो अझ
On the
नेपालमा
other side,
फुटबलहरू
PYRO
हुँदाखेरि
with
फुटबल हेर्न
women
गइन्थ्यो नि
versus
आहा
this
कति रमाइलो
is
हुन्थ्यो
getting interesting.
यसो त्यो तिमी त
Looks like
त्यस्तै
the war
युजहरू
zone with
होस्ट
the
गर्ने
road,
त्यो कमेन्ट्री गर्ने
BBLOC and
भयो भने त
Reaper is gonna go down again.
ओ
Knocked
किशोरलाई
down. He has
यो
to
उसमा
get the
गरेर
revive from his
राखिदिनु पर्यो क्या
teammates.
होस्टिङ
JMX, they need to use
Sir,
those
bhai.
smokes
ल ल ल
to
लास्ट
take
जोनमा
out
के
so they can actually get inside the buildings and take these fights. On the other side,
तिमी
Hype,
स्ट्रिम
they
नगर
have
बरु
fallen
कमेन्ट्री
quite low.
स्क्रिम्सहरुमै
They
त्यही
are
कमेन्ट्री
losing
गर
health on their players.
किशोर दाइ हाम्रो
These
नेपालमा
battles
क्या
is
एउटा है
coming in
के अरे
handy
यो
for
हाम्रो
next
PUBG
because
मोबाइल
this
नेपाली स्पोर्ट
time,
च्यानल छैन
I
के
don't think so. There's
अफिसियल
any chance. 5 teams
है,
remaining.
है।
I would want to see which will be top 5 because right now this is the heel battle zone.
लास्ट जोन
If
हामी बोलेको
this
नसुन्ने
is
भने उ त्यो
no
लिङ्क छ
one was
त्यसमा
ready
गएर
for it.
हेर्दा हुन्छ है
Zone's speed is a lot, but then Hype SK takes on Ensign Gole and would like to finish Hype SK, but then Playzone
Last
takes on
zone
Hype
छैन हो
Prototype.
गइसक्यो
Hype SK is out there with just 10 HP, barely surviving for his team. Ensign players
Oh,
are going
Hype को पनि
downside,
down.
but then Hype Prototype has been
पाँच
taken
वटा
out by
team.
Playzone. SK is trying to move into the center of the zone as soon as he can, but I
ज्यानमाराको
think
पोजिसन
that won't
हेर्नु
happen.
न
Hype Gole has been taken
Oh,
out. And
विकासले
next
पत्ता
level
लगाएर
game.
this is the end for Team Hype. We are down to 3 teams right now. Everyone going for popping out those painkillers, if not anything. But then JM has a good chance because they are kind of in
PYRO
the
पनि
center.
दुईजना
PYRO
छन्
guys.
They are trying to
PYRO
move into the
guys.
main
PYRO
area, that is the road, and this is going to be a catastrophe because NHS
PYRO
is
guys
down,
are going
and
to
then
be
PYRO loses one of its players. It's just down to one player of PYRO,
Oh,
but then this is the game
NHS
for
was-
PYRO.
ज्यानमारा
They
guys.
get that chicken dinner in their hand, but then
Oh,
NHS players
oh,
take down
oh,
one.
NHS
Wag is the
ल
lone
नेपाली हो नि
survivor for the
guys.
team as of now, but
Chicken
then
dinner
T'Challa
नेपाली हो
is
नि है
quite
guys.
far behind and takes
Oh,
on another
मिठो
player.
knock
It's just
भयो
down to
वहाँ।
one player in this game, but then it's a
गोले
one-one
6
fight.
kill.
But I think
नेपाली
JM
भनेले हाने
actually won the game.
नेपाली हो नि है guys.
सबजना साथी
चिकन डिनर
Oh
नेपाली
my
हो नि
God, what they do?
जिजिस
They were
नेपाली
doing
हो नि
heel
है guys.
battles.
गड्डा
जेएम एनएचएन अनि
The
त्यसपछि
players were
पाइरो
knocked down
सबै
and he
साथीहरु
actually got the
Oh.
last one when he jumped over the wall. Yeah, that was actually really, really intense from their side. And
नेपाली हो
I
नि
guess the decision to
गड्डा हाने।
thrown in that
Go
close of a
kills
combat,
हेर्नु न look at those
did
kills
not work out. On the other side, Nepali Ho Ni this time
गोले
around
गोले
actually
ओपी है
racked up a
guys.
lot of
Hashtag
kills
गोले
for
ओपी.
themselves.
Chat.
But then I actually feel sad for JM because that team.
Hashtag गोले ओपी है guys.
They were
फर्स्ट सेकेन्ड थर्ड नेपाली
was
फोर्थ
single
चाहिँ
match
उस भयो
and now
त्यो
in this
they
Miramar.
won
They are looking for that
with 3
opening,
kills.
but then they are not kind of finding that opening.
Fifth
But
Hype,
then
sixth
Team
Salty.
PYRO, they survived in
Seven
an
JAZEERA.
incredible situation.
हो
and
गुर्खा
intense
वाइटी with 5
situation.
kills as well
But then NHN coming up with a chicken dinner in this game.
एनएचएन
I mean,
विकास भनेको
seriously.
त्यही विकास है
yep
Yeah, and A1
Salty Vikas,
eSports
oh.
actually managing to keep themselves in the top
Oh.
4. Right now we have JAZEERA on the 7th, Elementrix on the 8th, Salty was on the 6th. On the 9th position we have KSX.
Guys, keep
10th
lobbing, hey, guys,
position
keep
goes
lobbing.
to NRC.
Newly subscribe,
11th
hey, guys.
position we
GG
have
Nepal.
PN with us. And a lot of teams finishing with 0 kills. Just because,
Play zones.
Blue Zone was killing people
TDP
off
was there,
as the
but
game was progressing,
Eh.
not caring about how the match was going to go in the later stages. He's like, all right, I see you, you're dead now.
पहिला टिडिपी नै थियो
The
भने
bad
जिराउले
thing
पनि
is,
टिडिपी
like we were talking before
Zero
Sanhok
TDP
happened,
वाला
we were
पहिला
talking
zero
that
TDP.
in the first match when Hype versus SBA happened, players from SBA actually were knocked out of the zone because they were taking a lot of damage out of the zone in Pochinki fight. So that thing should not have happened in this fight as well. But then some players did not take that zone as seriously as they should be taking it. But I think
Yes.
this might change in Vikendi because Vikendi is the game of
Clan
zone.
promotion
If
भइरहेछ
zone
है, guys.
are coming down of zone in
Clan
Myanmar,
promotion भइरहेछ है
I think
guys.
Vikendi is gonna do double damage.
Guys,
Yeah,
Hey,
Vikendi actually
I was on
makes
Vikendi.
it a lot harder just because where the zone starts itself, and it's always in the corners somewhere, and you
Yeah,
have
that's
to
a
find a weird rotation.
तर हैन खास
landing in the middle of the map like always, is out of the question. You
Nepali Ho Ni chicken dinner है 4 stroke Vishnu. Nepali Ho Ni
and
chicken dinner
that's
खायो
how you
with
try to rotate. On the other
something
side,
11-12 kills.
Vikendi, once again, it makes things weird for everyone. Because I remember the last game you and I casted at the last PMCO, it was Vikendi as well. And up until the 4th zone, it was like half water.
And Vikendi is kind of really good, but I would want to see what happens in Vikendi, so I'll be ready for it. I mean,
yeah, and you guys should be as well. We'll be back after a short break. Stay tuned and keep watching.
तर है स्यानोकमा चाहिँ त्यति साह्रो जोनले गएन है सुरुमा इराङ्गलमा धेरै मान्छे जोनले गयो स्यानोकमा झन् धेरै उस हुन पर्ने यो खास भन्ने हो नि
उसके साउथ इन्डियन फिल्म
के त
विजेता भन्ने हेर न
हेर्दा
त्यो मैले हिजो हेरेको थिएँ भर्खर
तर अनि फेरि मिरामारमा झन् खासै त्यस्तो जोनमा उस्नु हुनु पनि धेरै जना जोनले गयो
म त रोइदिएको यार
ओपी lol भयो गाइस यार
क्या बोलती पब्लिक
पब्लिक कीप लभिङ है सब्स्क्राइब रातो बटनमा सब्स्क्राइब है गाइस
ब्रो आज गीतको व्यवस्था छैन छ नि किन नहुने गीत बिना जिजी नेपालको उस हुन्छ भन्छ के गीत बिना जिजी नेपालको स्ट्रिम हुन्छ होला त
के
गीत बिना जिजी नेपालको स्ट्रिम हुन्छ होला त भन्ने लाइभ स्ट्रिममा हेर्दै मुभी हेरे डिस्कर्डको लाइभमा चाहिँ हेरे है
युट्युबमा लाइभ गर्दा मुभी
डिस्कर्डमा हामीले हेर्दै बसेको क्या अस्ति है मेरो
बेरोजगारी थिएन जिम्मेवारी थिएन मेरो गाडी थिएन यो नामको भारी
सबैजना मिलेर डियर कमरेड हेर्ने हो क्या
खराब बानी कसैलाई थाहा थिएन के म आफ्नो बारे त्यतिकै लेखेरमा फाल्दिन थिएँ म आजसम्म आफ्नो कथा सङ्गीतमा लेखिरहेको थिएँ तै पनि धेरैले सोध्छ यो त छ गोप्य मेरो गोप्य भएको होइन म शोकले आजकल बेग्लै सिद्धान्त म बजिँदै थिएँ चाहन्छु मस्तिष्क शान्त भड्किँदै थिएँ गर्दै मनमा जे लाग्थ्यो त्यही अरूले के भन्ला सोच्थिन केही आजको सोचाइ बाजा बेग्लै मान्छेको हुलमा नि लाग्छ एक्लै सङ्गीत लेख्ने हो मेरो काम संगीत बिना कसो गरियो संगीत बिना म हो झुल्किएको घाम तर संगीतसँग योद्धा मेरो नाम मेरो आस के हो खास मेरो नाश सर्वनाश गीतैभरि लेख्छु मैले पश्चाताप आजकल पश्चाताप नै चल्छ पोखरामा घर छ मलाई के को डर छ सबै कुरा गोप्य
हेलो सुब्रो
तेरो स्वतन्त्र निरोष म नचाहिँदो बोल्थे मलाई खाइरहेछ सोचले म सोच्छु पहिलाको आजकल निकै छु म गोप्य म नामी हुन खोज्थे र स्वतन्त्र निरोषले म नचाहिँदो बोल्थे मलाई खाइरहेछ सोचले म सोच्छु पहिलाको मलाई थाहा थिएन यहाँसम्म आउन लेखेको थियो रहेछ यो भाग्यमा आज भन्दा केही वर्ष अघि कहाँ थिएँ म खराब बानी मात्र सुन्नेहरूलाई केही थाहा छैन मेरो बारे अब राम जाने प्रगतिको सोचले बसे छैन म आनन्दले मलाई छोएको छ अन्धेरो र कान्तले त्यसैले अरूले दुःख दिँदा पनि शान्त थिएँ फेमिना हो कि अरूले के सोच्दैछ कि भनेर सोच्थे सङ्गीत लेख्ने हो मेरो काम सङ्गीत बिना कसो गरी अघि आम सङ्गीत बिना म हो झुल्किएको घाम तर सङ्गीतसँग योद्धा मेरो नाम शत्रुको सधैँ अघि हुन पाम प्रार्थनाले गर्ने छैन परिश्रमले गर्ने काम तर पनि उचित होस् समर्पणको परिणाम मेरो पनि इच्छा छ सङ्गीतबाटै गरी काम प्राय सबै कुरा गोप्य म नामी हुन खोज्थे र स्वतन्त्र निरोषथे म नचाहिँदो बोल्थे मलाई खाइरहेछ सोचले म सोच्छु सोच्छु पहिला कोचे आजकल निकै छु म गोपे बनामी हुन खोज्थे र स्वतन्त्र निरोज्थे म नचाहिँदो बोल्थे मलाई खाइरहेछ सोचले म सोच्छु पहिला कोचे कोचे
मेरो
बोल्न छैन त
मुला बोकायो फेरि नि क्लासमा छु भन्दै अनि पुरा स्ट्रिम हेरिरहेछ
साइनो तपाईँ हो बोल्नु अगाडि सोच कलाको स्थायी स्रोत म हो आफ्नै बोस साइनो तपाईँ हो बोल्नु अगाडि सोच कलाको स्थायी स्रोत म हो आफ्नै बोस एक्लो छोरो हिँड्दैछु सोलो चाहिँदैन दाजु र भाइ दिँदैन आँसु मलाई कसैको भरमा सक्दिन पर्न अड्किन्छ त्यहीँको त्यहीँ
किलो त लास्ट बिजी छ क्या
एकदम बिजी लाइक कतिवटा गेम छ अब लास्ट एउटा गेम बाँकी छ 4वटा गेम भोलि पनि अब भोलि चाहिँ ग्रुप सी र डी को छ
ट्रबल त्यो युट्युबमा छ नि भिडियो जस्तो
के मन्दिर
गीत गाएर सुनाउनु पर्यो न
के मन्दिर छ नि त्यो भिरमा के
सिद्ध बाबा दाउन्ने
ए
भिरवाला त धेरै छ
सिद्ध बाबा जानुको अगाडि त्यो एउटा छ नि त्यो एउटा लन्च के थियो नाम
ल्याबिस हो नयाँ
त्यही त म त्यही थिएँ क्या
के भाडामा चला थियो
हैन यसो त्यो कफी खान गएको थिएँ
कफी खान गएको थिएँ नि
किन पाउँदैन र
पाउँछ हैन कफी चाहिँ बोतलमा स्मुदीमा राम्रो पाउँछ लाइक स्मुदीमा राम्रो छ अनि फ्रेसमा राम्रो छ
केमा छ रे
रिफ्रेश
बुटुल आयो भने ट्रबलले घुमाउला बुटुलले नेपाल आयो
ल म तिमीलाई मेरो भेस्पामा हालेर घुमाउँछु नि
केमा हालेर रे
भेस्पामा म भेस्पा चलाउन सक्दिनँ यार
गुल्मीतिरको कोही छ गुल्मीमा मेरो मामा भयो जस्तो लाग्छ
भेस्पामा जान्छ गाडीमा त वाक आउँछ तिम्रो फेरि तिम्रो माथि वाक दियो भने नि
छिबे
त्यही कारमै हवाईजहाजमा
चितवनबाट पनि मेरो ठुलो मम्मी हुनु
ए त्यहाँ ल्याउँदै गरौँ न मन लाग्यो चढाउन के छ
हामी कतिजना छौँ रेड हान्ने है के बरु आज त डिले छैन रेड हान्ने भए रेड हान्न नि मिल्छ
मलाई रेड हान न मलाई रेड हान
हाम्रो सनी ब्रदर पनि 11 मिनेट छ छन त आयो
त्यहाँ साथी हुँदा रेड हान्नलाई कहाँ खोज्छ
मेरो आफ्नै च्यानलमा रेड है गाइस गाइस रेड मी गाइस
आज रोज डे पो थाहै थिएन यार
मलाई थाहा थिएन अघि
के भन्छ आज त फ्राइडे हो
आजबाट भ्यालेन्टाइन स्टार्ट
मलाई बाल योद्धाकै मलाई बाल भन्ने बजाइदिन्थे कि होइन तर अरे 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 why like this म जस्तो सोचेलाई बोकाजी अरे भएन है मिस भएन यस्तो
के हो यस्तो तिमी स्ट्रिममा के भन्ने जे पाए
मेरो म्युट गरेछ
म्युट गरेछ छैन हो गरे स्ट्रिममा हेर जे पाए त्यन भने
अफिसियल PMC को साउन्ड अफ गरेर आफूहरूले कमेन्ट गर न सुजन छेत्री ब्रदर गर्नु त हुन्थ्यो कि तर मेन कुरा चाहिँ हैन त्यसको म्युट गर्यो भने चाहिँ गन फायरिङै सुनिदैन के अनि गन फायरिङको गन साउन्ड नसुन्नेपछि खासै रमाइलो लाग्दैन के नाइ नाइ मलाई बाल भन्ने त लगाउनु हुँदैन किनकि त्यसमा चाहिँ कपिराइट लाग्दो रहेछ फेरि कपिराइट चाहिँ फेरि कसको भन न कुन चाहिँ हो कुन चाहिँको कपिराइट लाग्दो रहेछ के अनि किन लाग्यो भनेर यसो हेरेको त त्यो त्यसको बिट रहेछ के मलाई बाल भन्नेमा मैले हेरेको मलाई बाल हो कि कुनमा हो यार आई डोन्ट वान्ट टेक प्रो स्ट्यान्डको लाउ न अरे
आई डोन्ट चिताउनी रे
म पोखराको
को पोखराको तिमी पोखराको
नेपालको
पोखरामा गर्छ मलाई के को डर छ
ए भ्याक्स तिम्रो हावाको आवाज आहा फुरफुर
ओ शिट
हावा चलिरहेछ त अनि
गाइजहरु यसमा एकचोटि रिफ्रेश हान त एड्स प्ले हुन्छ कि न
यो माइक घटाउनु कसरी हो
जिजनमा आउनु के गर्नु रे केरा खान्छौ केरा खानुपर्छ रे हो ए मलाई कपिराइट लगाइदियो भने तनाव हुन्छ नेपालीहरुको त भरोसै लाग्दैन मलाई बिजी नेपाल 2020 रिमिक्स अरे ए भइगयो मलाई खासै त्यस्तो दामी लाग्दैन यो सरी फर सेइङ बट त्यस्तो मलाई त्यो र्यापहरु चाहिँ त्यो क्याची छैन भने खासै त्यस्तो उसो लाग्दैन के गीत मैले गीत हेर्दैछु यो पनि दामी छ के गाइज यो गेम कसले जित्यो मिरामार चाहिँ नेपाली होनीले लगेको है डिस्कनेक्ट बजाइदिनु र अब 6 मिनेटमा लास्ट म्याच स्टार्ट है
भोजपुरी गीत लगाइदियो रे लगाइदियो न त एउटा
मिस्टर वाइज हिजोको स्ट्रिममा सुनेन हौ यो चाहिँ के हो फेरि एकैछिन है ल गाइज
के सर यसपछि गर्नु के स्ट्रिम लास्टमा तिमीले भन्नु
काउल्ड किडको सङ ब्रो अरे आया बस जिजिएन भनेको खास मैले सुरुमा त अब म भन्छु ल म भन्छु है ए वाट्सएप भने म त जिजिएनको फुल फर्म सोधे हो कि भनेर एनिवेज के खासै केही छैन त्यही पनि म जिजिएनको फुल फर्म भन्छ म कसरी जिजिएनमा आएको भनेर लाइक जिजिएन नाम कसरी राखेँ भनेर सुरुमा म चाहिँ गेमहरू केही नि खेल्थेन होइन अनि त्यसपछि अनि म चाहिँ अब खास नेपालमा छैन नि त बाहिर आएँ नि त होइन बाहिर आएँ होइन त्यसपछि अनि पब्जी कहाँबाट झुकेर डाउनलोड भयो त्यहाँबाट अनि खेल्न थाल्यो खेल्दा खेल्दा ऱ्यान्डममा नेपाली भेटेको थियो एउटा ब्रोलाई अनि त्यो ब्रोसँग खेल्दाखेरि ब्रोको भाइहरूसँग खेलियो अनि त्यहाँबाट अनि त्यो भाइहरूको भाइ साथीहरूसँग यताउता गर्दै अनि लाइक नेपाली भेटियो नि त धेरै त्यसपछि अनि रमाइलो हुन थाल्यो कि रमाइलो हुन थाल्यो अनि त्यसपछि गएर चाहिँ अनि पछि त्यत्तिकै अनि स्ट्रिम हानिदिन थालेँ फेसबुकमा हान्थेँ पहिला स्ट्रिम अनि फेसबुकमा अनि कमेन्ट पढ्दै अनि उस गर्न चाहिँ रमाइलो हुन थाल्यो होइन अनि त्यही हो त्यसरी अनि त्यही सोचेँ अनि यसो बाहिर सोचेँ नेपालीहरू अब त्यही त हो त होइन आयो गोर्खाली भन्ने गोर्खाली भन्ने अनि पछि यसो सोचेँ जिजी अनि पछि यहाँ चाहिँ अनि जसले पनि गेम खेलेर सकेपछि जिजी भन्छ नि त होइन अनि मैले त्यही भएर जिजी गोर्खाली गेमर्स भयो होइन अनि जिजी भनेपछि त्यही जिजी भयो गोर्खाली गेमर्स अनि पछि एन थपिदिएको गोर्खाली गेमर्स नेपाल भनेर त्यति हो अहिले चाहिँ अब गेडागुडी नेपाल अहिले चाहिँ गेडागुडी नेपाल भन्दा नि हुन्छ गए गुज्रेको नेपाली भन्दा नि हुन्छ जे भन्दा नि हुन्छ तर मैले चाहिँ त्यसो सोचेर राखेको थिएँ कि ब्रो भनिदिनु पर्यो होइन यस्तो हो वाइज वान त अनि उसो हो नि त सब्स्टिट्युटहरू त अनि खासै खेल्दैन नि त अनि नेपाली हिरोजहरू वाडु सेमिफाइनल यस सेमिफाइनल पनि लाइक यो ग्रुप स्टेज पनि उसो होस् त्यसपछि सेमिफाइनल ग्रुप स्टेज पछि चाहिँ इन्डियासँग खेल्नु छ मलाई अस्ट्रेलिया के भयो लल अब ब्याक टु नेपाल भएपछि सरर घुम्नु छ चितवन के छ बिर्सिसक्यो अरे अरे सर पोखरा नि घुम्नुपर्छ है अरे ए यार बाइ द वे गाइज जिजी नेपाल पनि इन्स्टा छ जिजी नेपाल 333 लाई पनि फलो हार्नु हो है गाइज किन त्यो नोटिफिकेसन आउँछ र पेजको लागि चाहिँ नयाँ बनाएको थियो के हो र
नोटिफिकेसन हैन रे people you will know market
अनि फलो हाने त
तिमीलाई सोध्छु भनेर नि
ल त्यस्तो नि सोध्नु पर्ने कुरा हो डाइरेक्ट फलो हान्नु पर्छ नि
त तिम्रो पढेले थियो नि त अनि पहिले गराएको कि के हो पनि हेरेर पोस्ट पनि हेरेन guys to trouble when you can
भाइ तेरो केडी कति छ मेरो केडी अब 2 पुग्न लागेको छ दाइ यसो रिप्ले पनि दिम न रे के को रिप्ले हो अब वीकेन्डी हो वाइफी Arena cafe अरे what the heck
Vikendi हो
कुरा हो सुरु गरौँ कब जाने आउँछ म त Okay, start with
11 KSX on 10th and Elementrix dropping up on 9th in this one.
Yeah, and moving on to the top 8, we have PNGaming at 8 with 5 points. JAZEERA at 7th position with 7 points. SOLTISQUAD on 6th position with 9 points. A1 eSports
Indian
with 11 points. Team Hype on 4th position with 14 points. Team PYRO on the 3rd with 15 points to their name. JyanMaara on the 2nd position with 19 points. And Nepali Ho Ni on the 1st position with 34 points to their name. Wow, that was incredible.
And that incredible, this guy. I mean, incredible won't even define that because what they did in Hacienda. I mean, Hacienda became that battleground no one expected. Playzone became a battleground no one expected in the previous match. I never thought that 11, 12, 14 people actually died of Playzone in that match. And I mean, how does that happen, to be honest? So Playzone has maximum amount of kills in the last match. So if I think MVP is Playzone.
And since Playzone actually survives longer than the game, it wins. Playzone finished +1-1. 1-1 plus something like that.
मैले कमेन्ट्री गर्दा त्यही हो के त्यो खासै त्यति उसै हुँदैन के
Hacienda, once again it became a really weird battleground for everyone, and we did see teams sort of leave out individual players just so they could try and heal battle towards the end. But that did not work out because Nepali Ho Ni actually went on those players. For example, A1 eSports, they left one guy in a building on the first floor. That guy was killed.
जान्छ कोले खेलिरहेको भनेको मान्छेले यहाँ चाहिँ यो टिमको रहेछ हैन यो ग्रुप A र B चाहिँ अहिले खेलिरहेको छ उनीहरुको नाम चाहिँ यहाँ छ
Talking about them, they had a really bad position. They were out in the open and they fought the entire battle from open. The good thing for them, Nepali Ho Ni were actually distracted by all the other squads.
The best part
मैले माउसले देखाएको छु नि त नि माउसको यो कर्सर सतै अनि यस्तो माउस हल्लाइदिएको त
utilities in an incredible way. I remember they used a grenade on NHN Lucky OP. He was taken down.
इन्डियन हो यिनीहरुले पहिला पनि गरेको थियो त
It takes 2 people of NHN.
यो ओसियन र उयो उस हो के यसको नाम यतापटि यो कालो लाउने चाहिँ ओसियन हो उतापटिको त्यो लाउने चाहिँ के हो त्यसको नाम
जो भए पनि इन्डियन हो
के and the plane path
इन्डियनको
Cantra and Winery
त्यो त एउटा नेपाली अफिसियल पेज हो नेपाली कमेन्ट्री हाल्ने मजा आउँछ
यिनीहरुलाई त पैसा दिएर बोलाएको नि मलाई त
पैसा पाएर यिनीहरुले PUBG मोबाइलले पैसा दिएर सायद
ल अघि चाहिँ मिस्टर हो चाहिँ यसरी गएको थियो अहिले सागर गइरहेको छ
today's final game actually proceeds as the teams
PUBG मोबाइलले अफिसियल बंगालीहरुलाई पनि
टाँडीमा चाहिँ मेरो ठुलो मम्मीको घर थियो
The PUBG Mobile Club Open Springs Play 2000 20.
यो चाहिँ तर ग्लिच हो के खास उ चाहिँ प्लेनमा देखाइरहेको looks like he is AFK.
The entire cluster dropping towards
कि त AFK हो कि त
50-50%
हैन AFK नि हैन
are going to start from the get go. Only one thing.
ग्लिच हो हिजो मैले गर्दा फेरि चाहिँ पुरा प्लेनै खाली थियो नि त म्यापै खाली देखाएको
थियो the circle, the first circle, half of it is in water, 50%.
आधी पानीमा गयो जोन
team lands out in Bihar. They can stay there for like 4 or 5 zones, no problem whatsoever. I mean,
no, it only love guys.
Support
Nepali support, guys.
50% of circle forming in water. That is the definition of having a bad day in Vikendi in these kind of matches. And meanwhile, we are out as you can see in Hot Springs. It's NHN.
त्यही हो के नेपालको युट्युबमा भन्दा पनि लाइक
NHN would want
viewers haru छैन के नेपालमा
of having good games. JM is out there. You can see JM player
like नेपालको टप स्ट्रिम्स हरुमा हेर न भ्यूज कति आउँछ
shotgun versus and Uzi.
टप स्ट्रिम्स गराउँदा नेपालको
but then Uzi actually takes him down, and I think losing first player at this early stage was not supposed to happen, but still happens. Gets the best out of it.
JyanMaara sitting at a man disadvantage now. NRC, the Uzi pre-fire just connects beautifully. Oh, T'Challa is in a bad spot. He has to go through NRC just to get to his own team. Gunnar and Wang are stuck in a really, really bad spot. They can be wrapped around a pawn by the side of NRC, but T'Challa, he did well in game 1, got eliminated, did well in game 2 as well, got eliminated early in game 3, and now in game 4, things could look the same. On the other side, Team NRC, they can go for the loots right now. They have all the open space that they need for themselves. And these houses, they should be taking control of the entire zone. But Hackshot and Pablo, they are going to come in contact with the other 2 members from the side of JyanMaara.
Yeah, I would want to see what happens, because out here in this area, if anything, I think JyanMaara might be ready for a fight. They might be ready for it because they have lost 1 player at the early stages. Now they'll be wanting to go for the fight because those 3 players will be ready for it. Wong has an Uzi MP5K in the hands of T'Challa alongside a Thompson. Vikendi is kind of, famously infamous or something, coming known for its SMG drops. You get a lot of SMG loot in this map, and that is kind of a thing that changes the cluster, because some people might be wanting to use M4 or something like AKM and all those, but all they get is Uzi and MP5K. So that's kind of, that kind of changes the whole prediction of their game as well. Meanwhile, NRC Hackshot is moving to another direction alongside Pablo, but then T'Challa is still in a bad situation.
ओइ जन त्यही भने के मैले नेपालीको लागि चाहिँ छैन भन्नु खोजेँ लाइक इन्डियाकोमा हेर न इन्डियाको पीएमसी लाइक इन्डियाको भन्दा चाहिँ पीएमसीको मा टप भ्यूज फ्रम नेपाल थियो के
fighting in Pochinki with Uzi
I don't know why.
and with SMGs that are really good in close range with guns.
कति धेरै दामी दामी स्ट्रिमर्सहरु छन् नेपालमा.
You will have the advantage. On the other side, if you have a gun with slow rate of fire, you need to make sure that the shot that you're firing is connecting with the enemies. Otherwise, if you miss, you will be going down. On the other side, we see Amare trying to go for a wraparound. He takes the lower route, and now he's in the line. He has to be really careful so that he does not give up any information to T'Challa, the man that they're trying to hunt.
One thing that I like about JM right now is, no doubt they have lost 1 player in the early stages of the game, but then, see, A1 Esports won 2 games, NHN won 1 game, but JM is the squad that has been consistent. They were second in 1 game, they were fourth in another game, now they're second in another game. So if anything, consistency matters. No doubt you're getting good positions, but then that good position lasts you for 1 or 2 games, but this team is doing really good when it comes to getting those consistency numbers. They are racking that numbers up. And as the Hackshot knows that there are players that are moving forward, so I think so far NRC can actually take some kills, but meanwhile coming back to Sol,
I need roller
Rusen, as you guys can see, Extreme, obviously famous. From now, he is obviously, I mean, they were famous before, but now he's famous for his 1v4 of Sanhok. Extreme did that in an incredible way. I would want to see if he gets a chance, will he be able to pull it off? But then T'Challa has a chance right now. He knows that there are players right in front of him. He knows
NRC
and you can see Amare is on the outer direction just to see if he finds any footsteps or a player land outside. T'Challa, as you can see, is not giving even a single footstep.
Looking
Looking out there, just sneaking, just trying to
जे
see
होइन एउटा रोल
if
देऊ
his
त
opponents make a mistake.
ड्र्याग मलाई नि
Pablo's
आउँछ रोल
trying to
देखाएको
come to
होइन
him.
तिमीहरूको रोल
Amare
छ
is
क्या
looking
मेरोमा
forward to a
छ
fight
मलाई
between
रोलै दिएको
Pablo's
छैन
squad.
तिमीले त
Look at
एकचोटि
this
फेरि
guy. He's
माथि
like, someone
माथि
said-
माथि आउने
someone
ट्राई गर ल
told him statue, and that's
Yeah.
what he is.
He's just standing there looking at the stairs, and on the other side, players from the side of NRC are actually confused. They are going everywhere trying to find this man and trying to find
Try
where
गर्न
he is
तिमीले?
hiding. But on the other side, T'Challa, he's
try
just
गर्न।
standing there. As Ocean said,
Elena?
as he
Hello?
said, standing there like a statue,
आउन मिल्यो कि
and
नै
not
अघि?
moving an inch
मिला
even.
थिएन जिजेनलाई हो कि म
'Cause
अलमा
if he
गएर
does,
कि म जिजेनलाई म
NRC,
देखेको
they
थिएँ
are
अरे
gonna
जिजेनलाई भनेर
destroy him.
हो र
रुका
He actually has to, sit there. But when it comes to sting, he has to sting like a bee in this match because he has 4 players right in front of him, and the zone is not favoring him as well. 1,200 meters is the distance that
यो
he
म
has
आएको होइन
to
म ड्र्याग
cover.
गरेँ अब
That
मैले
is
ड्र्याग
a lot
गर्दा
of distance, my
All
friends.
गरेँ मिला
And
Patience for
obviously,
them.
those 4 players will be ready to take that fight in their hands, and all they need is this one kill. This one kill can change the pace of the game, and I think Hackshot was moving up front. Hackshot knows that there's one player. Hackshot is going for a Molotov. Will that Molotov do damage? Nope, it takes him down, but then T'Challa has been taken out by 50% HP. Now they are totally confirmed. Oh my god, T'Challa has been done for. All 2 players of GM will be moving forward, and T'Challa goes from his own Molotov. He gives them a kill, but then he is finished by his own Molotov.
Oh man, that was just unlucky for the man.
Chala.
Ooh, Vibes Genie getting
Jala
taken
to
out
Jala
by
goes
Pyro
again.
Smokes. And that is just going to work out for them. But right now, we are still sitting at 16 squads, all of them inside the game. And as Ocean predicted, rotating from the side of VR is just going to help you out.
लाइभ स्ट्रिम
Teams
PUBG
now
Mobile eSports मा छ
finally
है
coming inside the zone. They are going to be able to rotate in this time because the teams that landed on the left side of the map, on the western side of the map, they will obviously have the advantage. Extreme with the G36C. Can he make something happen? I like this weapon a lot.
I like this car a lot because, this car is
Yama PYRO Kopo,
the
yep.
second highest speed in all of the game. Zima is its name, and this has second highest speed in all of the game, like all of the maps. You just get this car in Vikendi only, but then it has the second highest speed, and obviously that compensates on the fact that this car actually blows up really easily. So if you're a bad driver, you are prone to be getting shots from all the directions that you can see. Meanwhile, KTM Ramos, as you can see, is trying to move forward towards his teammates, and I think they just listened to me and they're out at that Bihar area because they are looking really chill right now. But then the zone is shrinking. 50% zone of Vikendi in water is a really, really terrible thing.
Yeah, we have seen that as well. In the
minute
same
hoise.
game that you and I were talking about. I'll come back to that later, but first we have the first airdrop coming in with the M249, the 8x scope, level 3 armor, helmet, and the backpack. Ooh, but once again, the airdrop also goes in the water. You have to swim to get
Everything in Vikendi goes into the water. I mean,
just make it a water map. Why even have land now at this point?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
I know, man. Oh boy. This we always know Vikendi is gonna be interesting, and it always is. This map never disappoints anyone.
At the end of the day, all 3 maps happen, but then Vikendi actually presents to you the gameplay that you want. It presents to you a weird, different kind of gameplay, and I love that, honestly. This is unpredictability. See, unpredictability is a beauty of the game, and I love that
BB को
about
down
Vikendi
गरेर
as
छोडेर
well.
आएर
BB Sleepy. ByeBye Sleepy is going to sleep slowly and steadily as we are talking because his health is critical and Hype is ready for it.
Yeah, we will see you later, but for now, I think you are pretty much done because he has been knocked out quite in the open. His teammates, they just might decide to leave him this time around. Hype, they will finally start making good momentum for themselves. On the other side, we still have two members from the side of BB. Can they actually go in for the recovery? Tameen and Siho this time. Yamin is there as well. Will they actually go pick him up and try and rescue Sleepy from that situation? No, Sleepy is gonna die. The kill being given to Hype De Leon.
के गर्ने त नि
That was right. And
मुटुमाथि ढुङ्गा राखी हाँस्नु पर्यो
म त हाई गर म त
But
अल्छी
then
लाग्ने
the
त्यो
thing that
आफ्नो
is
स्ट्रिममा हाई
separating
गरेर
two teams is this wall right now. They know their location. They know each other's location. Gurkha is using
म
that.
त खाली
I
तिम्रो
think
स्ट्रिम
there's
राति
gonna be something. AKM
बजाउँछ नि
versus
सुत्छु नि
Uzi,
थाहा
it
छ
might cause some damage. And right now he just moves in with that
क्या
1 HP. No, it
चिल
won't
हुन्छ
do something.
तिम्रो
And he
भाइ
whacks him down in an incredible way. But then the cover comes by DeLeon and he takes
एनिवे
it down.
लियोनले त दौरा हानेको थियो प्रोटोटाइपलाई चाहिँ त्यहाँ फिनिस गरिदिन सक्ने सम्भावना छ बीबीले पनि यताबाट दामी हानिरहेको छ
But then Tamim and Yamin
तर प्रोटोटाइपलाई र गुर्खालाई चाहिँ
game, the Leon will try to see and take them down, and the damage was done on Tamim.
दुईजनालाई फिनिस हान्दी भएछ नि त के हो प्रोटोटाइपलाई पनि लियोन मात्र बाँकी हो कि यो ओ नो 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 ओपी नेट छ यार ओ भाइ
Yeah, hype. They did get an opening.
SK49 नै होला हैन
This time
उसले चाहिँ रिभाइभ गर्न भ्याएछ ल
back switch and Esk is there with Gurkha. Gurkha was revived again. He's gonna get one knock on Yamin. Yamin, they could actually go and finish him off. He has dropped really low and he is gonna die now. Tamim, the only man left alive in a 1 versus 3 situation. He has to pull off a miracle like Extreme did earlier on in the day to come out alive. Gurkha, he charges in blind. He has the health advantage. He has slight health advantage, but can he actually finish Tamim off? Oh no, he lies down. He actually gets a knock on Gurkha, but he has dropped really low. If the players from the side of Hype actually go in, they will get the kill. He's trying to finish him off. He is running out of bullets.
BB ByeBye
because the players from Hype
kill चाहिँ सेक्युर गर्न सफल भयो यहाँ ओ भाइ
Oh, Tamin, he's playing this one to perfection. Yes, the only man left from the side of Hype. And that is gonna be it for now, but I think that was a nade coming in. Tamim, he has to jump out as fast as he can.
Oh, bhai!
Yes, he has been spotted. Tamim firing the shot. He misses everything, fires into the wall, and now he is trying to find a way into the house. He's dropping from going for the revive on his teammate. And now Esk once again.
Jump on it.
He is gonna throw that one. Oh, that was a Molotov just to zone off the player. And he should. He can't go. Just has a couple of did not have a single first aid kit. 15 bandages. Bandages, you have to use them, a lot of them to actually get a significant amount of health. And Tamim gets one more down. I said he had to pull off a miracle to survive this 1v3. And he actually and here comes a nade this time. You have to be really, really careful, bro.
That was a smoke, I think, and using that paid smoke for his opponent, he wanted to avoid the footsteps. But just look at the game sense that he used right now. If SK would have given his footstep, that would have been incredible. And yeah, Tamim, he knows that AKM does much more damage, so he just switched to AKM. Now he'll try to just loot his opponent.
मैले यार लो एचमा दरो प्रिफायर दिया त्यहाँ आ गया तर धन्ना एसके चाहिँ तल गयो त्यहाँ गएको भए
he once again was going for that smoke, but right now I think SK knows from his books that if he actually pre-cooks something, it will be a smoke. If he uses his time, then it will be a nade. SK using that G36C versus Tamim, who will be using that AKM. Today, I think, has been a day of 1v3s and 1v4s, and Extreme and Tamim have showed that in an incredible way. See, if you have a game in front of you, you know how to, turn the tables. And this is what these guys are showing. It's just down to SK and Tamim for their team as well. Yes.
BB got wiped out first, then Tamim wiped out the entirety of Hype, and SK and Tamim both hiding in the same spot. I thought that was nade. You can go for a counter strike, just cover up the entrance with a smoke.
Yes,
crowd right
now. The people who are watching it, the best people in the chat section will be typing that, oh my god, what's gonna happen? Because I know the people will be watching for their favorite team. They are the real heroes out in these fights. And the zone, as you can see, will we see a shrink of the zone? Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, yes, what's gonna happen? It's kind of, it's a central zone, so yeah, Bihar is gonna be a thing. But then I would want to see what happens between BB and Hype, because that fight is going. It's a cold war right now. No pun intended, because it's Vikendi. But it's a cold war right now that's happening between those two teams, and Gunner has an AUG.
Oh, JM को
but then AUG and M249, but then AUG makes an appearance out here with the level 3. Meanwhile, on Tamim's point, I remember Tamim had a level 3 vest, but that's totally damaged.
Yeah.
And SK has level 2 vest, and that's totally damaged. So if anything, apart from headshots, I think body shots are gonna count out there.
Yeah, and talking about JNX, they were left with just 2 players for themselves, and those 2 players, Wang and Gunner, they're just trying to survive. So I wouldn't suggest them to engage in on any fights or get spotted. They should take their time with their rotations. They should stay as passive as they can. And we have the 3rd airdrop coming in with the MK14, the 8x scope, level 3 armor, helmet, and the backpack.
सबै भनेपछि त्यो 60 वटा एमो नि भन्दैन बिचारा त्यो 60 वटा एमोलाई किन छोड्दा
MK is an incredible gun, and we have seen MK being used by in the first match as well. When you remember, Gunnar actually switched it for his Uzi, and he just took out 1 kill from A1 esports players. So obviously if you know your guns, you know how to use them, then you are obviously a crowd favorite with your skills, and the crowd that loves PUBG is the best crowd. Obviously,
अरे वाइफी
the stream, to be honest. And NHN, as you can see, as we were talking, NHN's 2 players Gole and Vcash are out there near to the side of JM, Gunner and Wang. But then NRC Hackshot might have his angle on Lucky OP and Reaper OP if they are fairly close, but I don't think so. So far, so good. Team number 9, as we were talking about, NHN is really close to JM. It's just a matter of that ridge. If someone crosses that ridge without looking into his surroundings, I think there might be crates forming.
60 वटा एमो भनेर इङ्ग्लिशमा भन्न आएन होला त्यो
There's gonna be some crates incoming from the side. Gunner, man, he is in a really bad spot. Vcash did not spot him from there, but had he just like a blind nade goes in that window.
See, the probability of you knowing that there's a player out there and throwing a blind, it will be a lot less, right? Because you need to see some movement. But the opponents out in these games are not giving even a single movement. Just as the cold wars that were going before, the Chala was there. And right now they want that position that they actually go with the consistency, right? JM has been consistent in all 3 games. They're trying to go for that as well. Till now, no squad has been right. It's still 16 teams. That means, the fights that happened right now. Hype squad has not been eliminated as of now. The other squads have not been eliminated. But then I think, yes, he takes him down. Just JAZEERA, Senti has been down. It's just down to Sham. And will he take him down or not? That's a big question. But then he shot off. He knows that his opponents are ready for him. So far,
yeah, he is gonna get shot in from both directions. JAZEERA, they are quite split up. Vikash, he has to be really careful for the side of Nepali Ho Ni. And now he is gonna try and heal up. He's gonna try and get as healthy as he can and wait for his teammates to come in and engage on this fight. If they actually charge in, they can take out these players literally in a sweep. Like you go for 2 players for JAZEERA first, move on to the next 2, and then kill JM next. But now, once again,
team wise PYRO, JyanMaara, Nepali Ho Ni, KS.
I don't think anyone wants to do anything with that entire team, because if you actually do, they will kill you.
They'll kill you, they'll get kill points, they'll get position points, and at the end they show their domination by being top 4, if not winning the game, obviously. So that's what they do. Meanwhile, JAZEERA Senti has been
move गर्न पर्ने छ यार यहाँ
Neo has been
Gunner द्वारा Neo down.
right now. It's Senti, it's Neo this time. 1971 Gladiators are in a really good spot, but then
Neo
and Neo will be taken down by Gunner. Obviously does not want to lose his knock, confirms it into a kill. So I think that was a really good thing. And I think Salt Ninja has taken down Vcash has been eliminated from this game.
Yeah, Vcash just getting engaged upon by SOLTISQUAD, and this is clash between the 2 teams that were part of the previous PMCO South Asia. It is Nepali Ho Ni versus SOLTISQUAD. That is going to be an intense fight. JAZEERA just used that entire chaos and just get away. But where do you get away? You just run into the arms of PN, and Blend is gonna use it to his advantage, taking down Senti first. Mafia Ninja takes down Anik, and Sham is the only man left alive for his team. He has to be careful. Initi is there as well, but they are split up. Senti, he is gonna go down. On the other side, Neo was already killed off earlier. Sham, he has an Uzi in his hands. Can he make something happen? At this grade of a distance, it is going to be difficult for him. On the other side, PN, they haven't finished him off. They are waiting for Sham to come in for a revive, and then they will kill both of them.
They are trying to go for it, but then I think this low toss Molotov will actually try to hit him and might do some catastrophe. But then Senti is slowly and steadily going towards his player, but then no chance was given.
Oh, Vibes
Great has been
Molotov
I think
Hande.
Glenn has seen him as he was throwing some things, and yes, he has been seen.
We
now.
supporting
If
PN,
not
hey
anything,
guys,
I
and
think
what
this
about you
might be
guys?
endgame for Sham, but
Ma
then
ta sabai
another
Nepal teams
dribble
ko.
was coming in handy right now. Sham, as you can see, has an Uzi in his hands, but right now he's just trying to go for heals. He's
Thank you, Versam, all the first following me on Instagram.
A fight, which is important, and this grenade won't let it happen. Obviously, takes his HP down to 45-ish HP. He has a first aid, would like to pop in once again, but then another grenade obviously takes it down to 20 HP.
Damage
if I'm not wrong. But then I think it's a time. It's a matter of time. Ayush would like to move in. If he does it, I think that will be game ending for JSI.
Nice knock there.
From the other direction, but then JSI
I think
he will get down of the play zone, and that was a game end. The first squad wipe has happened. We are down to 15 teams and 47 players alive, and this fight is still going on. Oh my god.
This fight hasn't just been going on, it has been joined by the side of PYRO. They are here as well, and Tamin and Reska still standing there in the exact same spot where we saw them. I guess it was 5 minutes ago.
If I would have been either
PYRO
SK or Tamin, I would have turned on my
hype पनि त्यही छ आमा hype
asking,
अनि
how are you doing, brother?
दुवै जना एउटा पाइरोले खोजिरहेछ क्या
But then I think takes on one player. That solo player is still on the fight right now.
Oh guys, दुई जना लो
But will it happen?
लो SK ले दुई जनालाई डाउन
Right now, Pyro's 2 players are down by hype. SK is he going for a 1v4? But then
What the
Tamin
fuck?
actually takes on 2 more players. SK gets his kill. What was
Yeah.
this thing?
These guys just grouped up and destroyed an entire squad, but now they are going up against each other. Tamin does a lot of damage to SK.
Wait, they're gone. No.
He comes out with the punches. Why would he do that? Tamim just destroys
Gone
the
select
man.
bhayena usko.
But that
SK को gone select
was
bhayena.
amazing. 2 players from different teams just take down
मैंने
Wait, but
दुई जना SK ले खाइदियो दुई जना त्यो BB ले खाइदियो के
when there's a person
अनि SK को चाहिँ मेबी एमो सक्यो होला अनि त्यही भएर पञ्च हान्दियो के उसले
just remember that, okay? You don't do that. Meanwhile, Pyro, they had a bad day.
Either
right now in this
एमो सकेर पञ्च हान्दियो हैन जसै केही युज छैन भनेर कि त अब अनि कि त अब गन समाएर गन सेलेक्ट गरेर गन आइसक्यो कि भनेर फायरिङ गरेर अगाडि गएको होला
Yeah, he got 3 and the other person got 1, but then why?
Hey, you still wiped out an entire squad. There are less number of players in the game.
एमो फिनिश रे ओके त्यही त के
If it works, don't fix it. On the other side, we have SBA going in for the rotation.
Gotta give credit to turning the capacity of mind.
But right now, they have to worry about Elementrix as well. Elementrix are out of the mountain, so SBA, they have to be careful. 1971 Gladiators, they can look all over the ridge from here. They are looking to spot out some players, and from the way SBA move, they should have spotted them.
Now the zone is in land, I guess, and yes, the zone is in land. Zone will be
तर
favoring.
मिड डाउन गरे थे दुई
No, I
जना
would want. There's one thing I would not want to happen. The zone, if the zone actually goes to Muwatra, I think once again a heal better than 9 circle might come in handy, but then I think Elementrix players have spotted.
All को लेकिन खतरे आनी है तर त्यो नेपाल नभए पनि गेम प्ले त मान्नै पर्छ
Orange takes a kill, first kill for him, second for the team, but then Mr. Yuzu was spotted, and 1971 Gladiator takes him down.
Yeah, they are gonna pop those smokes and go in for the hill for their teammates. But we have the 5th airdrop coming in with the AWM. The
SBM 16 down.
The military west.
कहाँ बिचमा लर रोके क्या रे वानले
त्यही त हाइप पाइरो गयो
On the other
यार
side, we see KTM lighting up that kill feed. They are gonna take down the squad of JM, and that is gonna be even less players inside the game right now. They did get 2 of their own players knocked out, but the revives are gonna come in, and all with the Uzis, all with the Uzis. We've seen a lot of Uzis in this game, and that just shows. If you know you are gonna have to fight in close quarters, go with the Uzi. Has the highest rate of Oh yeah, it actually goes.
मैले दोस्त पाउँछ कि फेरि यस्तोमा केही भयो भने चाहिँ गाडी चलाउनु
Meanwhile, Elementrix players have spotted someone, and I think they'll want to go for those fights. And Mr. Yuzu has been taken down by SBA Studio, obviously being an incredible player that he is. But then look at the skilling that they have, and will take down second player as well. Shagar would want to move in, but then Shagar does the maximum damage and takes down the whole
सागर बोले गएर उसलाई ढलाइदियो नि त
an incredible fire, and now it's a time of revival to celebrate. But will it be for so long? Because Vibes Night has been taken down by NRC's players by using that Uzi as well, as we were talking. And KS Mehras takes down BB Tamim, the sole survivor of of BB has been eliminated. We are down to 34 players, 9 teams, 25 minutes into the game, and the 6th zone is commencing as we talk.
KS Konni whole squad.
There are a lot of players present in the game, and the cluster is going to form in. This is going to be the last, like the last game, sort of similar to Miramar, wherein you had a cluster of players around a lot of buildings, and in the end, there was just a slow-paced fight with a lot of teams actually trying to go for the heal battle. But Lake actually spots squad number 11. He's going to try and connect his spray, but he's going to miss a lot of shots. Harid has taken a lot of damage, and squad number 11, they look to be in trouble. Giving up your location, giving up where you are, that is the last thing you could want in this situation. And they are outside the zone as well.
Yeah, KS squad is outside the zone, so that might pose a lot of problem for them. I would not want that to happen.
Salty गएर त दुईजना यता दुईजना उता
so now all you want is
A1 को नजिकै ओ भाइ Salty Russian द्वारा KS को डाउन KS को दुईजना डाउन
play zone takes down KS. So 2 players have been down at this stage when no one wanted that to happen. Now zone shifts into the left hand side. That means we are going to see an open area.
Look at the zone.
Can actually get the zone in an incredible way, and they can get a lot of that happens. Elementrix Orange and Woman are moving forward. Mr. Hughes would also like to move forward, and obviously Shagar will be moving forward to get to that area of the zone, to get to that dominating area that they want to find in the zone. But then standing between them and zone is obviously 1971 Gladiators. I think we are in for an incredible fight.
Yeah, this is going to be an incredible fight, and if we actually view this from the perspective of 1971 Gladiators, this could be a lot more interesting, because the squads are all heading in their direction, and they will have to fight everyone back to back to back. It might happen that they will get engaged upon in a 2v1 situation, and that is just going to be really, really bad for them. But on the other side, KTM Zaya getting Pablo, Warhead is going to get a Mare and NRC, and KTM goes away against each other. Hackshot is the only man left standing for the side of NRC. On the other side, KTM, they still have 2 more players remaining. Hackshot, he's trying to find an opening on towards Zaya. Can he make this happen? On the other side, Ramos, he does give a revive, and Hackshot is going to go down. That is going to be another squad leaving the server, and we are down to the top 8 teams. Oh boy, Salty are in the same compound as A1 Esports. Oh, Elementrix Shagar actually gets A1 Esports Dante, and Salty Extreme is going to get Stranger. Stranger is going to get killed off. Oh, A1 Esports.
Extreme द्वारा A1 down. A1 को त्यहाँ revive दिँदै रहेछ. A1 को काप्सी फेरि यता एक्लै रहेछ.
Really careful. On the other side, Dante, he was healed up. He was revived. Now he has to run. He's running out in the open. Nima might come in and exploit this moment.
Nice one,
yes,
Nima.
he does. As I say, Dante has been knocked out. Sinister
Mr.
finally grouping up in a 2 versus 4 situation against Elementrix. Are they going to take this fight? Yuzu drops low. Kapshi doing the damage. Sinister is there as well. But Elementrix, they still have all their teammates remaining, and that was Nate coming in. But you have to be careful, Sinister. He is burning up a little bit. But the heals were there as well. Can he get a knock? Oh, he does get a knock on Mr. Yuzo. He was killed off. But Elementrix, they still have 3 more players remaining. And they are being careful as to how they take this fight with A1 Esports, the team that has been dominating this time.
So, firing around the A1 go.
A1 Esports is
beyond
not gonna back
KTM.
off even after their players have been eliminated. Some of the players have been eliminated.
Hey, Mula Panway bhai, bhai.
The other 2 players are ready for a fight, as you can see. And Elementrix Orange is going for a grenade. They threw that smoke. If that grenade actually hits someone, that's going to
Mula Panway le time out halinchu ma.
Xana actually takes down 1 person, finishes it off, and then actually takes down KTM Ramos. So I think each and every location is the sole survivor for the team right now.
A1 le why bandire
To come in top 5. Yes, because we have 4 teams remaining, 12 people alive.
1971 को तो whole squad ने बाकी.
Because Kapshi is currently reviving, and
Elementrix द्वारा Salty revive.
Gladiators, Lucky OP is trying to take down 1 player, and Gole is also trying to.
अनि इन्हें लम्बा से देख रहा है त्यतिकै फ्री फायर हान्ने आउने हो कि अब त भुटाइ छ
going for Reaper. OP Gole has rotated to the other direction.
Lo
has been taken down by Reaper OP with a G36, and obviously would like to finish him. No matter what happens, Gole and Lucky cannot move into the zone, into the area, but then Gole moves by overcommitting himself through that.
तर अहिले त 1971 को धेरै छ यार नेपाली हो नि भित्र घुस्दै छ.
A fight, and Lucky is giving all the cover from the outside area. Nightwing would like to come out of this area if he does anything. Lucky has moved into that building as well. Saluwaiti is on the topmost area. He can get some incredible kills if he wants to, but then Saluwaiti is not
खेल्ने होला के होला यार यताबाट भुटुटु उताबाट भुटुटु.
It's a potential kill for him.
Yeah, that's going to be a free kill, and we have 2 fights happening. Within the 4 teams remaining, it was incredible. But now Salu moves in towards the side. Shagar, he is still hiding, popping up those smokes. Now the nade is gonna be thrown just as a precautionary measure if someone's hiding there. On the other side, 1971 Gladiators, they are going to try and make their way out of the goal is out there. If they make a bad move, they are going to get taken out, but Salu is going to spot up Orangey. They do spot him as well. The damage has been given to the player of Elementrix. They have to be really careful. Shagar shooting in the other direction is going to be caught off guard, and that is going to be a knock for the side of Salu. He does get one from the side of Elementrix, but you still have to be careful. 10 people alive, 4 teams remaining. Reaper, OP, he's gonna get knocked down as well. And Reaper is gonna be killed off by the side of the Gladiators. This could be bad for the side of Nepali Ho Ni. Goalie gets one. Nightwing is gonna be taken out of the game.
Yep, 71
now, once again, Salu is on the rooftop. He is the only man.
Okay, Pupule just Sagarla just revive the
standing. Elementrix, 3 people remaining. We have A1 eSports, 2 people remaining. Nepali Ho Ni just goes.
A1 ko aaj
bagi cha ke? 1971 Gladiators, Salu, who is just chilling on the rooftop.
NHN has 1 chicken dinner. A1 eSports has 2 chicken dinners. It's a matter of time that NHN goes for second chicken dinner if they find a good spot. But I don't think so. It's a story ending for them. Elementrix take their kill. Will it be an Elementrix game because they are really strong, or will A1 eSports try to make up a backup once again? Will they try to come back in this situation? But no one can forget 1971 Gladiators, Salu YT, who is out there on the roof like a Spider-Man, and he would like to take some kills, but then he is on the zone, obviously waiting for it, popping his first hit because they were necessary, but he will be taken down by the play zone. It's just down to 2 teams, and I think so. This was an
Elementrix for the win, guys.
Did a lot of damage, and this was Elementrix game finally with those 10 kills.
Yeah, that was just incredible from this side. 10 kills coming in. That is a 30-point play from the side of Elementrix. And A1 eSports, kudos to them. People have been avoiding them all this time. On the other side, we have 1971 Gladiators on the 3rd position. We have Nepali Ho Ni on the 4th. We have SOLTISQUAD on the 5th. X on the 6th position. KTM is there on the 7th position. So the top 8 are looking pretty strong. Top 7 right now. And these teams have put up an amazing performance. But as we go down, we have PN on the 8th. On the 9th, we have NRC. On the 10th, we have BB ByeBye. On the 11th, we have Y. SBA. 13th is JMX. 14th is Hype. 15th is PYRO. And 16th is JAZEERA.
I mean, talking about Hype and JM, if you remember, sorry, it was BB, right?
Yeah, BB.
I mean, if you remember that fight, and when PYRO came, I mean, what was that fight? Someone just explain me what happened.
See, what I don't understand is, okay, you guys charge in on one guy, you die, I get it.
Overall kills.
Why did no one spot Tamim? Like,
one guy charged on you. It's that thing. One guy charged on you.
Yeah, you were so focused on one dude, you just had another dude come in from the back and kill all of you. Like, he helped killing them. But I don't get it. Tamim was in the same building. Like, did no one actually go in his room? Did all of them just give him his privacy? All right, we will leave you alone. And it was hilarious. But kudos to SK and Tamim for like having that much patience.
Imagine what SK did is, PYRO's car was moving forward. He just gave some footsteps and they were like, no, there might be someone. Then Jay just came back and then Tamim was there to welcome them as well. And they were like, nope, this was never expected. Wait, what?
Surprise!
Scam.
But on the other side, moving over to the ending of the game, that last fight, that was intense. You had 2 teams having a battle on the left side of your screen and 2 teams having a fight on the right side of your screen. Last 4 teams remaining, fighting 2 versus like squad versus squad. They decided upon it. No one was third partying that.
No one was third partying that. But the major thing was there were 2 teams, right? At this area, 2 teams at this area. There was 1 person on the rooftop.
Yeah.
And no one knew. He took down Shagar in an incredible way because he had that angle. He knew that he won't be spotted because there was zone behind him. So no one is gonna overcome the zone in that 8 circle of his team.
तर सागरले नगर्नु भन्दा अगाडि त ओरेन्जलाई देखेको थियो त
Die of the get knocked out.
ओरेन्जले स्पोर्ट पनि गरेको थियो ओरेन्जले हल्का
So
ड्यामेज पनि
Saluvaiti
दिएको
had a really good chance of taking down 1 kill. He has spotted 1 person. So he spotted Elementrix, Mr. Hyozu. Mr. Hyozu also shot him. So that was a cue for Shagar in
हल्का जोनले उस गरेर है नत्र भए माका A1 ले दुईटालाई ढलाइदियो भयो क्या तर
he was spotted. He was taken down. And Saluvaiti did an incredible thing. He did not just come out of that area because he knew he can just dive the zone and not give a kill point to anyone.
Yeah, that was just incredible from the side of Saluvaiti. But Shagar getting caught off guard, you have to be aware of your surroundings. It happens a lot that people will try to hide in places like on rooftops or on balconies behind doors, like just hiding in a gap this big. And you have to be careful. You need to check your corners. Shagar was so focused on the players from the side of Nepali Ho Ni, he ignored the fact that he was getting shot at from the rooftop, and then his teammates had to come out, and even they were not able to do anything to Saluvaiti. That roof was really big. He had a lot of area to rotate around. And in that situation, the good thing that happened for them was that he was outside the zone. He died from the zone.
I mean, let's talk about one more thing, and that thing is something that is, worth talking about. Let's talk about zone.
Yeah.
In Vikendi, and the fact that no one died of the zone this time.
I think a couple of people did.
Let's just talk about not as much as
तर भोलिको पनि एकदम रमाइलो लाग्नुहुन्छ है गाइस
Yeah, I mean, Blue Zone was MVP, but then the fact happened is everyone knew
Group C
that
D
50% of zone is in water.
Yeah.
So first circle felt like fourth circle in itself, not in the amount of damage, but in the amount of area you had to play with. So if anything, players were moving into the zone really, they were not wasting any time out of the zone. If they were trying to just spot their surroundings and just barge into the zone as soon as they can, because that was really needed.
Because on Miramar and on Erangel and on Sanhok, okay, let's ignore Sanhok, it's really small, you rotate really fast. But on Erangel and on Miramar, you can take your time to rotate. But on Vikendi, wherein we had 50% water, literally half the circle was in water in the first circle itself, you need to make those early rotations. You have to be careful because you have to take into account you have to find a vehicle. That's going to take you time. You have to take time to fight other teams that you will encounter in your team as well. And if you end up wasting a lot of time doing these things, you might just take a lot of damage from the blue zone. And while you get
like you don't know the locations of
group A को सक्यो group B को पनि group A र B को सक्यो भोलि चाहिँ उस हुन्छ भोलि चाहिँ C र D को हुन्छ.
Suppose you're coming through the zone, your health is kind of already low because you're getting that zone damage. So once you stop,
चाहिँ highlights हरु हेर्छ कि के भन्छ भनेर त्यो analysis सुनिरहेको.
No one's going to give you enough time to pop your healings, and they are just going to knock you down, knock you and your teammates down 1 2 3 4. It's a game over for you. You just wait for the next lobby, so that when the next lobby comes, so zone. See, you cannot play against the zone ever. You'll have to play with the zone, for the zone, and also for your place in the zone, because a good compound matters, and it matters that good compound stays in the zone until and unless you have that area to move into the next zone.
Yeah, and you play for all these things from your current position. So you have to take into account the distance that you have, what sort of weapons that you have, what sort of terrain you will be going through, and then plan out, alright, we can't make a straight rotation towards the circle that's in military base, and we are in Rozhok because we will have to go through Pochinki, close quarters combats, we don't have the weapons for that. Let's go with a longer route and rotate from the outside. So you have to keep all those things in mind and be careful when you're doing that. And these teams actually did that really well, especially from the side of A1 eSports in the first 2 games. Yeah, the zone did favor them a little bit, but they were getting a lot of skills for themselves.
Yeah, I mean, and
Nepalese got aru sabar.
I mean, you don't even have to mention their name for what they did today. First,
GG Nepal is GG Nepal.
4th position, 2nd position, the way they have played this
game,
it was commendable. Then there was JM, no doubt,
JyanMaara
game was not theirs, but then all other games were kind of theirs. But then let's talk about the comebacks. Elementrix played each and every game in an incredible way. The previous game, the Miramar, this game they were out first position. NHN, first game was not good. First game was good. Second game was not good. Third game.
And
obviously they got second in the third game, and obviously in fourth game they were in second position. So at the end, they learned from their mistakes. This is what PUBG's tournaments are all about. First of all, there's no room for mistakes, and even if you are making those mistakes, you'll have to learn from them as soon as you can.
Analyst the next map, the next battleground will be
waiting for you.
Yeah, you have to be careful. Every single mistake is gonna cost you points, and points are gonna cost you your standing in the progress to the PMPL, because this is the first spot. You have to make sure that you are consistent with how you play. And those teams, and Nepali Ho Ni as well.
Guys, hashtag poops,
really well for themselves. Go as with the standings and as with the number of kills that they are getting. But on the other side, now once again, the same conversation that we are having after game number 2, the points vacuum is there. Because now A1 eSports, they have accumulated a lot of points, and from tomorrow we will have a match between Group C and Group number D. So we will get to see if they have these sort of teams, because if no one actually contests, if no one
I think he might be watching.
Things are gonna get hard for the teams in the lower standings.
Yeah, I mean the new teams are gonna come right.
It will be C
and D.
Even though he doesn't.
That when it's A and C.
Last game was so laggy. Video answer
they have studied the game today, and all they'll be waiting for it is demolishing the competition, because they'll be knowing their landing spot. Starting from the landing spots, they'll be knowing that how they rotate, what kind of guns they are using, what kind of strategies they're doing, who is the sniper in the game.
Last laggy हुन्छ के त्यहीमा त्यो टुर्नामेन्टहरु त्यो उसमा सबै उस हुन्छ नि त रियल प्लेयर्सहरु हुन्छ नि त नि त्यसमा झन् ल्यागी हुन्छ के सर्भरै ल्यागी हुन्छ
in most of the cases, and that is what this game is all about, to wipe your enemies out and to become that one solo person standing, solo or a squad that is standing out there in the battlefield to show your domination.
मुला भोस्टी वाइफी मलाई चाहिँ स्पोन्सर नहान्ने हो.
Yeah, okay, Ocean, I have a question for you. We are done with all the 4 games for day 1. What was that iconic play that you're going to remember from today?
त्यो PYRO को भन्नु पर्छ नि.
I don't know, you'll count it as 2 iconic plays or 3 iconic plays.
Iconic moment, let's just say iconic moment.
त्यसमा चाहिँ त्यो आउँछ ल. एक्सट्रीम को त ओपी त्यो त. ए ब्लू जोन.
I'm going to watch it when I go back home. On the other side, yeah, Extreme did really well for the side.
The Extreme को साँच्चै guys. Never, don't forget about that.
People don't know about them. They were part of PMCO Group, and they put up a decent performance, but they were one of the favorites that came in from the side of Nepal. And in the South Asia regional stages, they sort of fell a little bit short, and the performance sort of flustered a lot. But this time, once again, we are seeing surprises, because A1 eSports, they destroyed their competition. Nepali Ho Ni, a team that in the last time people saw them, they were like, alright, they were flustering a bit as well, and the performance was not that great. But this time around, it's a totally different picture. Nepali Ho Ni is actually able to keep up with the A1 eSports.
This out of Nepali
अब SK को त्यो पंच लाको भएर त्यसमा फिनिश भएको हैन तर ह्याड नो चान्सेस उ पहिल्यै लो थियो अनि अर्को चाहिँ आधी थियो नि त हेल्थ थियो
the game that they win is with 11 kills. So it's like the kills amount that they are increasing, that's helping increasing the gap of first and second position teams. So that gap, once it gets wide enough, you have a chance that you can have your 1 or 2 matches. It might go decent, and you'll still not lose your first spot, and that's what A1 eSports is showing off.
अर्को फुल हो र हल्का लो थियो कि हैन र
If the gap gets big enough, they can slap
लाइक त्यसको फुल हेल्थ 100% चाहिँ थिएन के त्यसको हेल्थ चाहिँ
chill on the top spot. But on the other side, if they actually start slacking off, Nepali Ho Ni are going to step up big, and JyanMaara might step up big and take the crown from them. But we have a long way to go for that to happen, and I'm excited for this for tomorrow's game as well, because tomorrow is also going to be interesting games.
New teams, new strategies, new mindsets, and obviously fresh teams with fresh mindsets. They would like to go for it. They would like to show, maybe they might be. See, today we saw
मलाई देऊ न त
that might go for 3,
मलाई देऊ
let alone 4. They might be able to
राम्रो छैन लुगा छ्या के मन
Yeah, but for now, let's
हैन
have a
म त
look
केही दिन्छ
at
कि भनेर
game
नि
4 standings.
कसको सर्भरमा
मलाई देऊ न
हाम्रै सर्भरमा
मलाई त
We have the
कसैले केही
bottom
दिँदैन
8 on our screens with JAZEERA at the 16th with 1 point. We have Team SBA on the 15th with 1 point. Team PYRO on the 14th with 2 points. They got eliminated in a hilarious manner. We have 13th JyanMaara on with 2 points. We have Vibes on the 12th with 5 points. We have WGxNoRules on 11th with 6 points. We have KSAX on 10th position with 7 points. And on the 9th spot, we have BB ByeBye with 7 points. And now, time for the top 8.
So top 8 out here were
Oh
Team
my
Hype
God,
on the
and I
8th
did
position with 7 points,
that.
PNGaming on
Oh
7th
ho,
with 9
10 kill points.
SOLTISQUAD coming in on 6th with 10 points, KDM Rage filling that top 5 thingy with 12 points, and 1971 Gladiators is on the 4th position with 13 points, A1 eSports. Top 3, obviously 16 points, Nepali Ho Ni on that 2nd position with 17, and Elementrix ruling out Vikendi with 30 points, 10 kills, and total base.
All ma basa na.
So I think Elementrix
हामी उसमा छ के
really good. I mean really good.
Yeah, but look at Nepali Ho Ni. This is why kills matter. Nepali Ho
Why the
Ni,
poops?
they have a lot of points for those kills, and that just pushed them
All ma
up
basa
from
the
the
poops?
lower standings. That was going to be,
Hide
I
गराएको
think,
चाहिँ
5th
मान्छेले
position
देऊ त
to
हामी
the
पनि देख्ने
2nd
बनाऊ
spot. Wow.
This happens. Like, see, if you have those kills,
तिमीले
if you
देख्छ
can rack up
अहिले
those
तिमीलाई
numbers,
मोड
the kill
त्यही
numbers,
त
you don't have to worry about it. See, we were discussing actually before match, like before
Pupu
ending
in the
match,
chat,
he was actually
guys.
telling me, suppose
In
if a
the
team
voice
does
po भन्नु
20,
पर्छ
21 kills, and they just get, but
मुला
that
राजु
युसी
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 रे
ल आउनु
you don't
बित्तिकै
wipe out a whole
Yeah,
squad.
they just kill one
They
player.
just kill one, two players. So then also they'll be having a chance of getting in top 3 because given the competition, even if they get wiped out, but they have that kill amount, that number matters, to be honest, in these kind of games. So kills matter.
Yeah, and so this time around we did see a lot of
Experience सुनिदिम पुपु ए पुपु experience भन्दै गरे ल
because it was always
ल अब now interviewing
इन्टरभ्यु ल
चिकन डिनर खाएको पुपु म्यान ल ओके अनि ए बुला चिकन यहाँ त बस न बस चिकन डिनर खाएकोमा कस्तो फिल हुँदैछ
त्यो गेम लास्ट
really weird situation.
अनि अरु भन्दा ल ल यहाँ गाइज पुपुलाई यहाँ उस गरेको सुन है गाइज
भन्नाले हैन त्यो ओइ पुपु जस्तै त्यो एकछिन नगर न पछाडी चुप गरेर इंग्लिशमा त
इंग्लिशमा हैन नेपालीमा दिने यहाँ नेपालीको स्ट्रिम हो यो अरु कसैको स्ट्रिममा यस्तो हुँदैन है गाइज
इंग्लिश सुनाऊ न
ल ल ल भन
बिचारा भ्याक्सले सर्भर मोड हान्दै रहेछ यस्तो के त्यो माथि थियो नि एकजना त्यो के भन्दा रुफमा चढेको थियो नि त्यसलाई मन्दले देखेदैन मन्दले हान्दैन मा किन सायद त्यहाँ यसरी पिक हान्दैन किनकि हामीले कसैले यस्तो साइको थियो त्यो ल्याग नि यस्तो ल्याग थियो म अगाडि गएको होइन आफै पछाडि तान्ने के त्यो हुन्छ नि दोडी बानेर तान्ने यस्तो के त्यस्तो भइरहेको के जसरी नि अब सागरले जिताइदियो सही हो
अनि त्यहाँ त्यो फायरिङ भएको थियो नि त्यो बिल्डिङमा फायरिङ भएको थियो नि ए मुला चुप्लाउ न त्यसमा फायरिङ भएको थियो नि त्यो फायरिङ हुँदाखेरि कस्तो फिल भयो भाइ त्यो उसमा दरो फायरिङ भएको थियो नि त्यो कम्पाउन्डमा के सुरुमा जताततै
खै म त यतिकै ल्यागमा के भने के थाहै पाएन रोड पारीको हेर्दै बसेको थियो पछि त रोड पारीको त सब डेट भइसकेको रहेछ अब के भन्ने अब त्यसै खुसीमा युसी हाल्दैन युसी
ए मुला बरु मलाई त्यही खुसी हाल्नेमा मलाई युसी पठाऊ ल
वाइफाईले त मलाई 1 लाख युसी हाल्दिन्छ भने सही हो
त्यहाँबाट 50 मलाई होला नि
हैन कति 1 लाख युसी भनेको
ओभरअल उस आयो गाइस ओहो एलिमेन्ट्रिक्स अन थर्ड with 52 points 76 points लिएर नेपाली हो नि सेकेन्डमा 87 points A1 को 87 ज्यानमाराको 40 पाइरो र ज्यानमाराको खासै त्यति उस नरहेछ सोल्टीको भयो के we got team hype on 7
खै किलो एकचोटि आउँदा यहाँ उसमा के डिस्कर्डमा
त्यही छ त डिस्कर्डमै थियो त हैन
सेकेन्डमा रहेछ
क्लासमा छ अरे हो अघि आएको थियो भाग्यो फेरि
पुबेन्टी युजी Sanhok match
out
last
there
circle
on third with
त्यति
1
टाढा
second
रे
to go there and
बाइक
Nepali Ho Ni,
बाइक थियो
that
स्कुटर
stretch
थियो
is
सही
not that
भइदियो
wide
किलो
enough because they are on 36 points and second position, but
खै हामीले यस्तो पैसा दिएन हामीले
A1
उसले म्याच
eSports, as their
नाइट्रो टिम
name has that one, they are on
ए
first
डिस्को रे
position, 2 chicken
कहाँ
dinners
छ
and 87
दिनु
points.
हामीले यस्तो डान्सिङ मोडहरू चाहियो क्या हामीलाई
Nepali Ho Ni last 33.
Yeah, that is just incredible from this team.
किलोले मलाई दिन्छु भनेको छ $100
The gap is so close
3 महिना
and not
पछि
that
दिन्छु के
far off.
किलोले त स्ट्रिममै भनेको छ स्ट्रिममै भनेको छ हेर राख्नुपर्छ भनेको कुरा
अनि एस्लेनालाई त मलाई 200 दिने रे हैन
मेरो
तिमीले त
300
मलाई
UC
तिमीले
कता
त मलाई
गयो
0.75 दिएको क्या एकचोटि जमानामा
0.75 ले हावा कुरा नगर है
यो किशोरले मलाई 0.75 दियो
हावा कुरा नगर है $2 €2 भन्दा बढी युज गर्न मिल्दैन €2 भन्दा तल त दिनै मिल्दैन मेरो भाइ
मेरो उस खोइ मेरो युसी खोइ मेरो युसी खोइ
त्यही भएर 0.75 दिएको थियो मलाई थाहा
अरे मैले 0.75 दिएको छैन
Why ignoring me?
See you again back tomorrow. Till then, bye bye and take care.
Why ignoring me?
मेरो 10k पुराइदो न 5k युसी छ मेरो
लाखेर पञ्चले हान्नु मार्न भन्छ मलाई
पहिला मेरो सब्स्क्राइबरहरु र 10k ल गाइस त्यति नै हो हैन 1 सेकेन्ड त्यो पोइन्ट्स हेर्दियौ अनि हामी पनि जाम कता गयो ओभरअल स्ट्यान्डिङ
सबले यस्तो 10,000 हाल्दिनु त तीनजना मान्छे दाइ दिदीहरु अङ्कल आन्टी
JAZEERA on the 16th with a total of
आन्टीले 1000 इसी ट्रबल 1000 इसी किशोर अङ्कलले 10,000 इसी ल ड्याम
कति मलाई 10,000 युसी हाल्दिने अरे थ्यांक यू सो मच
ल बाइ बाइ ल म गए ल भोसडी रोल दिनु अङ्कल भोसडी
मुला कहिले युज गर्ने भए पो अझ रोल रे
PNGaming on the 10th position with 25 points.
धेरै चलाउने नि डिस्कटेर धेरै सब बाहिर देशहरुको सर्भर सर्भिस छ 150 दिएर जाउन त मलाई
मन चलाउँदैन हो म पनि भयो भरकोमा छु सब म्युट हालेर राखेछु मैले
जे नि राति राति त बोल्छ नि त्यहाँ हामी नि यस्तो गफ हान्नु बेला बेला
ए त्यसमा त अनि हामी त अनि यो हिडन च्यानलमा हुँदैन नि त अनि नर्मल च्यानलमा हुन्छ
त्यसको भयो नि
यो त स्ट्रिम गर्ने च्यानलमा यो स्ट्रिम गर्ने बेला मात्र हेर्छ
यो त जिजिएन यो त स्ट्रिमको मात्र हो अरु त नर्मल कहिले अलमा बस्या हुन्छ कहिले म्युजिकमा बस्या हुन्छ र एनीवेज एउटा दुईटा तीनटा चारटा पाँचवटा छवटा नेपाली टिम्सहरु चाहिँ टप 10 भित्र डाइरेक्ट फेरि सेकेन्डबाट 7 सम्म चाहिँ नेपाली टिम्सहरु यति भन्दै गाइज भोलिको पनि हेर्नुपर्छ भोलिको टिम्सहरुको पनि एकचोटि म देखाइदिन्छु को को टिम्स छ भनेर हैन
ल म गएको ल
ल बाइ बाइ थ्यांक यू फर बीइङ हियर मिस एस्लेना बुकिनी
बाइ
बाइ बाइ म चाहिँ एउटा फोटो देखाएर अनि म पनि अफ हुन्छ ए कता गयो के त्यो फोटो के ग्रुप सी भर्सेस ग्रुप डी हुन्छ हैन सेम टाइम भोलि पनि इराङ्गल सानोक मिरामार विकेन्डी र त्यो चाहिँ छ यहाँ यसलाई यस्तो गर्नुपर्छ नि त पहिला यो चाहिँ पोइन्टेबल भइहाल्यो हैन गाइस देखिन्न रहेछ नि त नि गाइस यस्तो गर्नुपर्ने ल ग्रुप सी र डी मा ट्रस्ट द प्रोसेस राइभल्स टीएम रेड लाइट टीम एक्सट्रीम डेड आइज मैड जी टीम T2K डैम क्लासी वुल्फ्स डिफ्रियो राइजिङ नेपाल INES रे 7C रेड डेभिल्स र अल्टिमेट ब्याङ एउटा दुईटा तीनटा चारवटा पाँच छवटा टिम्स बाहेक अरु सबै नेपाली टिम्सहरु र यिनीहरुको पनि भोलि कडा हुन्छ भोलि पनि मेबी वाच पार्टी हुन्छ अनि प्लस गाइस यो पनि जिजी नेपालकै पेज हो यसो लाइक गर्न मन छ भने गर लाइक गरिदिनु होला जमानाको गेमले आफै 1 इयर सगर एनीवेज त्यति भन्दै आजको लागि यति नै गाइस सी यू गाइस कहिले भोलि एडियोस टाटा सायनारा एडियोस